All right, welcome to the Sae Bae Cast number 22 with Uncle Cool. What up, Uncle? How you doing?
Yo, what's up, my guy? How you doing?
Pretty good, man. So we've just been talking for the past, hour or so beforehand. So we're we're already like in the fucking zone. We've already been talking about a few things, so we figured we might as well start recording now before we get into any juicy topics from you guys. Ignore. So I was just telling Uncle this. The little panel below, as you see, it says Uncle Light. It's Uncle Cool, but you guys all know who. Anything with Uncle in it, you guys already know. But anyway, Uncle, fucking pleasure to have you on. This has been. I don't know how long we've been kind of like I don't know. I just always felt like I was gonna have you on the cast soon, but now it's finally time.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I feel like people had hinted at it more
yeah.
than I had. Like I didn't really ever pay any mind to it. And then someone was just like, "Hey, man, really loved his last week's. When's the Uncle Cast?" I said, "Oh shit, I might make the question when's the Uncle Cast next time I see him or whatever."
Yeah, no,
So it's happy to be here.
I'm fucking happy because I know Whale, like I wanted Whale on as well, and you know what? Whale just came straight up straight up onto me on Discord, and you did the same, just like let's fucking send it. And I'm like, thank you. Like I don't have to
That's
even
why I
reach
love
out. Let's
Whale,
just
bro.
fucking yeah, let's just send it. Oh god, I just hit my mic stand.
That's fine. Yeah, I
Um,
fucking love Whale, bro. The main games.
yeah,
He's about his business. He does his thing.
yeah. Shout out fucking Whale.
Shout out Whale, yo. Hey, honestly love the name change. I bully him all the time. Just say, damn, I miss that old Whale guy. The Whale steamrolled tail first. Or it's like one time he raided my boy Little Dad, if you know who Little Dad is.
I don't even know.
And,
Oh
and
wait,
he's a little
I've
cooked
seen
every
him.
now
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
and he just said, hey man, shout out to the whole stream rolling first. My guy. I was just like, oh shit. Like he totally butchered the name. It was the most fucking hilarious thing ever. Like I think Whale's Discord name in my Discord is still whole stream rolled first. Like it's
God
so
damn it.
good.
Yeah, no, I'm actually pretty damn envious of his not only his name change but his prefix. It's just sit. Like how much cleaner can you get of a prefix on Twitch? Just
I think
sit.
everybody day one, including myself, was kind of mad about that. And then we realized his genius days later. We were just like, bro, these emotes just keep flooded in. The sit this one out champ, sit rat, like, bro, the wordplay is immaculate.
It's so
Like I
good,
said, we
man.
all noticed his genius
Yeah.
a couple days into it.
Like I'm proud of mine because I got mine just simply Sae Bae on affiliate. I couldn't be more like ecstatic about it. But getting a really clean prefix is like essential. I don't know what
Yeah,
yours is. Is yours like uncle with like a bunch of numbers and shit, or what's
bro, it's
yours?
Uncle B8, and that's prior to the name ban. And I looked into like, maybe change it to the Uncle Cool prefix. It's like Uncle K399. Hell no.
Fuck.
Fuck no, dude. Like
Yeah. God damn.
that's a bit too much for me.
Yeah, the B though just it reminds the OGs like what your name originally was.
Yeah, that's completely why I've not decided to change it. Everybody sees it, they might click the emote and be like, "Oh shit, that guy still exists." Like, welcome back or whatever.
Yeah. So let's get into it. So when your original name was Uncle Bitches, and Twitch
With
didn't
an
like.
X, not a C, was
Yeah,
censored.
yeah. It was censored, so it was Uncle Beep. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah,
but yeah. So you had that name for who knows how
bro.
long as a viewer.
I've
Just
had
go
that
into it, man.
moniker, surname, doing music, just people knowing me as that is like, just the nickname, fucking easily about 8 years,
Damn.
7 years, something like that. And so when I lost that, it kind of hurt.
Yeah.
More, that's what I was saying earlier. More than anything, I feel like I'm sad that the name and the legacy I had already built up be getting stopped a little bit. Kind of sucked, but we bounced back heavy.
Hell
Still
yeah.
grinding.
So how long was that ban? Because I remember it was a huge outcry on Twitter and everything trying to get you unbanned, and I don't know why you couldn't just get a name change, why you had to be
Once
banned.
again, uh, I know people had asked about that topic. So what it was is like a group of people, whatever reasons, them not liking me via RuneScape community, had made like a group Discord and organized this shit. And I lost my name via mass reporting.
Damn.
Um, Literally taken off the platform at what I thought could have been my prime as growth and shit, as I mentioned earlier, like start of COVID, new streamer, um, hella active chat, more people on Twitch than ever, like the homies and shit. A lot of them don't check Twitch anymore. I got banned, bro. It was fucking 80 days.
Jeez.
I had sent in. I literally called Puggin and Chungus and anybody I know that's good with words. The next night, they helped me write the appeal. We sent it in ASAP. Literally 79 days later, they hit me up with a, "Hey, we've looked into it and you were wrongfully banned, but all of like
Oh
I
my
don't get like
God.
auto emote approval. I don't get like priority affiliate portal anything because all that shit. It's kind of sucks. Like
That
they
fucking sucks,
definitely
man.
definitely owed me on that. And
Yeah.
it's just for a mistake. I can't say like, oh, Twitch attacked me in any way, but just the fact that it wasn't like handled differently
Yeah.
does kind of suck. Um, it's just they're very overwhelmed. I reached out to a couple of my boys that were like partnered or had like previously had a quote unquote indefinite or perm ban that got freed, like Damn Juice. I think his name was like Young Domestic, and people thought it was like abuse or just some fucked up name or some shit like that, and he lost that name.
Damn.
But then he got partnered literally the next week that he was unbanned under Damn Juice. And so he was just like, "Hey man, just send it in, wait it out, That's all you could do."
Yeah. So now
And
you go. I mean, everyone knows you just by Uncle now. Um, but
shit, I
I
would
mean,
love to be just known as just Uncle,
is that
you
like
know?
the Uncle Cool, Uncle Bitches, Uncle Everything, but like just shorten it down, similar to how Whale did it, and just have it Uncle? Who is there a
Exactly.
person on Twitch that's named Uncle right now?
It's unclaimed, and that's why I'm so inclined and heavily pushing to get the
We
goal of
we
partner.
got to get this man partnered, man.
Oh
Yeah,
God, like
just
it's just
Uncle
it's
would
not
be.
taken, and I want that shit. Bro, I signed up for Twitch. Like, I'll get more into it in a little bit because of like not signed up for, but I started streaming and etc. because of Chungus,
Yeah.
and it felt great. Like I said, I'd have never expected any of it.
Well, shit,
Like to
man.
be where I am now, it's crazy.
That's exciting, man. And like we were talking about it earlier, like you're gonna get partnered, man. And we'll have all of your links in the description. So if you guys haven't ever heard of Uncle, go check him out on Twitch. I'll mention it again at the end of the cast. But he is actively looking for partner, and he is pretty damn close. So if you guys like chill vibes, Inferno speedruns, TOBs, and
I'm
soon to
hoping I get a
be,
site soon, man. I want to take learners and people struggling in the community, but
yeah, and
without sites, it's just not as fun, honestly, to like take, newbie or homies.
yeah, yeah, you look like the noob at that point. I experienced it,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
But we got some hard
Thanks,
mode
staff win,
TOB
bro.
coming out, and yeah, it's looking good. Sorry, what did you say,
I said, saying staff win, my guy. Let's go hit some zobs sometime.
dude? When CMs come out, I'm so glad I waited for the Sanguinesi now, because now when I do CM TOBs, I have like two drops to go for, or I guess I don't know how the ornament kits are working, but like the
I
Metamorphosis,
wonder if they're gonna roll like kits and shit do additional.
yeah, who knows how it's gonna work? But I'm kind of glad I have an item to go for that was never really like essential. Like a Sanguinesi is nice as hell. I used it one time on the beta world, and I was like,
Do you
okay,
think
this
if
thing's
you had
broken.
it for all of the nightmare you'd kill that you'd be poor? Like, would
Uh,
you have used it for all of that nightmare and would you be poor as fuck right now?
I mean, I use a scythe almost all my nightmare, and I'm already like, yeah,
Almost.
I'd be slightly poorer for sure, but yeah, maybe it's a good thing. Honestly, I just never had one because you just kind of get used to what you got, and when you're using a trident on pillars, you just understand the
It
fact you're
does the
never going to get
same
healed.
shit. And I mean, if you're not struggling for HP, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Like, if you're doing fine, which you are, Trident's plenty good.
yeah, no,
It's
it's.
about how you use whatever you got.
And when I got my harm staff, it never felt like a downgrade. Because when you go from a sang to a harm, the speed difference crazy, but like you lose
How
out
the
on the
fuck do you
healing.
have Wrath runes?
Just, dude, I crafted 15,000 wrath runes on the Husky cast. You missed it.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, how long does 15,000 last though? Maybe couple hours, 10, 12
uh,
hours of nightmare.
okay, so you only use about 75 casts per
Oh
solo.
fuck.
Because the harm is so OP, like you can four shot pillars. Like it's
God
like I think
damn.
it's like 80 actually, like on average 80 casts. So like 15,000 is a good almost
What's
200
the
solos.
um what's the rate that the Wrath runes are used at? I've never had one of those stabs or used them before.
Nah, I mean you just like I said per solo you just use 80 casts, and so 15,000 took me just over 3 hours. And so you do like 3 hours of that and you got like almost 200 solos ready. But it's
Jesus.
not just wraths. You got to go get your burnt pages as well, which is just tedious.
Um,
Yeah, it's bad.
man,
One of these casts, I'm going to be doing Winter Todd in the background because that would be really. I cannot stand Winter Todd, dude. It's so bad. It
what do
is
you think
so
about
bad.
fishing, Todd?
So I've done 3 KC at Temperos, and honestly, I'm not gonna do it because I have no actual like need for it. But I think it's a very balanced update, and a lot of people have enjoyed it. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Um, thoughts on like the rewards and shit? Because I low-key kind of spooned that tackle box on day one. I went and kicked it with like Whale and Swing and everybody, doing their streams all about Tempros the night of. And yo, I spooned that tackle box and I got that shit to the Osrs just immediately 12 bank spaces.
that
Kind of
sounds
OP. That
nice.
alone felt like I should have paid money or something, like had to have grinded harder for it. Like it was crazy.
I gotta do
It
Temperos eventually, but yeah, it's just I have too many things going on right now.
it does
Can't be
seem
asked.
balanced, bro. You get a fair amount of XP, much more than like any other variant mini game like fucking Volcano or whatever.
It is so
Um,
balanced.
and you get good-ish rewards. You
Yep.
get food and shit for like early level hardcores because they're struggling on that shit.
Hmm.
Um, it's
No,
just yeah,
it's
it's pretty balanced. I like it. I wouldn't say it's fun, but I think it's a good addition to the game.
yeah, it's not
Whereas the
fun, but
game
it's
stands right
balanced.
now,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, it's not. I'm not having a good time, but I'm there. Like,
The rewards are like good enough, so it's like like I would eventually have the motivation to go do it when
oh,
I
another thing. Since we're
yeah.
on the topic of Temperos, I downloaded the RuneLight plugin hub plugin the other night. It has more fucking timers and outlines and etc. than any Tob Nilo plugin free swing. Honestly, bro, it tells you when shit's gonna hit the ground. It shows you where you can and cannot click. Everything is fucking highlighted. Inventory tags on the deposit boxes. Like, bro, what the hell?
Yeah. We'll have to get into plugins how we feel about them because I actually it's an interesting topic with like quest helpers and stuff like at what point is it too far and is it ever too far? I mean obviously there is
I
a point, but
personally, on the other side of everything, I guess compliant or whatever, use some things that people notice and bitch about. I think plugin hub quest helper is insane.
I've never used it. I've only seen like
It's only gotten stronger, bro. I used it during what was the shit called Trailblazers?
yeah.
Only time I've not really needed to quest the iron in any way since. I was already there. I did like a little bit of whatever to finish Priv. I wanted like Song of the Elves out of the way, and that was the last quest I did like months ago. 900 something gauntlets ago.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm excited to like if I ever. Well, here's the here's one thing. So when the Arceus, well, I'm not gonna wait for a plugin. I wonder how long they take to make a plugin for a quest. Do you know how long that process takes? Because I would almost
what's
like to
fucked up?
try it, but
Is that's another thing is when I was using it, right?
yeah.
None of any of Song of the Elves was on there. I tune in
Okay.
maybe a week or two later, bro, and Puggin is clicking blue on blue. Having the greatest day of his life, bro. Tells you where to go, where to put the mirror, what light to put where. I said, bro, I fucked up. Why
Yeah.
was that so I fucked up, bro? I should have done it with the plugin a week later. But I don't know. I don't know how they get someone to do that, bro. That
Yeah.
is so much coding.
It's crazy,
Beyond coding to do a quest like Song of the Elves and Dragon Slayer and shit. Like,
and not have it just have this horrible bug in it where you just get like
yeah.
you could imagine that the light puzzle would have one little mistake in it and it would just throw everything off. But no, it's just flawless.
I'm not sure who actually even makes those. I think it's just the community of people on GitHub that are practicing code and shit. Um, Let me actually
It's
look
pretty
that up.
cool.
Who put the initial plugin up with Quest Helper? Quest Zoinkwiz. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know who that is or anything. Maybe he does it all himself. That just seems like so much work
Oh yeah, that seems,
for
dude.
not only it sounds bad, not just praise, but for people to be like, oh shit, this is sick. Like he's not getting paid for making these shits or
Yeah.
getting signed to Jagex or anything. He's just
No,
kind of doing it because he's coding.
you see the wiki, like dude, the old school wiki, just it's crazy.
Isn't that
And
all done by just players as
yeah,
well?
it's just players. Like I've helped edit it a few times when I've seen mistakes, but like, yeah, that thing is comprehensive as hell. And
Absolutely.
yeah, we got a beautiful community for the most part. the old school
I
RuneScape
agree.
community.
I
And
think that it is nice there are still people trying to help like lower level tiered players.
yeah,
There's not such a gap when you think about it like that.
yeah, 100%. I feel like, and we're all like adults. There's very, very few people under the age of 18 that play this game, and
Shout out Frostkitten.
I just, or what? Why? Or shit.
He's
Maybe I
just like
shouldn't
a
ask.
young prodigy at this game, bro. Man's
That
got like a 52-minute inferno, solo top, etc. And he's just young.
damn. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's like a young prodigy at this game, bro. And you think about it, you're just like, oh man, all these kids are like, joining the game late. They might not be as good. He shits on players, bro. Like absolutely insane.
yeah. I feel like if you started playing, like I feel like if you were 18 now, you almost have a better like advantage because I mean, I feel like we were all, oh shit, I don't know. I feel like the prime of like your gaming existence is when you're like
You
18
remember
through
when
20.
whether it was mini clips or through the old school back then, just the RuneScape page, it was always a fixed client, but it was whatever the fuck size window you were on, it was already like stretch fixed.
Wait, when was this?
This was like 2007, 8, 9 before any of the summoning, any of this shit got added. Like,
I didn't
dude, you would
play.
literally be on full screen on your Windows 98, 45-pound monitor fucking computer,
Yeah, those boob
and it was
tubes.
full screen like fixed. Because I always said I like the layout of fixed. I like wish that I could get used to that, but it just doesn't feel right to me. Like I
Yeah,
don't like it because I like to do perspective shit at Tob in Inferno and
I'm
fuck,
addicted to
I've
fixed.
got to
I'm
learn
addicted.
chambers and shit.
Stretched fixed, man. It took a little bit because I used to use resizable back in like 2015.
How does your wrist feel though, man? Like what kind of DPI are you on
So
to where that a full client that big of a size is comfortable? Like, bro, I'm on a very small, slightly larger than the fixed, resizable, and I still feel like I'm just geeking my mouse out all the time.
so my client is literally 4 times as big as the default fixed client. It's exactly 4 times as big, and my DPI is at 800. So
Yeah, the
for like,
god tier DPI.
but you got to keep in mind it's almost like my DPI is 400 because everything's twice as large, or like
True,
4 times as large technically because it's like
not true.
so it's almost like I have to move my mouse a mile. Well, not real. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but for the most part, I'm moving my mouse everywhere, and I don't really get wrist like I get wrist discomfort if I do like a 24-hour stream. I'm like in
I've never
agony.
done one. I
Yeah,
said maybe
don't
the day I get
don't do
partnered, if I ever get, if and when or whatever, I would maybe try it out. Because I stay up long fucking days anyway. But w would you say that you could only do RuneScape for 24 hours? Or would you want to variate it? Because, like I said, I've never done one, and most people I know that do them shits are like variety streamers or chungers will do Zelda into RuneScape into marbles for a
bro.
couple
I
games. Like,
just a week ago I did a 27.5 hour corp only stream. I did 150 solo corps in a stream.
Jesus Christ, did you get anything?
Nope. Still, I'm like
No?
I'm like almost 1,000 dry now at corp since my last sigil, and I've only had 2 spectrals.
How do
Like,
you find the motivation to keep going back? Is it that you just want an Ellie or something? Is it
yeah,
the Ellie you're searching
I,
for?
dude, I'm built different, man. I'm built
You
now.
are built different, bro. Hey, I say this respectfully, as I said earlier about Chungus and like Addy and shit. You're kind of a freak, my guy. Like, you just see the end goal and you fucking click until you're getting there, bro. It's crazy.
It takes so I'm actually not built different, but basically all it is like for me is I am just dude. I think I've said it on a previous cast, but when I started streaming, it was about me. I wanted to start streaming because I just wanted to play more RuneScape. Like
Yeah,
I
I
would.
think you've mentioned it almost like every cast, and that's good.
Oh yeah,
Like,
maybe I
no,
have.
I mean like that's
Yeah.
actually good though. You mentioning that is like it's true. We see that shit, bro. Like you're active fucking almost every night. And if you're not, like you said, I like the one thing you said, man. It was the funniest shit ever. It was either Tasty or it was Tasties. I'll say it was either Tasty or Will, but it was Tasties. You were kind of like, man, once you get so consistent, shit, you gotta fuck boys. I can't make it tonight. Sorry, I can't make it tonight. You were just like, I just don't go live. I don't give a fuck. It's just like,
Yeah.
damn, yo, Sae Bae is a G. Like,
Yeah,
I
but
thought that shit was too funny, man.
the funniest part is like I don't know, like I'm still completely addicted to this game. I fucking love it. There's I have my gripes with it, but Whenever I'm
Me
not
too.
live, I am always playing this game though. Like,
How do you feel about that Tyler One clip, man? That is me and on the inside at all time, just like fucking hate this game.
but I'm
It fucking
addicted.
sucks, and I can't quit because I'm addicted. It's just like it's so fucking real. It almost hurts, but like I just have to laugh it off because I feel it. Like
Yeah.
on a spiritual level, that clip is me
Here's
in
the
my
thing.
relationship with RuneScape.
Like, I have never had I don't know if I've never had, but for the majority, this game has never been like a negative impact. It was never something to cope with anything. I don't feel like. Who knows? I'm not a fucking therapist or anything, but like I don't feel like I ever played this game to like suppress something else in my life. And so when I play this game, it's not like, oh man, I'm just like neglecting other things and this is my cope. And so like you always have this
Same.
urge to like quit almost. Like I've never felt that. The game's just been fun and the game's been
I
such a big
mean, I
positive
feel
in my
the
life.
urge to quit sometimes, and then I'd suck it up and realize it's not all that bad. I just got fucked that day or something,
Yeah.
man. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's where we're all kind of at with it. Like, sure, it's boring some days. For the most part, we all have our reasons as to why we still log in. And I agree. Like, I've actually been lucky enough, just like fired from my job or whatever when COVID and shit like that started, been able to like side hustle and use Twitch and all the boys supporting me and shit like that enough to, make ends meet and still play the game. Like,
Yeah.
I pretty much just get to play the game. Some days I don't feel like logging in, so I don't. Other days I want to play the whole fucking day, dude. So catch me on in the daytime lagging like shit or something, bro. Like, it's just
Yeah.
it's sick. I like you said, I'm not really neglecting other things, which feels good.
Yeah.
If I were, I think I'd feel almost guilty. And then you got like that subconscious feeling or some shit about it.
Yeah, like and I've
Like
never
Ray Rooney.
even when I worked like other jobs and stuff, like I all I wanted to do was just my entire time at the job manual labor or something. I would just think I just want to
Yeah,
go home and play RuneScape. Like that's
bro, I've only ever worked in like construction slash manual labor and chefing in kitchens.
yeah.
So I've always just been in like uncomfortably hot environments, long hours on my feet, fucking
Yeah.
rough ground, shitty shoes, whatever. Like it's just kind of crazy to think like you and I and plenty of other people can kick back, play some video games, and hope for the best, man.
Yeah.
Like,
It's I mean, I think I mean, I already know you're a pretty spontaneous dude. You can just I don't know, what you think of yourself, but I see you as just like a risk taker. You'll just, you know, live your
yeah,
life
absolutely.
how you want. And
Yes, sir.
I'm exactly that way where I can just I don't got no family to feed or anything. I don't have any like, you know,
Honestly, bless up, dude. I just am not ready for that.
yeah, yeah.
So I feel you on that. Like we're blessed for that for sure.
Yeah, we just send life how it is, I guess, and I love it. I just love being living life not in the way my at least my parents ever thought I'd live my life. They're like, I don't know. I just feel like
Right?
life's just good. Life's good. So
It's pretty good. Yeah, I would say life itself is chill as fuck sometimes, but it's definitely boring some days.
yeah,
Depressing some days, immaculate other days. Like, it's just a
but
roller
you
coaster,
can't.
man.
Yeah, you can't have the good days without the
You could
bad days.
never
You know.
expect anything really. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
and it's all hand in hand. Like you said, spontaneous. I see that as the same way of just taking it day by day, taking it hour by hour, whatever the fuck,
Yep.
being happy what I have for like at that time.
Yeah. And I'm pretty good at not stressing out about stuff for the most part, and it's helped me just be so much happier rather than
I've been
like,
kind of burnt lately, so when I do get fucked and I stress, I definitely have noticed like an influx of my mood or whatever, just like an outburst of man, fuck this shit game, and I'm sitting there just kind of mad for like 20 minutes.
yeah,
But yeah, I don't know. It's only been as of recently because like it's just been happening so often, bro. But I think we'll talk about this in a little bit. Like, I think it's definitely because I like the aspect of streaming more. I want to make people feel comfortable and read every comment as good as I can and et cetera and shit like that. So if I die at Sodasec, it's expected. Like,
yeah,
done thousands of raids. I could count on both hands the times I've survived a Sodasec. It's
yeah.
fucked, man.
No, that's a good way to look at it too. I get beyond tilted sometimes. I'm working on that. When you die at the thing is dying at Sodaseg and dying at a solo nightmare phase 3 is just it's on different levels, man. It's just the most you just gotta suppress all that just negative emotion when you die and just I'm
This is
still
true.
working on it. Nightmare is punishing and they've announced
Same
this.
with Inferno also, man.
Oh,
Like
I can't even
Turiel, I
imagine.
love Turiel
Yeah.
because it allows you to get the Zuck task and whatever the fuck, but most often days I don't fuck with Turiel because yo, dude, honestly, out of the thousand something hours or whatever I'm about to hit streaming on Twitch, the past couple months, hundreds of those hours have been just me as Steve and Turiel.
Jeez.
Like, thank fuck for the boys still pulling through and just vibing and shit, etc. Because fuck, I don't know where I'd be without them, dude, and having to do Turiel all day in and out.
So you excited for the combat achievements with the 3 Zook tasks?
I hope so. I hope they do it right, man.
I think they will.
I'm just kind of scared that this could be like overhyped, but you never know.
Hopefully it'll cut down on
I
the
like
tutorial
the
skipping.
idea of having the stored task thing, but 1,000 Slayer points is very hard to come by unless you go and do Konar skipping,
Yep.
boosting, and fucking Wildy Diary, etc. And then the 50 to store it. I'm against the 50 to store it. I think if you buy that shit for 1,000 points, you should be able to store some shit once a day based on their UTC clock or whatever the fuck. Like, you know,
I
let's
don't
just
know
do it
if I'm
like
ever
that.
even gonna use that. Like I'm trying to find an actual use. I mean, maybe there's a
It's really for
difference.
people just like wanting to go kill Zuck, but they're an iron and they got to do Hydra for whatever or some shit, or
I guess that would
it's
be the only
basically
task you
specific
save, though.
drop
Yeah,
hunting.
like save a Zook task. But I can't see like any other task where I'm like, oh, I want to save this for later and do something else. I just
I mean, maybe if you've got boss task and shit unlocked, but as I said, going for so many Zucks because like I got the pet on the iron at 48, and then I saw the opportunity to like hit rank 10 Zuck Casey on Iron Man mode, and I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna go for this. And then I ran out of arrows because I was grinding Gauntlet literally just for arrows, and if I got a blade or a pet, I'd been hella happy. And I just recently got the blade,
oh
still
hell yeah.
going for arrows, which is funny.
Do you have the
Um,
pet?
yeah, I got it on 48. I
Or
think
no,
I'm
no.
like
I
55
mean,
PC.
no. I mean the Gauntlet pet.
Oh no, I wish. I might still go for it, bro. I've kind of gotten into goals that seem unrealistic, keeping me motivated on the iron.
What's rank 1 Inferno Iron Man?
Fuck, dude, it's a lot. Let me look. His name is Iron Mango. I know that. And the man is a free. Oh, it's undefeated now. 151 KC.
What's
Iron
BF
Mango got his
Rocket
on
at?
142. Rocket is 82.
Okay, and you're at what?
Um, I'm at 13, but if I got four more KC, I'd be ranked 9.
Damn.
Yeah, like I just love the Inferno, man. It was definitely harder to do on the Iron. Like, bro, I only have an ancient staff. I only got D-hides. All of every single 6,000 arrows I shot came from Gauntlet. Like,
Damn.
it's just an addiction though, man. Like, same with my coffee. The Inferno just makes you feel really good. You want to do that shit. And I wanted the pet. I thought, yo, what better time than before this supposed blowpipe nerf to go get something I've always wanted on the account I play.
Yeah.
Um,
How do you
yeah,
feel about Iron Man mode in general? We're gonna get to some Twitter topics here soon, but just curious what because
it
when did you?
personally keeps me playing the game.
Yeah.
I years ago didn't think I would ever play this game mode, and I started playing it. Thought, damn, this is really fucking unique. This experience is rewarding. Like all my boys have been burnt lately, man. They're like, man, I'm off this shit, boring ass game, etc. And I've talked to a few of them into Iron Man, and they're like, yo, man, I'm hype. I'm getting Barrows gloves. I just got fucking my D Simi and shit. You know what I mean? Like they're
Yep.
actually seeing what it's all about. It's hype. Um, I'm not really a solo based player. Like it's preemptively answering PSAX's question, but I want to actually answer how he phrased it and shit. That like when I made Iron, I thought I want to be solo everything, bro. I want to do solo this and raids and go kill bandos all fucking day and etc. All the shit I've seen Iron Man do. And then I kind of got around to some of it was just like, bro, I just want to go top. Like where the teams at, bro? Like, you know,
Yeah. Okay,
like
so
it's fun though.
let's go into it right now. Why not?
Hell yeah.
PSAX literally asked, so thoughts about old school RuneScape being an MMO, but the meta for most group content is solo play. All of us just want to play with our homies. Okay, I wouldn't say all of us, but yeah, a lot of us want to play with our homies, but efficiency being vastly different between the two ends, or between the two, ends up forcing people to solo. So, uh, well, I'll answer first. Honestly, first of all, solo. Most solo things are actually just more engaging and more fun in my opinion. And as much as I would love to have group stuff be the meta, it just never can be. I just don't feel like it ever could be because the amount of time you have to wait for your teammates and stuff. Like TOB is perfect. TOB is like, damn, you're not gonna do that solo because it's like super tough and it's super tedious. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like things I do solo end up being more fun. There's a few scenarios where I think I would enjoy teams more. One of those would be like Corp and Nightmare. That would probably be a lot more enjoyable over time instead of just sitting there alone. But yeah, what are your thoughts?
Let's see. He said meta keyword for sure.
Yeah.
I kind of disagree with it. I've as of recently talked to you about it earlier a little bit. I've seen Ari Slash and Sekon and PVM Harry and all these like old OSRS players move on to RS3 and shit. And they love that there's like a group share system for loot. Any boss could realistically be done by groups, and everybody still gets loot and shit. And I wish they'd implement something like that into game. And I mean, they've proposed it with like Group Iron Man, but that was 2 years ago. Everybody's over the hype. We've all played Iron Man to end game and aren't really excited for Group Iron Man anymore.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if you agree with that or not. I really liked
I
Perp
think
and Scalers and EVscapes, like, you know, uh, mock-up project of it. It seemed really good, but then, like I said, you play Iron Man for 2 years, you're just kind of like, I could give a fuck less about restarting with
yep.
two of my boys that might burn out. Like,
Yep.
um, so that, like I said, could implement like a group shared thing, which would be really cool. But the forcing people to solo thing, like I think not PSX, I think Sae Bae is right that it's really more engaging. You only want to go solo things so you have a more challenging experience. I myself have never done a successful solo ohm or chambers. I had no idea what I was doing. I got through the raid a couple times, but I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Couldn't say I really enjoyed it because I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh, it's
But
painful at first.
like Chungus and Rocket and all of them, Whale has even been just like, hey man, off stream, I would like to help you so you could like move into something you might enjoy more often than skipping every night for Zuck task for 4 hours or where the top team at, etc. And it
Yeah.
would be a challenge for me because I've never really done it. I would love to try new things in this game
Dude,
that propose challenge.
solo chambers, man. It is the most pain.
It,
That was the most painful thing I ever had to learn in this game, and it was so unbelievably rewarding. Just so
when did
much
you
fun, man.
say when would you say you felt that you got good at it? The answer varies so much, bro. People like, hey man, when did you get good? Someone might say, oh, around 1,500. Other people are like, oh, 20, 30 raids.
Mine was about 200. I felt like
Jesus.
decent, but you got to keep in mind this is back in like this is before
Pre-Lance,
this is
pre.
before Inferno. Like this is like or
Oh
no,
fuck.
sorry, not pre Inferno,
Yeah,
pre TOB.
yeah,
And I didn't have my Infernal cape at this point, and I was trying to learn solos, and like I didn't, I was learning solos before I even pulled my Tebow. But when I got my Tebow 20 KC, that definitely helped out a lot on the solo end. But yeah,
I'm
no,
very happy to have spooned the most challenging fucking thing for most Iron Man. Like,
yeah,
this isn't a brag to sound like a dickhead, but I do think that me spooning a bow at like overall 300 KC, 20, 30 CMs or whatever it was, like it really like helped shape the path of this account.
oh yeah,
It made me want to go do hella more Inferno. I could go learn any boss realistically. Like, shit the other night. Um, Connor OSRS, shout the fuck out. That man, I asked him if he could help me with some 5-0 Zammy. He popped in within 20 minutes. I had learned how to do that shit pretty well.
yeah.
50, 60 KC in. I got the spear, called it a day. But like, I almost wanted to go back to learn it just because it was just like, fuck, that was kind of rewarding. Trying something new that I had never done in it being like good DPS.
Yeah,
The bow is meta. It's super fucking cool. Like, I don't know. I
I
agree with you on that. Like getting it that early, most people are gonna hate us for it, but it's just so rewarding and feels like the game is opened up
it
and new branches and shit are available. Like it's insane.
it definitely shaped my account, and I would have never. I was not a PVMer at that time. My friends
Really?
wanted me to go do chamber. Yeah, I was just a skiller. I was literally just an Iron Man skiller, basically. Just did my achievement diaries, did my quest cape,
What made you
skilling.
want to do some chambers then? Like your boys just said, "Hey, pull up." You
Literally,
said, "Okay."
literally. So Sean O, he's one of my mods in my stream. He literally would just constantly, constantly ask me to come do chambers because we were both like 0 KC. We were both like 5 KC ish, and we would send like trios, him and his buddy, and then me. And he pulled a twisted buckler at like 7 KC when we were all like 7 KC, and then I was like, damn, we could actually like see something, and so then we just continued on a little bit more.
What did that item cost back then? Because now they're
Probably like
like
15 mil at the
6
time.
mil or
Yeah,
some shit.
it was pretty cheap at the time as well, but
True.
no, basically I pulled a Tebow 20 KC, and it completely rerouted every one of my goals on the account. Like all of a
Right?
sudden, I was like, dude. So keep in mind, this is like early 2018, back when like
Yeah.
very few Iron Men had infernal capes, and I was like, dude, I fucking want that. I want that I want to flex so hard with an infernal
That
cape on an Iron Man, and I
Back
just
to
sent
that
it.
Duck Casey thing earlier. Like when I started progressing in rank, someone pointed it out to me before I like really looked on the sidebar, and I said, "Damn, what the fuck? I got front page Zuck. Iron Man need to do more KC and Zuck, bro."
Oh yeah.
Like, dude, motherfucker, like half of all of KC for Iron is just unlisted or two.
Yeah, I have 4,
Come on, bro. Like,
and I'm not. I am, dude. I'm so bad at the Inferno, and it's
so good though. And
it.
if you have the supplies, it like I mean, you got like what Max Mage, Kodai,
Oh yeah, I have
Tebow,
everything
fucking hell yeah. It's so fun with that scenario.
except for Nelly. I would love to get Nelly,
Yeah, you're
or
gonna
an
get it, man.
Arcane.
If you
Um,
keep going and doing these crazy streams, you're gonna get it.
and my favorite pet is the Nibbler pet, and I would love to grind it out. The thing is
Same.
like just
I love this thing.
so many other goals, and it's really hard for me to just be like, all right, let me just go Turiel skip.
I'm so proud of this thing that I've probably lost like 20 mil at top wipes. I just want to have it with me and shit, bro. Kind of
Yeah,
flex it out a
it's
little bit. I just
dope,
keep
dude.
spending a mil.
It's the best pet. It's honestly the best pet, and I haven't even
Yeah.
changed my mind about it. Because usually, like a pet will come into the game, and then like a few months later, it's just kind of like, eh.
Top 5 pets, bro. Go.
Top 5,
Top
Nibbler,
3 if you can't think of 5.
Nibbler. Well, I already know my top 3. Nibbler, Metamorphosis. I like the Vespula Transmog. I think that's my
Absolutely. The
just.
flying or walking?
I like the little bug, the little
Oh, I
walking.
like the flying
I
one,
like the
dude. He's
walking
pretty
bug.
pimping.
And then my third favorite is Vedion, and I do have Vedion. I don't have the other two though.
I want to go fuck with that, man. Cause like I maybe did on a bingo. Like Rob's bingos is like me, Crow, Novacy. We all went out there and they're like helping me ult it. And I had a D mace. I was just whacking 50s and fucking 60s shit on it, bro. And now it's 4 tick. I might have to go get a Ring of the Gods or something, man.
Vedion
Like
was
I almost hit up Gherkins and said, "Hey, man, you need a new Iron Man setup. Look what I'm doing, bro." Like add it to gear, bro. Like
dude, I actually really love the Wildy pet grind. I mean, I think part of the reason I loved it is because I literally got lucky on every single
I
one.
still need a D pick. I've only really experienced with like sub 50 KC with most of the bosses there, and then like 300-ish Callisto. It's still nothing, man.
Yeah, I went
Just
really dry on my first pick. It was like 900 total boss KC for my first one, and
god
now
damn.
I've had like
What did you
30
mostly
now.
kill though?
I got so
And did you have wilderness weapons by chance?
I did not have Wildy weapons when I first did it. In fact, I got my Vedion pet before like weapons were even a thing. And
Hell yeah.
but no, I got my D pick at Vedion. That was my first one I got, and I was probably like 250 KC Vedion, like 350 Callisto, and like
God damn.
250
Thoughts on
Venenatis.
Callisto? Most boring shit ever, right? It's basically Nightmare but a bear.
Dude, honestly, I fucking love Callisto with a mace. So much
Really?
fun. I
Oh,
love.
with Maze, yeah, I could see it being like so fast, man. I'm sitting there the one night, man. Um, I like actually just set it up. Was like, damn, I really gotta go piss, bro. And so I just put on the prayers, whipped Callisto, went, took a piss, washed my hands, grabbed a snack, came back, still hitting it. Multiple minutes later, still hitting it, not dead. Like
Yeah, no,
that thing is so tanky.
it's pretty poorly designed, but with a mace and dude, like you can whack. I had a few trips where I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm not even gonna bring my Denny B. I'm just gonna bring like max, pretty much max. You know, I'm not bringing tacits or anything, but like
Yeah, like
everything
bringing
else
a
max.
bring a cape.
I was hitting 76s. Like
What?
You're hitting 76s on the bear, like on task, like with a mace. Like it's
Yeah, yeah,
crazy.
that's how incredible the mace is.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting. I think it maxes out at like 79s or something.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
I did spend a lot of my like early Bear Slayer there. I was just kind of like, man, I didn't have a bow at the time. I didn't have any Zut KC at the time. I was just like, bro, all these bear tasks, I'm going to Callisto.
Yeah,
Getting
no,
a
that's
whip,
that's where I
getting
did
an
all mine.
verdict, going to Callisto.
That was the first pet I lost because I forgot to insure it, and then I spooned it again before drop rate again. I got my first one at like 940, and
You
then
want to know what's pretty funny?
yeah, what?
This is my main. Um, I'm like probably like 1300, 1500 KC because we've been doing Tob on it since release. I have like 12 pets, bro. And I just never insured it. Didn't care that much. I just was happy to get another pet when I got it, bro. And then I would die with it, and be like, damn, yo, I'll get another one someday. Like I don't have that pet shirt on the main. I've got like 12 rolls of it, bro.
Oh my god.
It's fucked up, but like it made it kind of like an Easter egg, you know? You
Yeah,
just
yeah,
raided,
yeah.
you're raided. Oh fuck, another pet. Like, and I actually get to see it, not just that you would have been followed or whatever.
I'm gonna do that for the Sarachnis grind as soon as I can get a goddamn
How many do
Inquisitor's
you
mace.
get? Like, you have a lot, but how many? What's
I
the pet rate there?
I have 8 so far. I'm like double drop
Oh,
rate
damn.
because it's 1 in 3K, but I'm expecting like at least 150 pets. So if I just suicide each one, it'll be like a
Right.
little endorphin rush every single time I get another one. You know?
Exactly. I
So
thought that was funny as fuck. Everybody was just like, question mark, question mark. How do you have so many pets? I said, I think there's something to it, bro. Just not insuring it, dying with it,
as long as you
ensures you like
plan to
another
do a
roll
lot
later.
more of that content, yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
just fine not insuring it.
Yeah. Well, shit, dude. Money used to be good at Tub. I'm talking like sites were a bill and shit, not 460 mil or whatever they are right now.
I don't know if you know who Solo Series is.
Yeah.
Not
He's a
Solo
god at this
Mission,
game.
but yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Solo Series.
That's the boy.
Yeah, he spooned I think 4 scythes within his first 300 KC on like this is like
I'm
first
not
few weeks.
crying. You are, bro. Like, no, I'm
For
playing. I'm like
for
1K without.
first few weeks of TOB, and I'm talking like sites were like 3.6
Yeah.
bill and shit.
Imagine.
I know.
He paid for all corp, all thing, all everything he could have ever D darts out the ass for like at least a year.
Yeah. No, he was.
On his maid. He just had shit he didn't even need on his maid. I'm calling it now. Like,
Yeah. No, he. I think he's had like 5 or 6 sites now, and it's just
god
like, damn.
damn.
Yeah. Scythe was probably my. Actually, you know what? There was a topic here. Let me see where it was. It was like, what was your favorite moment? Do you know where that is? There's so many goddamn topics right now. I need to like.
I know, I love it. Like I said, I would like to try to get to every single one of these in all like, replies from them and etc. Because
You know,
there's a lot of good shit,
we
man. I
got to we got
appreciate
to
everybody going and doing this. Like I had reached out and just said, hey, I want this to be really immersive. Ask different types of shit. Just please don't keep repeating the same questions. And a lot of people like variated it to things I like music, the anime slash cosplay women, the fucking Tob, the Inferno, the boys, the Discord client. Just the experience of like the food and shit. I like all that kind of shit. I think it's cool to go in on things that aren't just, hey man, RuneScape and more RuneScape,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, hey, let's start off with another topic.
Let's get
Jazz
to it.
Creep asks thoughts on inventory tags. I,
Shout out
we talk
Shawnee for
about this
coding
every
those
goddamn
shits.
cast.
Hate
What?
him. I said shout out Shawnee for coding those and then acting like, he's against them. No, I'm playing. We've always had that meme that, shout out Shawney for inventory tags because he hates it. I don't care what people do, man. I just can't watch people that use them. If it actually helps you, so be it, man.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah, yeah.
want people to have a good experience, but I personally cannot stand looking at them, bro. And I think a lot of people have pointed out they like how clean my client looks and shit when I'm streaming because like I have no tool tips. I don't like ground items. I fucking have 2 tile markers at pretty much anywhere in the game. Um, I don't have prayer descriptions. I don't have mage descriptions. Like it's so minimal.
Yeah. I try to keep
It's
mine pretty minimal, but
I
I got
use
my
status bars. That's the most like in your face, wow, bright fucking colors, etc. that I have. There's
yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
tooltips, no text, like and yeah, just like I said, I can't really look at so much activity going on in small confined areas like that with the colored inventory and I hate prayer
It's
descriptions and
blinding.
shit like that because it's yeah,
Yep.
it's like confusing. someone's doing mage blob flick, and all you see is just Harry Potter novel, Harry Potter novel, Harry Potter novel. You're just like, what the fuck is going on in
Yeah,
that inventory,
I
man?
can't
Like,
I can't stand it, or I don't understand why people don't take off the prayer
you know how
text.
many people I've like, I don't try to backseat too often, but how many people I've told that that's there, and they were just like, bruh, what the fuck? I never paid attention to that until you had pointed it out.
Yeah, once it's gone, it's like it's actually kind of an
But they meant
eyesore
the
looking at it.
boxes. Like people have played for years, they never really noticed that there was
Yeah,
boxes.
yeah, because it's just like your eye ignores it.
It's kind of insane, right? Like just perception of the game. You can look straight through aspects of it by just
Dude,
paying it no
dude,
mind, bro.
weird. This off topic, but we had a blender up in my kitchen, and it's been in the exact same place on the counter for like an entire year. And I swear to God, I forgot we had a blender because it had just been in the exact same position behind like a
You like
some
called
little.
out to your roommate, hey, when we get this new blender.
I'm like, where did that fucking blender go? And then like randomly a week later, I'm like, dude, it's literally been here for a full year, and I've never seen it because my perception just ignores it completely, just sitting
It's
there.
insane.
Yeah, crazy.
The trained eye, man. It's so powerful.
It's crazy. Did you know there? I don't know how true this is, but somebody did an experiment where like they made these weird glasses that flipped a dude's vision upside down, and within like a week, he could basically see right side up, like because his eyes just like conformed to like what he was seeing. I can't imagine how
What the
painful
fuck?
that would be to like look
So you're
look.
telling me once the glasses were off, the man could still see upside down. Just
So
because
it
they
was weird how the article was written. It almost sounded like he was still looking upside down, but he was so used to it that it appeared to be normal, basically.
I honestly think that's what would happen.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. So imagine taking them off. It's probably like a migraine inducing thing. Or I'm putting them on in general would be
Yeah, I was about to
horrible,
say,
but
I don't think I could even imagine putting him on, bro.
yeah,
Somebody's
fuck
like, "Hey,
that.
man, I got these crazy magic red pill glasses that flip your vision upside down." I'd just be like, "Bro, you're fucking cooked."
Yeah.
Like, no, thank you.
Yeah, that would give you the worst migraine of all time staring into glasses. Like, dude, even using my new glasses that are to my prescription, I get a
Do you use
migraine
them
from.
for like text or like distances?
I don't even use them, but yeah, I'm nearsighted, so they're for distances. I don't even need
Okay.
anything for really close up.
Word.
But
Are
I
you good with
I
like
wear them.
small text and shit, like the style of RuneScape text on like regular size client and shit?
Regular size client is horrible. I can't even use it. But I probably could now, but for the past like 5 years, I had been wearing like an old prescription of contacts.
Yeah.
And now I have new ones, and I can actually see like the crisp leaves outside, and it's amazing, and the world's beautiful again. But goddamn,
Fuck
dude,
yeah.
it was horrible playing on a normal client for years.
Man, with that said, there's this clip a long time ago from like a Nardwuar interview of Little B, the Little B the bass guy, and he's got this part where he was just like, "Man, the radiation from the computer screens are burning my eyes. I love it. Shout out the world." Like he's just like he's probably an acid or something, but he's just so based and positive. He says, "I love it." Like about the computers burning his eyes. I'm just like, damn man, like fuck man, we all do. Like I'm hoping I have vision in 20 years, man. Playing fucking Rooney every day and shit. Like
Dude, it's all about what's that called? Flux, dude. I don't know. I
I
don't know.
do play on like a somewhat night mode now. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
colors and shit look a little different and weird than what
Everything looks
I've
orange.
always come to know, but it's nice.
Dude, I when I first got it, I could barely turn it down because I was so
Yeah,
used to all the blue colors. And then
yeah,
by like 3 days in, I was all the way down, and I'm like, I can't go any up now. Like,
really.
God damn
Holy
it,
fuck.
I'm all the way down. Yeah, it's like just orange, but I'm so
What
used
kind
to
of
it.
brightness do you like your RuneScape on? Maxed or low?
Max, always max.
KMS, bro. I
Nope,
like it
always.
on low. Like I just like the reds and the browns and the fucking grays within the tiles everywhere and shit. Like
The
I
re-
like it on
the
the darker
reason
setting.
the reason is because the chat box here. I'm just gonna like flick it off real quick. This stays bright, like the actual chat box itself in fixed mode stays super bright when you turn down your
Oh,
game, but everything else like gets dark, and so it's almost like piercing my eyes. So I need everything to be the same level. So
yeah.
if they were to turn down the brightness of the like tan text box, like it'd be a lot better.
You could do that via like resource packs and RuneLite. Just RuneLite folder you could go through. You could make I've seen people have it, right? And they have like custom chats where it's not that tan, it's like a pink or an image
I
or
I
a
can't do it.
very cool
it
blue. Like,
it reminds me of inventory tags where it's just like
really,
it looks bad. It just looks so bad. I don't even like the
that's
dark
kind of
mode.
how I feel about status bars, but I'm like dependent on them because I learned with them as a noob.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, they
yeah.
look bad, honestly. Like, I don't even really like them, but they're helpful. This is a shitty thing. Like,
Oh,
I'm kind of stuck with them because I feel they're helpful. It's weird.
yeah. No, it's just preference, I guess. Okay, PSAX has got a bunch of different topics. I don't even know where to start. He's just been going
Shout
off.
out P-Stacks.
First thing he says, VTuber avatar camera win. How can group content be added more to OSRs when the meta ends up being solo for nearly all? This man just loves playing with teams. I can just tell.
Yeah, he
Um,
does.
what do you think is an adequate amount of time between release dates of content like Raids Inferno? Let's start with that one. Like, it's been 3 years since the release of Theater of Blood. Is
This is
that?
a P-Stacks question. Let me
Yeah,
scroll down a little bit, try to find it.
they're like all grouped up for me. He's got 4 in a row. It starts off with VTuber. You see that?
Word. Okay, yeah, I think I'm finding it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, what do you think is an adequate amount of time between release dates of content like Raid slash Inferno? I honestly think it's just overdue, man. Like,
So
what
what
would you
is a good
say,
time?
roughly 12, 16 months or something
Yeah, I think
would
that's
be like
probably.
more than enough. It gives them enough time to prepare like a very good update, one per year even. We'd be happy as fuck, bro. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Just one per year, 16 months, whatever it takes for them to like have a very good organized release of something.
Yeah, I think a year to 18 months is like very optimal because I think Chambers came out 18 months later, or no, 6 months. Oh, wait, no. 18 months later, Inferno came out. Then 12 months after
Jeez.
that, TOB came out. Was Chambers really beginning of. No, 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 no. I'm mistaken. It was 6 months after Chambers was Inferno. I was thinking Zaya release, but a year after Zaya release was Chambers, and then 6 months after that was Inferno, and then a year after that was TOB.
What's your thoughts on Zaya? You like it?
Zaya niche on release was a shit show. It,
True.
dude, I was walking around looking at these fucking huge ass like these huge fields where you
Right?
plow. I'm like, dude, this is out of control,
There's
unnecessary. Why
a
is this place so
fucking war
massive?
zone at that shit.
It was like completely dead. They've done a really great job reworking it. I think there's a couple more places. I don't like how
I like
Lovakang
the
looks.
remodel. I can't remember which mod or team dev came in and said like, hey, we should make everything not so fucking far from each other, make like the glade in the center telly more,
Yeah, no, it looks
sightful. You want to see it, you could get to the farming patch or the bank, etc. very fast. Like I think they did a good job on the remodel.
it looks really nice. They need to fix Lovakang though because that place has like abnormally large buildings and just they're all
That
just
place is a
weirdly
hellhole.
spread out. I think they're reworking everything though eventually. So
That place is a hellhole, bro.
it was
All I could think about is that shitty gray fucking yellow cloud following me around, mining some mounted cat pits.
fuck
Like, I hate that place, bro.
the sulfur mine. It had, dude. Oh my god. Like, what are you doing? You're just actively making just torture. You're just
Yeah.
creating content that's torture and
They
like
said, yo, here's
treating it as
0.1%
content.
per sulfur. Go mine like
Go mine for 6 hours here.
4,000 of
Get
those
six
or some
hour
shit.
logged
The
here,
fuck?
man. Yeah.
Yeah, actually insane.
Yeah, they made it a lot better with Quest, but it's like, dude, what were you guys
True.
thinking? We just like who actually like accepted this and put it into the game? Go mine sulfur for a favor. Do you remember back when favor didn't even stick? So
Yeah,
whenever you
I
like
hated
regain,
that.
whenever you regain favor in another house, you lost all your other
Yeah,
ones.
you had to decide which perk you wanted for the temporary amount of time.
So
Like, fuck,
fucked,
man.
man. Oh my god. Can you
Yeah, I
imagine
don't know
having
whose
to?
idea that
Yeah.
was. That was dumb.
Oh god. All right.
Yeah, I'd say about just a little over a year. I think they could come out with one good thing. It doesn't need to be raids 3 every year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Doesn't have to be the most immaculate thing ever. Like I think Gauntlet's a really good update. I'm a bit burnt on it because I've sent just so fucking many of it, but the Hunlift is cool. The idea of it being like, rebranded dungeoneering or like an old PC kind of MMO game in itself, just the Gauntlet Arena. It's fucking dope.
Yeah, that's great.
Like, it holds people over too. It's really good update, and it didn't need to be Raids 3
Yeah,
large scale size or hard mode fucking Inferno or anything yet. It's just like it kind of did its thing.
yeah. Gauntlet's really great. It had a lot of backlash initially because people were expecting
It
more
was
from it.
dog shit on release.
Yeah, but now it's
It was
just
so
like
impossible,
shit.
bro. Like I think I got a blue KC and a red KC. Just said I'm good, never coming back. Like,
Oh, that was
and then,
back
then
when
you
the
know they
damage
fixed the
was like
boss and
stupid.
etc. And it's good now. It's
Yeah, yeah,
fun,
yeah. No, they've made it a lot better. I really wish that each weapon had its own special attack, just to make
bro.
the
I've
fight a bit more interesting. Not to like
Yeah.
increase DPS, but just to be like, let me fucking shoot out 2 arrows at
Even then,
once right
man,
now.
I made the joke a million times. I was just like, bro, I got this full ass spec bar, every KC, crystalline blowpipe win, fucking crystalline D2, not two-hander win. Like,
Dragon
you know,
Warhammer, yeah.
yeah, like
Crystal
where's the
Warhammer.
specs at, man?
Yeah.
Just something about seeing the orb full at all time just
It
makes you wish
bothers.
there was
Yeah.
something else. Hey,
It's bothersome. Little
yeah,
speck here and there would be kind of cool.
yeah. Even
Okay.
if only on like the minions or something, the rats or something. I don't know, like an area of effect damage thing on rats or some shit. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, for real. Um okay, this is a big question that actually a lot of people probably have and we haven't even covered it yet. So,
Shout out.
BSAX also asks origin of the use of all caps. Do you think using all caps has impacted you finding a wife in the just chatting section? Jesus Christ. Do you use caps IRL, such as when sending a message to grandma? Do you have any knowledge of coding? What? I don't know what that last question is, but anyway.
Origin use of all caps. Um, just kind of honestly like a homage to MF Doom. R.I.P. Long live. Great hip hop artist. Shit, dude. Like it was kind of how I was raised too. Like I've always written in all caps. Like that's how my pops writes. That's how I write. I did it all through like school and shit too. And so when I started typing it in, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, any of them shit, it just felt right. I feel like it's empowering too, dude. And this is an interesting question, especially because it's been asked a million times. I'll just do it in his sections. Do I think it's impacted me finding a wife in the just chatting section? Yes, but only because I get banned for being that all caps guy. And yeah, it kind of sucks sometimes, bro. It could be Miss Right, but I'm sitting in the unban request. Nah, play to play. Do you use caps IRL such as when sending a message to grandma? Yes, I actually do. Like all my family has accepted this and just know that like it's me, man.
Damn.
And with that said, like it's kind of a meme that years ago, right? Because like people still had landlines and caller ID and all this other shit. It's probably like 7, 8 years ago. I actually have the name Uncle, all caps. If I were to call a landline or a business or some shit, it's just Uncle.
Damn.
Like, you know what I mean? I committed to it so long ago. It's just kind of like, yeah, this is what it is, man. Like, it's a brand. It's who I am. Like, I also think that it's like this might sound cheesy, but it's almost like a security blanket of some sorts where like if people could see past that or grow to see through all that and see me for me type shit. Because I don't know, a lot of people associate it with me being like uneducated or something. Everybody's like, yo, this guy's a fucking idiot. Like dumbass all caps user, re fucking annoying, blah blah blah. It's just kind of like, damn man, y'all have really just not looked into any of the substance I've ever said or some shit.
Yeah.
And so that in itself, I think, is like one of the reasons. Um, I like it, man. Like I said, it's just kind of like it's
It's
gonna
you.
separate people that are willing to see like
Yeah.
what it's all about and people that just don't want to ever have anything to do with me type shit.
Yeah.
And I think that's great.
Well, shit. I did sending all caps. Oh my god, all
Yeah, I do
caps
be
to your
texting my
grandma.
grandma and my mom and my
Your
dad and
grandma's like, "What's
anybody
wrong?"
I know
Oh,
in all caps. Like,
call 911. It's like, oh shit. Like you sound like you're in your normal voice now at this point. But
dude, she
yeah,
just knows. Like, everybody knows. I think she had asked one time, a long time ago. She's like, "Why do you send all caps?" I said, "It's just what I do." Like, been doing it, 10 years by now. Since Facebook, bro. I haven't had a Facebook since 2000 fucking 11, and I was doing it even on that shit.
damn, dude,
And people were hella bad, like,
you got to get that partner, man. You got to get that name, just Uncle, a clean Uncle.
right? Oh, it'd be so beautiful, man. Because then if I do want to eventually branch out to other games and try, varieties, cooking streams, fucking reaction, just anything that seems fun, something I would like enjoy.
Yeah, it's really
You
tough
know,
to like. build to that point before partner because
Exactly.
so essential to have a core game for viewers. It's just how it works.
Agreed.
Yep.
Oh, another thing is like you said, I heard you mention it the one time. You were like, bro, people want the same person every time. They want the same shit on the screen, the same fucking game, etc. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
it's just the consistency of everything just looking and feeling and sounding right or whatever. And that's I feel like that's like one of the reasons I stay so consistent is it is like I guess it's a product. I'm not really trying to sell a product, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
it's the whole idea of everything, bro. I got the anime girls, the Resh cape up top, the funny inferno things, the any gifters when somebody types any gifters pops up on the screen, 3/4 of the screen. Like I don't know, it's just funny, man. Like
Yeah.
yeah, I do think it's the consistency of just having this vibe that your stream needs or like is essential to or whatever. And yeah, I like that you mentioned that on one of them. I think you said it's either Tasty or Whale. You were like, bro, people like seeing the
People are
same
you.
person
Yeah.
behind the curtains, the
Yep.
same fucking ideology, the same overlays, the same this and that. I like that shit.
Yep.
That was huge. Like I was glad that you made mention of that the one time.
Yeah, it's just basic psychology, man. People love familiarity. And
This is
when
true.
things change, like you see it with OSRs, we're a different breed. OSRs players, we hate change, but at the same time, we like it. Change is
I
essential, so you see it
I
go
feel
both ways.
personally that I'm open to change if done correctly. Like
Yeah,
I'd be all for this game. This kind of sounds dumb, but I don't think anybody asked it anyway. I'd be all for this game getting a little more weird and doing like I think you'll disagree, but this is gonna be an interesting topic. But like maybe MTX only cosmetics and shit like that, and then to turn that money into paying more devs, more server, maybe dedicated servers so we don't lag. Uh, like an official client that does have quality of life, like RuneLight and such. Man, they should have hired Adam. They told that man they didn't want shit to do with him years ago, and he still does a lot for the game. Like
RuneLight
it's
is
just
the
crazy to think, man.
single-handed
Like
like biggest
I
thing
wouldn't
for
play
this
without
game.
RuneLight. I'm not gonna play vanilla. I would
Yeah,
not play without
I'm not
RuneLight,
gonna
man.
play it.
Shout out Adam.
Yeah,
That's it.
I
Like,
I
you know what I mean?
definitely
Like, I want to see them put more money into their own company. And we talked about it earlier. Mike D said, like, we need more players, more money, more numbers, more downloads, more Steam, more mobile. Like, shit, man. I'm all for that thing if they make us happy as players. And if they were to use what we are putting as players into the game, input money, etc., to improve
yeah.
and continually improve, because that's what you want to see companies do. I trash on this game every fucking day, but I still want to see them succeed.
Yeah.
I want the game to be good.
I
You know what I mean?
I
Are
dis
you opposed to like
I
MTX or
I
cosmetic?
disagree with MTX, and we already got it in the game, which is bonds. I mean, that's
But is that really MTX or
the
is that
thing
just
is
a sustainable way of income for
it
them?
doesn't stop there. They've already been. Remember when they already tried to have sponsorships with like some sort of not exactly MTX, but like you'd have to go through like sponsors and then you'd get exclusive content through these. Like it's just a
That was
slippery
on
slope, and
that
that's just
was
how
only
I
ever
feel.
Amazon Twitch, I thought.
They were no, they had pulled something like, would you like us to take
Oh,
sponsorships
really?
from other things so we can get exclusive content? So
What
like
was your take on this Steam client, man? I thought one of the funniest things I had ever heard in the RuneScape community actually came from the JMods himself, bro. And I believe it was Aiza, and he just said, "Hey, man, we don't care what client you guys are on. Please just go to the Steam and like our client and wishlist us and etc." And I'm just kind of like, God damn, that
it's
sounds
so
like a
pathetic.
please save us, SOS. Like I don't, it just was scary to hear, man. Like they said, you don't have to actually download it or ever log into it, but please go wishlist it for us. Like.
Oh god.
I said, "Oh shit, it's like that." Like
Dude, it's just really sad. Like I can't. RuneLight's so good.
so
It's
good.
so unbelievably good. Like you just
The base client itself, no cheat client bullshit involved. So good. So
yep.
and like insightful, so much information. It's great.
Yeah. I feel so bad for any player that's played this game without RuneLight.
Can you
Have
believe
played
it's
vanilla.
free?
It's completely free. Everybody
Can
has.
you believe it's free?
I.
Like I
It's
can't
crazy.
believe that I could log into RuneLight every fucking day, get all these beneficials,
Yep.
variants, RuneLights, etc.
No
Nobody's paying
advertisements.
money to use this.
No ads. No anything. It's just nope. Here you go. Here it is. Everything. You even get plugin
It's
hub. Here he
honestly
is.
incredible.
Yeah. Insane.
Honestly incredible.
We're so blessed. It's so good, man. It's made this game so much better. Yes, there's like powerful plugins that probably need to be looked at, but for the most part, overwhelming majority, it is incredible, and it made my gameplay so much better.
To Jazz Creep's fucking questions earlier, like the inventory thing. Like I said, I don't really agree with that, but I like that they do have such intro level plugins as well, to help people learn. Like the Quest Helper is pretty cool. It's overpowered as fuck. We talked about this earlier. That thing is beyond broken. And I saw somebody doing Quest the other day. There's now a button in the bank that does like the bank layout thing for you and pulls all Quest items together for whatever quest you're on and shit.
That might be a little bit overboard.
Kind of insane. Kind of
Yeah.
blew my fucking
Yeah.
mind. But what I mean? If it helps, I guess, and it makes people enjoy the game, sure. Like,
Yeah, that's where I kind of come, because like, okay, there are plugins that are probably pretty OP, but selfishly I love them and I don't want to get rid of. And the ones that I think
exactly.
are overboard, I don't use them. So I try to look at it from an unbiased perspective. Like, is this healthy for the game or like
Exactly.
unhealthy? And like for the overwhelming majority of plugins, it's just a healthy thing. Like you can't avoid it. And
Yeah.
when
Like,
Quest speedruns come out, we were talking. I think Port Kazard and I were talking, but
I love that guy. Have you had him on one yet? I think you did, right?
yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah,
recently?
yeah. We
Yeah, I
were.
need to watch that back.
Yeah, he's
He is
massive
Ford and
brain.
CD.
He's insane. And he I think it was him. We were talking about Quest speedruns and like how everyone's going to be having these Quest plugins because they're just going to help with the speedrun scene so much more. But is that good for the game? Like, is that healthy that speedruns will be done through like the plugin and stuff? And I just think it's unavoidable at this point. It's just like
I
you have to
That's
accept
another
it.
topic I'm sure has been asked a lot. I kind of agree with that shit. Like, plugins are gonna be used when shit comes down to being like fast
Yep.
or there being a competitive type of value to it or sense of super like accomplishment and shit, you know? People just want to do something fast, whether it's for record or for themselves and shit like that.
Yep.
I mean, plugins are helpful, man. Some of them are broken, yeah, but there's always going to be a way around it also, which is, I guess, the scary thing for the company. But
Yeah.
yeah, agreed. Like using plugins for shit, I think for speeds and shit is fine. Like Phil 2 one at one point had the idea, if you know who Phil 2 Iron is, he was just kind of like, hey, could you guys open up like maybe a competitive esports type of deal, but then like allow broken plugins, everything broken for, world record speedrun top or entity hider, low RAM for fucking Nilo and just a couple of them at least, and
It's really,
Inferno and etc. to add
dude.
like a speedrun type of deal to it where people aren't scared to share their skill or talent or
Yeah.
something like that. I never see that happening, sadly, but I do think it'd be cool, just like an all-out fucking plugin war or some shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like low RAM should just.
it should be
I
in
don't
the
know why it's
game.
illegal. I don't know why it's illegal.
They
It's
said it was illegal, quote unquote, because they're artists and devs that like animate and draw all of the death animations, work would be devalued. And
that can't be
that
the
these
reason.
things
That
no, it
can't
was
be.
true.
That's
It
how
was
I
real.
felt, dude. That's how I felt about Grotesque Guardians when they made the intro to every single fight non-skippable. It's like, dude, they worked
Right?
so hard on this intro animations. They didn't want you to fucking skip it, but it's like, dude, nobody cares. Just
That's
get
what
it
I'm saying,
out.
bro.
Get it
I
out of here.
appreciate how much work they put into it, and it
Yeah.
could be there, but I don't want to be able to click on the shit, dude. Like those fucking red crabs and the
Yeah,
purple crabs at top and shit, even with the plugin. Let's just call it a plugin for now. It's realistically because I've got 256
dude.
megabytes of RAM barely plugged in. Just enough to where my monsters disappear and shit. But let's say it were a plugin, you cannot get rid of like the
Dude.
smoke and like the variations of shit above the crab itself, bro. The initial
Yep.
fucking NPC, all of that shit above it is still clickboxable
Yep.
for way
That
after the death.
that needs,
Hate
dude.
it.
They could
Hate
keep.
it.
I feel like they could actually keep all the animations and just make it so as soon as it's dead, make it unclickable.
Yes,
That would
exactly.
wouldn't that
That's
is that the best solution? I mean, I'm not.
Adicon has been fighting for that for all of us for ages now. Like he is very active in like trying to get come like not competitive, but what is this shit? Quality of life and things that people use
Yeah,
in competitive shit
because that's just
brought
an
into the game
annoyance.
and just
There's
made legal,
nothing.
so nobody has to ask questions.
Yeah,
Nobody feels left out. Nobody feels wronged. Like, I
yeah.
agree with that completely.
No, I think that's the best way to go about it.
Give it to everybody. If people feel stressed that they don't have it or that they don't have the choice to have it, just fucking give it to us, man. Like
Yeah. It's
it's not
so
even
it's
that
not
broken. Yes, it
it's
could be at Nilo. Sure, it saves 4 seconds in an inferno, but like, bro, it's just honestly
it's
even
huge quality
Rocket,
of
bro. Like
life.
Rocket and Addy have recently discovered that they have very low RAM in their PC, and they've never been happier in the inferno. It's just
They just need to get
so much
rid of
quality
being
of
able to
life.
click
You feel
something.
happy when things work.
Like, why is something even clickable when nothing happens? Like, just get rid of the
Why
click.
is something
Yeah.
clickable 3 ticks after it's
Four
initially
ticks,
it
five
dug
ticks. Yeah.
into the ground? Like the melee will die, and there's still like a 2x2 tile that you could click boxable and shit. It's annoying.
Yeah. Now, it's what's really annoying is how big click boxes can really get. Like a Nightmare
They're huge.
when it's loading up the dash attack. Holy shit, man! You have to be so far away from Nightmare because Nightmare just becomes this huge pillar of click box. And if you
Maiden's click
accidentally,
box is the worst shit in all of RuneScape,
oh
bro. It
yeah,
literally when she swings and expands, there's about 5 tiles on all sides of her, above her that are clickable, and about five taller than she is. Like, bro, it
yeah.
sucks,
Those are just. I feel like those are just bugs at this point. Just yeah,
right?
just honestly, that's too much. That would be. I see. I've never seen it that way. I just thought it was low RAM or nothing. But yeah,
I that's where I'm at with it, man. Like I know the risk I'm taking using something they would call illegal or whatever, daily in and out, but it's just for the sake of fucking sanity at this point.
yeah. I feel like that should be looked at again to see if. I'm just curious. I'm honestly curious what the majority of like a lot of fucking low levels probably don't even know what we're talking about, but just get a poll of like high level people that have done PVM. Like, is this something that's game breaking? Like, or would you would you
This
want us
hasn't
to? Because I feel
this
like
hasn't
everyone
been
would
brought up.
overwhelmingly say yes. Like, this is fine. Like, keep this.
Agreed. This
Or
hasn't been brought up, but I myself am not like too fond of the idea or the clan themselves, Oblivion, but I do have a lot of respect for what I've been seeing Classics Ross just be on for the past year or so or whatever, every time they put something on their Twitter, he hits them with, and how is this beneficial? How is this going to keep us playing this game? Will this improve the economy? Will this make players happy? Like he's on their shit at all times, bro. I like, what I'm saying? Him as a person I fuck with. Don't really like the clan he's associated with or runs or whatever, but like I like that he's fighting for the higher level community, honestly. The mid-level players. He's just like, what kind of medium content is this and how does it make it, more stable? When's the economy gonna come back if y'all keep doing this shit, etc. Blah blah blah. Like it's kind of cool to see people doing that.
yeah, I haven't seen it, but yeah, no, that's people still care about this game.
The fact that he's like on it though, he's just like, and how is this beneficial? He like challenges them, and he like makes sure he gets the response from the mods and shit.
Yeah, I feel
It's
like
crazy.
the people that are still playing this game, even after being such like end game content for years, it's we're all very passionate about it. We all want the game to succeed. We all have our
Exactly.
gripes and stuff. Some are a little bit more vocal about it than others, but
Yeah, like I said, I'll be
we
mad
all
as
want
fuck
the
at this
success
game,
for the game.
but I want to see it win.
Yeah,
I want to see it become a better game, like a good game, a game that could go another 20 years
yeah,
or some shit. Whether I'm playing it or not, I want to see this game, them do good enough to be a game for another 20 years.
yeah. Um,
It's crazy.
Secon asks, who is the biggest crackhead of OSRS?
A cold one.
Just didn't even stutter, man. Just cold
Nah,
one.
it's the cold one.
Damn it. That okay? You know what? I got to give a shout out to a cold one, and I bet you could too. But
Love that guy.
dude, he is the fact that he did one attempt on his hardcore Iron Man, unlocked all the Theater of Blood tracks, like music tracks, on his one attempt on a hardcore Iron Man, the first ever attempt, completed a solo TOB on a hardcore. Nobody's ever done it before. Like
And you've
the
you've got to
fucking
think he
goat.
knows how well that stream was going. He might not have known there was 10, 12,000 people on the other side of the
Yeah.
screen, but deep down you got to think like that there's probably like 10 or 12,000 people on the other side of this
Yeah.
fucking screen right now, and
It's
he
not just
still
doing
kept
it off stream. It's
total
yeah.
composure, like
Oh,
the cleanest clicks, dude. I think he maybe almost chanced himself one time that run, and he immediately fixes his mistakes, dude. He really doesn't make mistakes. It's
he's
a crackhead.
insane. Yeah. And I don't
You
know.
know, special
That's
shout out to Chungus, man. He's honestly the reason I stream. He told me that he believed in me, told me to start streaming when, other people told me that they thought I was just like leeching if I were to start streaming. And he honestly kicked off all the shit. A special shout out to Secon as well. He made the Uncle Cool emote upon request, which then became the trademark and pretty much everything that like ties to my stream. People know it. They know the name to the face. They know it's for weird, ravey, electronic, bouncy funk music. Like it's sick, man. Both of
yeah,
those dudes have definitely shaped a lot of this shit for me. Definitely grateful.
yeah. No, Chungus is. I was
He's
watching. I
he's
was
the
watching.
coolest dude, bro.
Yeah, no, he's so chill, and I've been watching him since when he was doing like his Iron Man and stuff.
Yeah,
Way back when he was averaging like 10 viewers, and
low key the same, dude. Somebody Letu? I'm pretty sure
yeah,
Letu hosted me. You remember Letu?
yep,
The king of Tob. Honestly, him and he gave the king throne to fucking Chungus for sure. Letu was unstoppable at the time. But yeah, he put me on to Chungus and like first impression of the man was just like, yo, he's unforgivably himself, which I think Tasty said is what I do as well. But Chungus had his rock and roll music playing,
yep,
camera on, leaned back, not giving a fuck, dude. Stone cold face, doing the hardest shit in the game, bantering, like, just having a great time, making people laugh. Like, yeah,
yep,
I was just like, this guy's dope. Like, he might only have the 20, 30 viewers, whatever, right now, but you knew from, like, jump that Chungus was going to succeed.
yeah. No,
Not a doubt in my mind that that man wasn't made for this shit.
he's a beast at the game, and
He's a
he's
beast
just
as an
himself,
entertainer,
man.
man.
He's
Like
just
I said,
himself.
27 hours in, that man was like, yo, I'll pot some Tob. Who's trying to pot some League after like a 30-hour stream? Like, he's crazy. Gamer.
Yeah, he's the biggest crackhead.
Yes. In a respectful manner, of course. Like,
Yeah,
biggest crackhead is in, like, that dude's unstoppable right now.
yep. Yeah, he's. I don't even know who else I would even say. I mean, I could list off a
On
few
that level
people,
of
but yeah,
consistency, too. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, where they're live every fucking day. They're improving. Like, I don't know. Yeah, he's just cracked.
yep. He's a beast. Okay. Um, Grateful Funk just asked. I think this is like a question to you specifically. Are there any plans to release a playlist? If not, why not? I'm always super impressed with the music selection in your stream, but I'm not sure how to go about finding the tunes for myself to bump in the car or what have you. And I would love to expand my horizons musically.
That's beautiful. Um, as far as, like, a release of an entire playlist, right now, I've not wanted to do that, but. And once again, this all sounds greedy and just like the pushing of the idea of like, oh, help your boy get partner, whatever fuck. But I've been saying forever, like, if I could take a little time off of like RuneScape and put interest into other things, not like feeling that I need to depend on this game to keep growing,
Yeah.
I would make like mixes and shit. I want to take, 7 or 8 of the coolest songs. Like I'm listening to music very low volume right now, just vibing, chilling. Like it's what I do. I'd never not listen to music at all hours of the day. I'm either finding something new, I'm listening to something I like, I'm just beatboxing in my head, I'm singing lyrics I heard from Wales or my stream or something. Like,
Damn.
it's just always music going on in my head. Because I come from a music background, which I know what people ask because they know of it and shit like that. And like I thought about making mixes or something, man. Maybe bi-weekly. Here's a 10 song of like the craziest shit I could find.
That'd be fucking dope.
Like a lot of my shit is local files. I've got people ask, "Where's the playlist at?" I'm just like, "Bro, there's 800, 900 songs that I've yoinked out of like live sets or mixes or off vinyls and shit through Ableton and just so much weird, crazy music that's hard to find." And I agree with him. Like the widening of the horizons things, you just kind of have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Like that's not to sound greedy or anything, because I do want to eventually release like what I think people would enjoy mix wise. More styles of music than they've been exposed to prior, which is mostly what the stream is about. Like even the other day, I felt my bio was cheesy, just saying like this is mostly a radio stream, blah 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 blah. Enjoy the vibes, and I was just feeling myself, man. And I updated it to your favorite streamer's favorite streamer, because I've heard it so many times, man. And they're just like, yo, I love being an Unk stream. The music's crack, like it's just sick.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to bring something different, and it's mostly about the music. It's mostly about the energy. RuneScape's just kind of there. I'm having a good time, or I'm not when I'm playing it, and just everybody's just vibing to jams and shit. And like I said, sometimes you just gotta like go on Spotify, find some shit you like, throw on the what do you call it, radio or
Yeah,
some
yeah.
shit of that artist and just let it flow. Listen to the song start to finish. Listen to all the keys, listen to the vocals, see if you like that shit. From there, you just kind of start developing an ear of what you want to hear
Yep.
and you look for it in other music and it's so sick.
Yeah, I love building playlists. I'm not like
Me too.
it it takes so much, it's a lot of energy and work to it. It's not just
This
but it's enjoyable.
Who asked the question? So we could
This
not
is
get that one
grateful
out of the
funk.
way, but like
This is grateful
no, no,
funk.
not
Or what?
somebody asked how long have I been working on it? Um like roughly 6 years. Honestly, like I used to listen to metal and rap and play metal and make hip hop and make house and do all these crazy things. But the playlist has just grown in this style. Like house is my favorite shit. Funk is my favorite shit. I got Rick James and Cool and the Gang and just crazy shit and fucking Rockwell from the 90s, some Michael Jackson, Royce and Murphy, just like beautiful, crazy music on here. And it's taken me years to collect shit that I feel resonates with me.
Do you ever
Every
have to
song is
delete
important.
songs? Like,
I've
do you ever?
deleted a couple. When I'm vibing on stream and a song comes on and it's just not hitting,
Yep.
I'll mention it though. I'll just be like, does anybody like this song that much? Because it's looking on its way out, man. Like, it's just not hitting right now.
Yep.
It's not making me sad. I'm just like the song's
Yeah.
just making me down, I guess. I
That
don't
is
want this shit on here.
that's the
I've
toughest part
deleted
about a
maybe
playlist.
10. Maybe 10. This
Wow.
playlist
That's
is
impressive.
2,200 songs. I've deleted maybe 10.
Jesus. Yeah. So you
Yeah,
so when you add a song, it's not like yeah, it's like 100%. Now I want this.
100%. Like
Yeah.
the shit I'm listening to right now, man. Fuck, dude.
That's sick.
It's like entrancing almost.
Yeah. So what do you think is like the most optimal number of songs on a playlist, or is there a number? Do you just keep going?
It's just endless. I want to have this playlist. I've had this Spotify account for many years. I want to have this playlist forever. Everything I have that's on this playlist, aside from the local files, a couple hundred songs are downloaded. So like if I
Yeah.
were to go offline mode on Spotify, I could listen to this shit in the mountains somewhere. I could go on an airplane and still just feel like at home and shit. And yeah, it just never stops growing.
That's sick.
Music is literally the most important thing to me. I love it. You just like you get hella high off of music, no drugs involved, etc. Drugs involved, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
you just get highs from music that no other thing can give you.
Yep.
And it's beautiful. So like what he was asking is maybe playlists, but I don't want to do like here's 200 or here's 2,000 songs I've been working on for years. I want to do like maybe Spotify uploads or SoundCloud uploads of like, hey, I
Mixes and
downloaded these
stuff.
10 songs. Here's 10 absolute bangers for 45 minutes worth of music. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Or even live DJ sets and shit, man.
That'd be
Like I
fun.
don't really
Dude,
do the whole
Ari Slash
camera, the
does those
face
trance.
reveals and shit, but I want to do it. Yeah, I love Ari sets.
Dude,
I don't
they're
even really
sick.
listen to
Yeah.
trance like that. Outside of you, Smork, and Ari, I don't really be listening to it like that, but I love tuning into Ari, bro. His
It's
energy,
yep.
incredible. The funniest shit ever is I mean, he doesn't really care about OSRs anymore. Shout out. I think it's very healthy that he stopped caring about XP because I fucking love Ari and I don't want to see that man in the loony bin. Is that like even though when he was DJing though, he had one account at Nightmare Zone, one account at like Anglers or something, bro. I was just like, God damn, man. My man's just hitting
Truly
every
vibing.
drop. He's putting the RE please, the Sae Bae DJs in the chat, and he's still getting XP. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad he did just say fuck it though. Like he wants to play the game at his own pace.
Yeah.
And I like that he's putting that time. Like I said, I would like to take time away from RuneScape if I knew that like there was security or some shit that while trying to grow that I'm not sacrificing or whatever,
Yeah.
time I could be streaming RuneScape to like make mixes and shit. Go back to music, make beats again, just fucking, upload sets. A lot of what I wish I could do, man, honestly, is just for like maybe different than like Bjorn or any of these other radio stations within the RuneScape community is like, I have visuals and shit when I go VRB. They're psychedelic involvement and just these crazy fractals and strings and explosions, fireworks type of effects and shit. It's just something like that. Literally, just a simple visual with like an hour or so of music or 2 hours or whatever, and that just be the live stream every, whatever day.
Yeah. That
Maybe not my strongest day, Monday or something. We just do jams on Monday or some shit like. No RuneScape involved at all. I think that'd be incredible. People would enjoy it because I wouldn't be bitching, man. Fuck this game. Fuck bears. Fuck Turiel the whole time. Like, it'd just be jams, bro.
Yeah, dude, you'll get it. You'll get partnered just very soon,
I'm
man.
grinding, man. Like, I
I'm excited.
really do feel that I can make this shit happen. And I think I'm overstressing myself
Yeah,
on how much I stream and etc. Because at one point you had also mentioned like, yo, you kind of want to have like this mystique or like rarity about you and shit. And then I look at my days and it's like you've streamed 203 hours, 27 out of 31 days. I'm just like, bruh, like I need to take some time off, but every time I do, I see like I don't know,
it's all mental. It's in
numbers
your
go
head.
down or like
Yeah,
people not come back the next time that maybe I had only ever seen the one time.
yeah,
Um, Shit like that. Just feel like I need to be extremely consistent because I play pretty much every day. And like I said, if there's days that I don't want to play, I don't. It's just not that deep. Like if I don't feel like playing, I won't log in.
yep. Yeah, it's just overthinking. It's dude. It's the
Bro,
partner. It's that.
anybody going for this, I respect, man. Also, free feels incredible, man. Jake C. Our guy, you know who he is?
Yep, fucking love him.
Let's say our guy literally just got false banned at once again, like I said, happened to me at like the height of his career. Man put his partner app in, and now he's sitting on a ban for who the fuck knows why.
Wait,
Unjust.
what?
Yeah, it feels
He's
incredible,
he's
man.
banned right
Has
now.
been, yeah, he's banned off with Twitch for supposed ban evasion. They think that he has another account he streams on that he was banned on, and that he was escaping it with his current channel.
What the
I
fuck?
don't know what the fuck happened. That has to be a bot malfunction or something. That is like Tasty said himself, that is the most humble man and who you would want to be the face of your company, if anything.
Yeah, I had
He's
no
so
idea about
fucking
this.
nice, so like I don't know, like you
Oh,
get
he's
to
a
his
fucking
stream and you're
legend.
like, yo, this guy is fucking dope. Like he's chill, he's humble, he's killing it, dude. He's good at the game too. Like
Yeah,
that obviously matters to an extent. He's good at the game too. And yeah, he's under like an unjust ban. I feel the same. Like
I had no
that's kind
idea
of what
about that.
happened to me, man. And it just kind of like stops you dead in your tracks, and you got to get the
Damn.
community on your side. Free Jake C. Yeah, Tasty brought that to my attention like a week or two ago when it happened, and we've just all been like pretty much pushing for it as hard as possible.
Yeah, I had no idea. I love that guy.
He's
He's
sick.
so humble.
He's based, bro. He's just all about like same like I was saying with mine. I kind of defy it by just being a vibe stream and not having lights and cameras and all this fancy shit. Like we'll get to Tasty's question because I love how he phrased it. But yeah, like you get to his stream and you just see this dude smiling. He's having fun. He's killing it in the game. Got lights and shit, music playing. Like, yeah, you feel welcome to whatever.
Let's well here.
We got a million questions.
Yeah, I love well here, we'll quickly go through this one. Mafia asks, will Zert be your best man at your wedding someday?
Absolutely. Yeah, like I said, that was pretty much my first RuneScape friend, man. I didn't know a single fucking soul in this game, and I met Zertner, and he just said, "Yo, what up? Hey, bro, you trying to do some raids or something?" I just said, "Hell yeah, dog! Like, I'm with it, man. Let's go have this experience we had never had before. Chambers and shit. This is like prior to Tob.
Yeah.
Like, it was no Tob, like you mentioned earlier, shit like that. And yeah, fucking love Zertner. He's an obnoxious, annoying little rat, but I love that kid. He said earlier, I read that question to him. I said, "Yo, bro, Mafia asked, will Zertnerd ever be your best man at your wedding?" And he said, "Hey, man, you ever seen a rat in a suit, baby?" Just that was that man's response. Have you ever seen a rat in a suit?
Jesus
He's
Christ.
fucking hilarious, bro.
Okay. This
What a guy.
this topic is I always like being asked this because it makes me actually think, but BF Rocket asks, where do you hope to be in 5 years from now? It's kind of a deep one, but
Definitely a
yeah.
deep one. That's exactly how he phrased it? Yeah, let me see.
Yep. Where do you hope to be in 5 years from now?
Where do I hope to be in 5 years? On the moon, in my anime planet, with my millions of fucking moon dollars, and just killing it, man. But overall, realistically, like, yeah, dude, like I said, I want to branch off back into like my music. I love the Twitch platform. I'd really like to keep streaming for a long time. Just become maybe like one of those variety, like not a household name, you know what I mean? But just one of those people that you're like, damn, I can't wait to go watch so and so today, see what they're up to. Because
Yeah.
shit, I got a few like that. I don't care what some people are playing. I'm just there for them. Like I like seeing them. I like hearing their music, etc. Shit like that. So in 5 years, I don't know. I really hope that I'm just like doing what I want to do. Music, streaming, maybe turning some of whatever money I maintain to make into like education,
Well, shit,
shit like
man.
that.
That's cool.
Yeah, like I never have been to college or anything like that. It was something I always thought was really cool. Maybe wanted to get into that for just not even like the piece of paper saying you did it, but like just the opportunities of being like in an advanced position like that. And I wouldn't go for like medical or any of that shit. Not interested in like saving humanity and all that other shit. I'm just trying to have a good time. So like music or coding or something.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Hell yeah.
I
That's like you said, that's a deep question, bro. And I love
yeah,
Rocket too,
it's
because like I asked him, hey, I would really like if you and Alyssa could put some input on this, just like a question each from y'all, because huge fans of them both, known both of them for various years now.
both awesome. Fucking love
Both
them
awesome.
both. And BF Rockets just finished with
So
school,
good at
right?
this
And
game.
he's going back full time to streaming. Excited for
Yeah,
him.
he just graduated. It's fucking huge, man.
That's sick.
Congrats to Rocket for sure.
Yeah. What I see, like I don't even think I've been asked this. Like I sometimes think because like my brothers and I will talk. Like I live
I
with my
was gonna
two
say,
brothers.
could I turn it on to you and just like poke your brain on it?
Yeah. So honestly, I fucking this happiest time I've ever. This is the happiest I've ever been in my life. Like overall, of just being able to do exactly what I want. Literally
Love to
right
see it.
now, I'm sitting in my chair drinking an ice cold Red Bull, talking to Uncle Cool on a fucking Sae Bae Cast. If I had
On a
thought
nice
like
Tuesday, sun probably shining. I have no idea.
no, it's been
Uh,
storming like this whole morning.
oh fuck.
Like, dude,
I mean me, I
there was
got
this.
these like crazy blinds. I got no idea if it's sun out or fucking
Oh
night
yeah,
out, bro. We're
I have
just
these blinds on
vibing.
too, but it was so, dude. There was this bolt of thunder. It was probably the loudest thunder I'd ever heard in my life this morning. It was just like this stored up energy, and it just. I thought somebody shot a gun outside of my window. Like it was so fucking loud. It made me shake. Like
Holy
anyway, but yeah,
fuck.
it's huge thunderstorms. But no, I think about it. Like 3 years ago, I would have never thought I'd be in this position or even have like the fucking
Is that
bless.
when
This
you
is
started streaming or so?
yeah. So I
Or is
started.
this prior? Like,
No, yeah. So I started streaming like January 2019. It's been just over 2 years.
true.
And before that, like, yeah, I would watch RuneScape streamers all
Yo,
the time.
honestly, kind of the same, bro. Like, I just literally today or yesterday got my like 14th, 15th month sub in my own chat, and that's excluding 2 months I was banned. I was like, yo, I almost been at this shit for like 2 years. Fucking insane, man.
Crazy.
Like,
Yeah, I'm a 28-month sub in my own chat. I'm like, holy fuck.
holy hell.
Yeah, it's like time flies, man. I remember thinking like I was so excited for people to get the year badge because it was like this pimped out Winnie the Pooh with like a royal outfit. I was
Yo,
like,
I do like those, man. I like the Winnie the Poohs. I like the little monocle one and shit. I'm
yeah,
not sure what months are what, but like they're all pretty fucking funny and comical,
yeah.
man.
I love them. They were based
What's
on
the
like that Winnie the
significance
Pooh
of the
meme.
Winnie Pooh?
What? Sorry?
What's the significance of the Winnie Pooh, if any?
So my first ever meme in my channel was actually me dying to Callisto. That was like the meme was or not me
Yeah.
dying to Callisto, me dying with my Callisto pet. I died to a mithril dragon week 1 of streaming and I
Oh
lost
my
my
God.
uninsured pet. And so the badge was basically a Callisto head. It was just a bear head, basically. Like that was my new sub badge. Was like this little bear head that just like never forget, never
Yeah.
forget Callisto that died. But and then it eventually just turned into Winnie the Pooh because it was still a bear, and there was I literally couldn't even tell you. I've forgotten the significance of the meme, but those little Winnie the Pooh memes where it shows like the Winnie the Pooh and then it shows like a different one, like that little meme format.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know even what the significance of it was anymore, but I thought it was so fucking funny. And I was like, you know what? I'll trans I really would love this as the badge because the basic sub badge I had was just a Callisto head and it just looked so shit. And I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? We're gonna upgrade this a little bit. And now it's kind of been an icon of my stream for really no reason at all, but I fucking love it.
That's so dope.
Yeah. But yeah, 5 years from now, just quickly answer the rest. I would love to see myself honestly in the same position, just being able to stream, do it exactly what I love. Hopefully, I can't even imagine where I'll be with the Sae Bae Cast, even like a year
Dude,
from
to
now.
the moon, man. I'm telling you, like I told you earlier, I would love to see this become like a live event or just yeah, like a live event with various people on it.
Yeah,
Don't
and
even have to
anything
play
can happen.
RuneScape. Just people you know can hold a good conversation, man.
Yep.
It'd be fucking great.
Yeah, there's so much. I just see it. I'm like, I'm so fucking happy I decided to do this. And like, not to be like motivational or anything, but this was something I wanted to do like over a year ago. And I started this in December of just last year. And like, it was something I always wanted to do, but I never felt like I had the clout for it initially, nor do I still feel like I have the
I
clout for it.
respect that you put the foot down and actually put forth, man.
Yep.
Because you know, me and Lobsy and anybody it really has been like, yo, we need a podcast. We should do a talk show on RuneScape. It's variated. Get this shit completely out there, shit like that. We just never really did it.
You
So,
just
like
got
I'm
to
saying, the
send it.
fact that
Yep.
you had done this is sick.
Well, it's just been great, man. It's so fucking fun. I feel like I've improved as a podcast host just like over time. I'm still not perfect, still a lot of things to fix. A lot of public speaking issues. I got to like work
Get
on
to
my
talk to a
filler
lot of
words and
unique
stuff.
people.
But yeah, I get to talk to people I want to talk to. People that are passionate about the same things I am. And it's just amazing. And I've made it so there's no like format. It's just talk. Just say whatever you want, and we get input from the community through Twitter, and I just fucking love it. And 5 years from now, I'd love to see me on. I don't even know what it would be like. Sae Bae Cast
It's
two
Sae Network, bro. Channel 7.
270,
Uh,
Sae Bae Cast 269. I don't know who we're gonna have at that point, but every week, man, I want to keep these up.
probably Ignoble, bro. Or I think
He's
he'd be
way out there.
69.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'd be 69, bro. He's the most horny motherfucker.
Oh god. Yeah, no, there's just so much potential to it. I love it. And streaming wise, I'd love to be doing the same thing, grinding out my Sarachnis. I love this game, man.
Would
Like,
you ever want to play other games? Like,
I have no desire for it currently. No
really?
desire. I love this game so much. Like, I have so many goals to it that it takes more than just playing this game. You got to set yourself goals, and these were things I thought about way before streaming. How I would kill for an alternate reality where I can just grind RuneScape and accomplish goals that you can't do as a normal contributing member of society. You know,
True.
like
Honestly, so true.
yeah, like there's goals here. Like I'm one of those players. I feel like the game's never complete. I want to go further than like any other player has gone, and I love it. I love the whole
Do you plan on completing like everything? Just or
well,
is
you
it just
can't.
Elite Clues and Nightmare? And he said, do you want an item from literally everywhere?
I would love. I'm an item completionist in general. My main
Yeah,
goal focus is I want to complete every clue tier. And the way it is now, I have to kill Sarachnis for it. It's just the fastest way to do it. And that'll change over time through new.
what if they were to implement new, yeah, more common elite?
Yep, no, they will.
Would you
And
just drop
that's
what you're doing
yep.
and try to grind it out, or
Yep, no, that's expected. Whatever
okay?
I mean, I control this game now. Or that's a fucking meme, by
I
the way.
am
That's a fucking meme,
Jagex
by the way.
Crusader.
I control. No, like there's actually somebody that DM'd me and was so pissed off that I'm like basically like telling the J mods to add stuff. I'm like, dude, I don't think you understand. I don't have as much say as you might
Any
think.
Sae Bae agendas?
I think you're delusional. I don't actually get updates like added in as yeah, I have some
True.
influence now, but I'm not single-handedly making updates coming. But these people like actually are angry at me for even advocating something that you know. That's just the fact of life. When you have a little bit of exposure, your ideas can just get a little bit more. They just see the light of day instead of just being like a normal player that just doesn't have that accessibility, I guess, to like. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but anyway, yeah. My main goal is just complete all clue tiers, and when updates happen, that's going to happen. And after that, we'll have to see. That is a super long-term goal, though. It takes probably a decade, so we'll be doing clues for a long-ass fucking time. Who's going to be watching me in 10 years? Type 1 in the comments or in the chat. Anyway. Yeah.
One, and right now, somewhere in the world, Fatty C just blew a creamy, milky, fatty doink for that one, bro. That's just what it is. He knew. His
Big,
fucking
big
one
ass
senses were
doinky.
tingling.
God damn it. Fucking shout out Fat Clouds.
Fucking love that guy.
He's a beast.
Yeah, like he mentioned earlier, he's just so like interesting. You know, what I mean, he's
So
gonna be a
interesting.
he's a fucking movie star, bro. Fat Clouds is gonna be in the movies, bro. Like he's sick.
Yeah, no, he's a beast. He is. We had been friends before we even started streaming. We were in the same clan together, and
Hell yeah.
we did like a mining competition back in Iron Clan, and that was when I first. Well, like I was a noob at this point. He was almost maxed. I was like 1,500 total, and he was nearly maxed and shit. And I just remember like doing this little mining competition where we were like rank 1 and rank 2, and then he got like the weekend off work and he just flew past me. I'm like, god damn it, dude, like I'm not fucking built for this. But he's now we've been friends for a long ass time, and I fucking love the guy. And yeah, it's just been cool to
Yeah,
see his
plus one.
success and stuff. But yeah. Okay. Dankoda asks, what are your favorite snacks to eat, and how much coffee do you consume per stream?
Um, yo, I'm a big fan of like sweets and candies. And like I said, lately I've been trying to eat a little bit healthy and shit. And so I've been on like, for breakfast I had like a small piece of salmon. It was gas. And like a yogurt and some granola and shit. So like yogurts,
Hell yeah.
maybe fucking couple cookies or something. I don't know. Just mostly hand foods, bro. Like
Yeah.
when you're gaming, you just want to like every now and then grab something crunchy or sweet, like
Yep.
fruit snacks slap. Thoughts on fruit snacks?
Depends on the fruit snacks. There's some very basic ones that are pretty shit.
There's some very like sawdust fucking
Yeah. But they're
like
dude,
foot powder covered ones, and I hate those.
they used to have these ones. I don't know if you remember. They were like fruit smoothie fruit snacks back when I was a
Oh
kid.
yeah,
They were like
those are good.
they were like the mixture one. They look like little
Yeah,
swirls of white in it,
those are good, man.
So fucking good.
Shout out. And then and on the coffee subject, it's almost like a fatal amount, man. And as I spoke on this earlier with Sae Bae, and I am a full-blown caffeine addict. Like, I don't know, I just drink coffee because it makes me feel really good. And as like redundant as it sounds, it gets me energy-wise like geeked out, and my body relaxes. Like I just feel at ease when I'm sipping coffee and shit like that. It's great.
Yeah.
And so it is kind of hard to put down. It's like how people smoke cigarettes and etc. I abuse caffeine
Well
for sure.
shit.
Like
Okay.
I'm hoping I'm safe with it, but like fuck man, you never know.
Yeah. We're gonna take a quick break. I just need to pee for like a minute. I'll be back in
Yeah, of course.
a minute. So
Yeah, I'll take one. Quick little jout smoke or something. Yo,
Yo. All right.
how do you do that, by the way? Do you like actually pause it, or you just delete it out later?
I literally just keep it.
Beautiful.
Like in the Spotify, any Spotify version, I always cut out the breaks.
Yeah,
But for YouTube, I just fucking send the whole clip,
that's
the entire thing, all unedited, raw. And
that's beautiful.
if my viewers don't like the 3 minute piss break, or shit, maybe I should get rid of that eventually. Well, I can't be asked editing it. Processing a video after you take one edit out takes hours. I just can't be asked, honestly. I just want to get it out there.
True.
But for Spotify, it's really
It's
quick.
not
It's
all
just
that big
audio.
a deal.
Yeah. I
2 3 minutes. Who cares?
yeah. It's part
It's
of the
human.
experience.
True.
It gives another person. You know what? You know, what'd be great is if people just left it going and they took their own pee break. You know, or that's
Yeah.
not gonna
Hey,
happen. But
you never know. Hey, man. I mean, if someone was just like, "Hey, boys, we're gonna go send a piss," I'd be like, "Hey, that sounds kind of good." Like,
okay, let's cover the big chunky
yeah. There's
topic.
still
So
so many, man. Shout out the homies.
tasty. We're the scroll bar is still at like the fucking top 20%. God damn it.
Dude. Honestly.
All right, Tasty asks, do you think that hot tub streamers who promote what is essentially adult content cultivates a viewership that is predatory and misogynistic towards female creators who have spent many hours making an image for themselves that doesn't revolve around their body? So,
Jesus. Yes and no.
yeah.
Like it's with any piece of content, anything streamed, there's people like that. Um, fuck, that's a really hard question to answer, man, because like I, for one, am not really against it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's not just for my own selfish reasons if I want to see like a beautiful woman on the internet or whatever, especially on the platform I'm interested in, but it just doesn't seem that bad, and weirdos like that can be contained. Um, Shit like that could definitely be stopped, but like the more so like deeper part of it is what he said that doesn't revolve around their body, like what they had created before. I've seen some like very, very talented artists, man. They do portraits and just tattoo work and etc. of just this crazy fucking shit. And people watch it, they're pushing partner or they are partnered and shit. And then they see this like, this wave of just women in hot tubs making pretty much unreal amounts of money. And so they've also done that. Like I've seen this artist girl, she does great portraits, do a hot tub stream the other night. And I thought, damn, in what world is this real? Because this is sick, like this is cool and all. But then again, you're thinking like, yeah, is she taken away from her art or whatever the fuck just to
Yeah.
not prioritize like get on the train while it's hot? Because I'm a firm believer of like, the phrase getting it while the getting is good.
Yeah.
I respect it. Honestly, it's the hustle. Like you said, same thing earlier. I really respect the hustle. And I'm all for it, man. Like, I don't know if it really hurts their image or if that it would like makes them more prone to not being able to go back to their art and shit earlier. But I said I'm kind of in the same boat with or without the hot tub. Like, some days you want to do shit different, but you kind of just have to keep it consistent, give
Yeah.
people what they want to see. Uh, like you said, keep everything pretty much the same experience. So I don't know.
I
It's kind of a rough question, man.
yeah. No, it's definitely there's a lot of people have strong
I'm
opinions on
for
it
it
as
though.
well.
I'm
Same.
okay with the hot tub streamer wave. And like I said, not for only reasons selfish of my own, but like it's fuck, man. It's been selling for what, hundreds of years now, and it's just
Yeah. That's just
not
how
really, it's a
this
loophole, sure, but it's not really breaking
yeah.
rules.
Yeah, it's I don't feel like it's I don't know. How the I don't
Right?
know if I
He
really
really
want to
kind
go.
of, I like how his are all just like, hey man, what'd you eat today? Blah 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 blah. And then there's some real ass shit. Like
Yeah.
this is a complex man.
I personally don't give a shit what other creators do.
Agreed.
Now like there's a fine line before but there's a fine line in between like, doing something that's kind of adult content and then just like straight up porn. Um and so I
Some of
just
the girls be risky with it, man. They'll do like, oh hey, they straight up bend over in front of the camera and etc. and shit like that.
yeah.
And you know what I
So
mean? Like,
who knows where it will like where the final line will be drawn, but I don't give a fucking shit. I don't watch it. I
I
watch
could care
RuneScape
less.
streams. That's what I watch. So
Said I watch a little bit of both, but like I've never been like, oh hey baby girl, what's up? And gotten like he said predatory or like
yeah,
really had any thoughts to further any of that shit. There are people that do that. And like I said, those people need to seek help. They could be contained though and
yeah,
taken from the chats and etc.
yeah.
Um yeah, so I mean it's just gonna it's a hustle. It's
If I
gonna
if I need my
hell.
fix, I'll just go to an ignoble stream because then I get best of
Yeah,
both
honestly.
worlds. You know,
Yes, sir. You get some great commentary. He's got
some inferno
many
action in the
tabs open,
background. Yeah,
bro. Many tabs. He can show you more than you could find. Shit, I even link him sometimes. I'm just like, hey man, yo, look at her, and he's like, no way, bro, let me check. Like it's just he's so good, bro.
yeah.
A
But
noble for president or something.
for the fucking shout out ignoble. For the most part, I don't give a shit what other creators do. I'm also
Plus
not a
one.
woman, so
Love
I don't
women though.
I
Like
don't
I
know.
said, I'm all for them
Yeah, I don't.
feeling empowered like that. If that's like I
Yeah,
said, if that's what makes them happy, somebody happy, and if that's empowering and etc., I support it.
yeah. Okay. Adding questions. What's a day in the life of Uncle like?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's good some days, whatever some days. But it's all about the same, bro. I wake up. As of lately, I've been trying to eat a little healthier. I make myself a nice breakfast, smoke a little bit of weed. Right now, I'm sipping on some toasted coconut coffee, and then I just think of ways of like what I could do to either network or have a stream that night. Queue up a playlist, couple of hours worth of songs I really want to hear. What I think would like craft a vibe or some shit. Just hop into the like I said, I'm very active in Discord. People could literally come talk to me at any time before and or after. They could tag me and I'll hop in a channel. Like I'm just very active on Discord at all times. So I like to just chat shit with the boys. Um, play a little bit of Rooney,
How much
and
of a
then
future do you think OSRS has, and what can Jagex do to ensure that future?
as of right now, it's kind of a joke answer, but like 3 years. I don't know. If they don't do anything right or if like the next update doesn't make people feel enthused or anything, it's 5 years, 3 years. And what could they do to ensure that future? I think honestly, they, like I said, they need to separate the lines between what's wrong and what's right or whatever, I guess, and kind of give the people what they want. Like I said, you can't deliver fucking 47 updates a year, but you give them one a year, would probably be happy for
Yeah.
sure. If I had two or three other things to like what PSAC said earlier, if there was two or three other things that I could do in groups with my friends that weren't so solo driven or that would give me just way more benefit of solo, I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more content, man. Like, give shit to where we could feel involved with our friends and or our certain favorite streamer and shit like that. That's what's so great about Tob and how so many people have, made progress on Twitch and built their communities is they like doing Tob. They want people to come have fun with them and they're open to it. Like it's so good that it's a group piece that most people could learn pretty easily, and that's always there. Chambers as well. Shout out chemistry. We were talking about it earlier. That man like started the wave of all this learner shit,
Yeah. For real.
and
He's a
he
pioneer.
I don't know. He gave a lot of people like the opportunity of, hey man, you could teach raids too, or whatever. That's sick.
I love chemistry. I've been watching.
Shout the fuck out.
I watched
He's
him a long ass time ago, and
same. He's really based. Like
just a
if I
good
went to that
dude.
man
Yeah.
fucking stream and typed in follow age, it's probably like 3-ish, 4 years. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's the homie.
And then
Uh,
yeah. No. Go ahead.
oh, I was just reading, wondering if
Yeah.
we continue on that one or no, because I want to hear yours on that for sure.
Well, for me, I think Jagex. Um, I'm very optimistic about the J mods. Yeah, it's not. A lot of updates haven't been catered toward the
Have they
high
improved the
end.
team?
Sorry.
Have they improved the team? Because like at one
I
point
think the team
within
is
the
the
last year,
best
a
it's ever
lot of
been.
people left.
I
A
think the
lot of
team.
people just said this isn't for me, and they left.
I think the team is the best it's ever been, and you know,
They filled the gaps and shit.
people.
Like like I said, with
Yeah,
people leaving, they're like most of their main team that's been there since the start of OSRs and shit, just kind of hopping out, jumping ship, whatever.
I just think it's. I'm very optimistic, and I feel like Raids 3 is going to be very well done. That's my own opinion. Who knows? I
I
think
hope
it's
so.
I think it's gonna be very well done, and I think we're gonna get a lot of things like rolling for
I like your
2022.
idea of like fast pace and less downtime. I don't want to
Yep.
do puzzles. I'll take a maze or like
Yeah.
what is that shit? What is that shit underneath the pyramids where like there's things moving and you've got to path certain
Yep.
ways and sepulcher mechanics.
Yep.
I'll take that over fucking crab room.
Yeah, no,
Lighting
those aren't
lighting
puzzle
fucking
rooms.
fires like
Those aren't puzzle rooms. Those are just fucking tedious
those are
bullshit that
smoke breaks.
yeah.
Those are smoke
Yeah.
breaks where you get the ice. You're just oh hell yeah, let me
I
go
will
grab a
say
snack.
I will say the crab room is the best example of a puzzle room, but like
True.
holy fuck, like tightrope and well tightrope now with the Phoenix necklace
Yeah.
meta is
Yeah.
fucking sick, but Ice Demon is like what is going on here? Thieving, what is going on here?
So much
So,
downtime, yo. Like the
yeah.
momentum
Yep,
of a
momentum's
good
gone.
raid can just completely stop, and
Yep.
that sucks.
Yep. And I think they know they've had so many like so much experience now with like what goes well and what doesn't go well. Like I think they're pretty aware of what we want, and I am optimistic that Raids 3 is going to be amazing. And yeah, they're giving us little updates here and there. Hard mode TOB, hard mode Nightmare, combat
What's your
achievement
estimates
soon.
on Raid 3? Another year or two?
I think Raids 3 will come out like April of next year.
I hope so. As I mentioned to you earlier, I really hope that they don't think that we want this Group Iron Man more than anything right now, because I don't think the game wants Group Iron Man as
It's
much as we did 2 or 3
yeah.
years ago when they announced it with Nightmare,
Yep.
said it'd be fucking great, new clan chat system, etc. We all expected it so much sooner that like I could just care less now, honestly. Like I
Yeah, I
said,
don't care.
shout out it being a good idea, but I just don't. I'm not interested in Group Iron Man.
Yeah.
I'm interested in like productivity and progress on my current Iron Man.
Yep. I agree. And who knows? Who knows if that's a selfish update? I just think, or a selfish reason. But Group Iron
True,
Man's gonna be the biggest fucking shit show on Reddit.
dude.
People real
I
world
think
trading
there
their
will be a
shit.
lot of bug abuse introduced
Oh yeah,
within Group Iron Man.
it
Like
is
that
going to
will
be.
hemorrhage the game's
It is going to take
security almost.
so
Like
much development, so much dev time, just working out bugs and shit all the time. It's gonna be obnoxious, man.
absolutely.
But yeah, I'm optimistic. The last thing Tasty asks is, I think Mofo asked something similar, but how do you feel about your stream culture of no face cam, loud tunes, and traditionally meta breaking way of streaming has contributed to your success, and what challenges has it posed? The Uncle stream is a very unique experience with a really strong community. Keep it up, brother. Free Jake
Shout
C.
out.
Free
That's
swing.
huge. Yeah, from the king himself right now. Um, Damn, I think he summed it up, man. He said it's contributed to my success. Challenges it's posed. Yeah, I honestly like I said, I want it to be more so based around people wanting to be there because they either like the content that I'm doing, the music I'm playing, the fact that more oftentimes than not, it's me and my boys and call goofing around, kind of saying whatever the fuck we feel like. Me and Tasty and all the boys the other night, we did like e-girl slash bunny slash cow suit 5 mans, and in the title put world record attempts with Tasty and Cold One, and just, kind of clickbaited some people, but they came in and we're all just giggling, having a great fucking time. I feel like it's like you feel welcome.
Yeah.
Like shout out to Tasty as well, because he's very good at what he does. I've noticed this with streamers like MMORPG as well, where like their chat is fucking popping, and every person feels welcome because they read every message.
Yep.
They make sure that every message is read. They might die at top, and I've learned that from these guys. Like I said recently, even Chungus, I've learned recently that like I don't really care if I die at Sodasec or bloat or some shit or fucking whatever. If I'm like reading the chat, I'm making people feel welcome. Talking about whatever it is that they had asked me, brought up, linked, etc. And I think that's like really what it's more about. Like I said, is the connection to the raw stream. Like another stream without camera, Whale. Fucking love that guy. His
Yep.
stream is great. It's actually great. Like even Jake C, free Jake C. But I'm saying that man, how cool he is and shit like that. He could turn the camera off and he would be just as successful.
Yep.
At one point, I think I tweeted this probably about a year ago. And Sick Nerd replied, and he was just like, "Hey man, look, you've got to think about all the people that want to see you for you. They want to see you smile. They want to see you yell pog. They want to see all this other shit, and that'll be huge for like growth and development of emotes the connectivity to the people in the chat, want to see the smiles and shit like that. And I agree. I definitely agree. But like I said, at most times, I just wouldn't want to be seen on a camera or anything anyway. I'm sitting
Yeah.
here slouched back, eyebrows raised up, squinting into my screen at 6 in the morning, just chilling, man. Head
Yep.
bobbling along. Have you seen the homeless bopper mode I made of Secon? Me and Pizzax made. Bro, he looked. I'll pull it up for you right now. I just gotta send you
Yeah.
it, dude. He looked so rough, and he said, "Man, I look homeless, bro." And he dead looks into the camera and just starts head bobbling, and we made it like the greatest emote, dude.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
this shit.
So
Uh, yeah, like I said, it's just I appreciate that there's shit like this. I could see how the streamer feels and etc. But like same with Secon, I've seen him with and without camera, and I feel just as welcome and know he's having a good time or like just reclined and etc. I don't know, it's kind of cool. Like I said, I do think it's meta breaking or different. People don't really like this as much as if they could see somebody smiling or jumping around, doing some crazy green screen shit like Swing. Free the man, by the way, he did nothing wrong.
yeah.
Um,
I
I don't know. I do agree with both ends. I think that
yeah.
you could have a great stream with a camera, and I feel like you could have a great stream without a camera.
I agree. And I mean, just look at Hey Jace. I think he's like the pinnacle of like RuneScape
I
success
don't
without a
really listen
camera.
to his streams that often because of the music. It's just not
It's
what I'm into
DMB.
in any way. But like he has a cult.
Yeah.
He grinds. Like
Yep.
that man has a cult and he grinds,
And it
dude. Like
doesn't
he's
matter.
out here daily without a camera,
Face cams never
killing
mattered
it,
in his stream. And
killing it.
look at Iron Queen. Iron Queen
If she ever
she
talked,
doesn't
bro,
even
like
talk, and she got partnered. Like,
dude, I was almost
dude,
against that at first, and then I like chalked it up to I respect it.
yeah, that's
You feel me? Like at
insane.
first I was like that's fucked, and then I thought, but they grind hard as fuck, and they do make people feel welcome,
Yep.
and that people like the music, and they show up daily, and same thing.
Yeah.
Like it's just important to make people feel welcome and have like your own signature thing. I like that his question under this, or more so additional comment, is a lot of streamers spend money on a nice camera, lighting, mic, etc. to make the streams as widely appealing as possible to the general audience, whereas your streams is all about the vibe, unapologetically yourself and authentic, regardless of what efficient is on Twitch.
Yep.
I literally could not have said that any better. Like he summed it up, man. I'm just there. I'm having a great time. I don't have a good headset. I don't even have a camera. Fuck, I just barely got a PC from a laptop gamed thousands of hours on and shit. Like, you know what I mean? I just
Yeah.
been kind of doing my thing for as long as I can remember.
And that's the biggest part
And
about streaming is like you got to do your own thing. You can't
it's
please
it's helped me
everyone.
so much that I was able to like fund a PC. Like I have an actual computer now off of just the support from the boys over the past 14, 16 months, whatever it's been. And it's kind of unbelievable. That's another thing where I'm just like, dude, I don't know how I did this shit. Like everybody's just been so nice. I'm hella grateful to be where I'm at, whether it's just something small like that or a computer or a nice comment, some shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's sick. I like that what he said is because I'm very much supporting of people that have like all the nice shit. Tasty has done everything in his like position right now to upgrade all of his equipment. You know who T Papa Slices?
Yep.
That man is gonna be like a 200 viewer plus motherfucker minimum. He has it all, bro. He's
Yeah.
got the nice camera, he's got the lighting, the room behind him is ambient and crazy looking. He's funny as fuck.
Active as fuck just
That
in
active
general.
as fuck.
I see honestly that is so important. It's all it seems to be overlooked, but just streaming isn't enough. The activity in the community is so vital.
Agreed.
Like
I make it a
yeah.
point to like not even out of selfish reasons or anything if I plan to stream later that night or whatever. I make it a point to stop in on like everybody that day.
Yeah.
Just, hey man, what's up, Chungus? Yeah, you be good. Oh shit, Lopsy's live. Yo, what the fuck's up, Lopsy, dude? Hell yeah, blah blah blah. Go to Tasties for 20 minutes. Whale goes live. Go watch some Whale. Like,
Yep.
I love networking and I love watching the homies just like do their thing. And that's like I said, Tasty summed it up perfectly, man. The inefficient way of going about things on Twitch. And Chungus's comment makes me giggle a bit. He says, "Man, fuck that efficient fake shit. We just trying to provide our natural vibe to people who vibe on the same level."
Yep.
Very much the truth. I love that he progressed away from the camera. Just doesn't care. Like he said himself, he just doesn't want to be sitting there looking silly in front of a camera when he's relaxed at his I guess what people would call worse, but at his most like happy, reclined, you know?
Yeah.
And shit, I just don't really want to be seen like that. It's all about the music for me.
Yep.
And like I said, hopefully the gameplay, I'm okay at the game some days, others I'm not. But I try to provide like, you know what, somewhat complex content or shit that people could like feel involved within.
Yeah.
When I do run out of raids members and shit, or like everybody's burned, I'm just, hey, yo, who's trying to pull up, send some raids and shit. Yo, Olive does that a ton. Olive goes with some characters, bro. You know, he'll
Yeah.
just be kind of like, hey, man, who's trying to top? I'm not freezing though. I'm just kind of like, oh shit, this will be interesting, man. Like, let's see who he pulls off of just chat in 416 and whoever. It's fucking hilarious. I like
Yeah.
that guy's
Shout out
stream.
Olive.
Yeah, he's sick. I like that guy's stream.
Yeah. He was
Chungus put me on.
like a cold one and Olive were both those streamers that just how many attempts at partner, but they fucking stuck with it and look at them now, Fucking proud of them.
They kind of hope Chungus, dude. That man had more than enough viewers for like 2 years
I know he was pulling 300 viewers and he
every
still
day for
couldn't get it.
9 months, and they just eh.
Yeah. Fuck.
What is your thoughts on this one? Like, I know this is the generic response of, hey, what do you think afterwards? But like, I kind of, well, I don't know. I'm not kind of, but I'm definitely proud of what I've accomplished without a camera, without having to
Yeah.
be waving my arms around, acting silly,
And I don't think you
blowing
even need to
blowing
be
fat clouds. Like,
I feel like there's almost like a culture where it's like you have to be like apologetic about having a face cam. I don't
dude,
I,
never
yeah,
apologetic. Like he
just
said, unapologetically myself. I could
yeah.
care less. Like when people come in and they say either rude, racist, hateful, dumb, anything that I just don't feel should be in the community, I give them a nice little band, tell them enjoy the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'd rather not have people I don't want in the community there.
Yep.
So
That's something
I keep
hard
a
to learn.
pure, like happy place.
It's hard to do that when you're first a streamer. I think maybe you can agree, but just like banning people when you're first starting alpha as a streamer when they're just not
Dude,
giving you good vibes, but you don't
even
know
when I
how.
wasn't
Yeah, go
killing it,
ahead.
I guess, as much as I am lately or whatever. Just everybody coming through on a consistent basis. Same thing. I wouldn't allow it.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
for
good.
anybody coming in bringing weird, toxic shit, anything that I would feel uncomfortable or other people to make other people feel
Yeah,
uncomfortable. I just fucking ban them, bro. I learned that from Bodhi. I learned it from Chungus. Like,
just ban them.
Chungus literally just said, like, hey, man, if someone ever gives you trouble, ban them. They could figure it the fuck out later. Like,
Yep. No, it's the most beautiful tool. Just fucking ban them. But it's
man, unban
easier
request
said than
on my
done.
chest, yo. I love them shits. They're good.
Easier
Unban requests are hilarious.
easier said than done though when you're first starting out because and like
I
you're
I
pulling you're
know it
pulling
could hemorrhage and shit. I risk it,
no
you
that's
know.
good for you. I'm just saying for the average streamer like when you're pulling 3 viewers and you got somebody in there that's just barely crossing the line of making you feel uncomfortable, it sucks being in that position because it's not like they've done anything like wrong, but the way they're making you feel sucks. But you like need the viewers almost. But
Yeah.
when you got a community already, it's a lot easier. Just send them away. Like just that's all you have to do. But
I've noticed some communities being like so tight knit that if you weren't there for like the build up process, you just don't really feel welcomed. I don't like that shit.
yeah, then
You
you
know,
gotta
like
be
I could pop
welcoming.
into your chat or Fatty C's chat or let's see who's live right now. Like just one of the boys or something, man. Fucking like Rockets chat, bro. You go in there, everybody's having a great time. They're
Yeah,
just vibing with the men, gaming like a motherfucker.
yeah,
Um,
that's essential. Make people feel welcome.
and he is an established streamer and shit. People aren't mad that like you weren't there when he was 9 viewers and shit, like some of these 1,000 viewers and 800 viewer motherfuckers and shit. It's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Um, K Kona asks best way to reheat a Popeyes spicy chicken sandwich.
Man, you gotta have an air fryer in your life. I'm not sure if you have one,
I do have
but
one actually.
thank God. I knew you were a G. Hey, everybody needs to own
Dude,
an air fryer.
the best way to cook fries, like those frozen fries, put them in an air
Oh,
fryer.
absolutely.
Oh my
Best
god.
way to cook anything,
Oh
bro.
yeah.
My boy Nabe has one. He cooked like takeout pizza that he wasn't gonna eat, froze it, put it in there. He said it was the best pizza he's ever had in his life. Popeyes, bro, like, I'm a big fan of Popeyes. I feel they should cut me the check. I've had thousands of people, hundreds of people be like, "Damn, man, that Popeye sandwich on the screen, or this motherfucker keeps talking about these sandwiches. That does sound good." And they'll like go and order some and post the picture in my Discord. I'm just like, hell yeah. And I'm sitting thinking, yo, they should pay the boy. Um, but like, I love getting a couple extra, man. Knowing that I have the air fryer at home, I'll get like two for the day, maybe like two or three for later, and then I just
Jesus
like take
Christ.
the chicken, put it in the air fryer at like 250 for legit 20 minutes with one flip involved like halfway through. Then you put the buns facing upwards inside on like the fryer rack as well, another like minute or two. Kind of a crackhead and they love me at my Popeyes, so they give me like the extra tub of this hot spicy mayonnaise or whatever the fuck. So I put a little bit of that on there, good as new. It's like I
Damn.
literally just went and picked the shit up, bro.
See,
It's
I need to.
immaculate.
I don't use the air fryer as much as I just I feel like
It's
it
good
has
for
limited
everything.
use, but apparently it's got a
No, not at all, bro. You could refry chicken. You could cook an entire steak in that bitch and probably get medium rare. Like air fryers are next level. If it's got like the convection heat slash bake air fry option, whatever, then
yeah, yeah,
holy
yeah.
shit, game changing.
Damn. Okay.
Shout out Popeyes. Sponsor win. Pepe left.
Spongy T asks, or
Shout out.
Black Suns will honor it. Smokes Crack also shout out the boys. Shout out the boys real quick. Um,
Yes and yes.
Spongy
Oh, it's,
T Spongy T asks, what do you think of PSAC's goggles?
Honestly, that was one of the funniest streams I've ever seen, bro. I made mention of it to you earlier that this man was just like, bro, look what I figured out, man, in Discord, and he just like pulls up these e-girls behind him, and it's just P-Sacks there in a hot tub or like a kiddie pool or whatever they're passing off as hot tubs now with his fucking goggles from like swim class 10 years ago on, and he's all just like, hell yeah, bro, look, and he grabs like where you move the scene or the sticker or image, whatever you want to call it were of him, and he starts hitting the backstroke and shit. I'm just like, Jesus
Jesus.
Christ, this guy is a freak, man. And then he goes live on Twitch with it. He got a little backlash. People are just like, why is this guy's title Booba? And he's just green screened in front of plenty of great women. Like, it was too funny, dude. Honestly, big fan of the goggles.
Yeah. Now he's
There's another question of P-Sex that I wanted to like, get
go
to.
for it.
It's so good. Let me see. Let me find it. Fuck, man, he has like 9 of them. He was
I
persistent.
know, I kept
Holy
seeing him.
shit. Holy fuck, I can't even find it.
Okay, let's cover
Oh,
this one.
okay.
Oh
He
yeah,
said,
go ahead.
shout out the Uncle Light Discord with all the homies. Not a Discord out there with better roles. This is true. Almost everybody that's made an impact in any way has a special role. It might be kind of like disrespectful in some way or not, but you know, it sticks with them, and then they learn to love it.
That's cool.
Do you think you will ever get rid of Dirt Nerd? We're working on it. No, I'm playing. Have you ever wrongly permed someone and then became friends with them? What is the line between banter and trolling? So that's the funny story I was telling you about P-Sex earlier. Like the man was probably already, 3, 4 months into my chat. He's a pretty cool guy. I thought he was all right every now and then. He joins the Discord. Him and Bad Ideas. You probably know that guy, James.
He's permed in my
And it,
stream.
yeah, he's probably the same in mine, honestly. Yeah, him, Dirt Nerd, PSAX, etc. Secon, all arguing about chess every fucking night, etc. in the call.
Yeah.
And so he was active around the community and shit like that quite a bit. I think one night he popped in on me. I was pissed. So something had gone wrong that night, bro. This is ages ago. Ages ago. And he comes in from a Donda raid, and the quote is just like a better streamer than Uncle Raid shitter or something. I was just kind of like, man, fuck P-Sax. And I straight up just clicked the perm button on him. And for like weeks on end, and he like left the Discord at that point because I permed him. I was just like, yo, get the fuck out of here, P shitter, suck Zach or something, And he was just like, damn. So he like left the community,
Oh my
and
god.
I didn't hear from him for ages, man. And I guess in Swing's chat once or twice he tried to like at me, and I'm just AFK, and or I ignored it.
Yeah, yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
might have been a dickhead and ignored it.
Yeah.
Um, he reaches out to Secon. So many months have gone by, like 6 months. I honestly do feel really guilty and feel bad that I permed him and didn't reach out to the man or ever. Like there was an unban request at this time.
Yeah.
So like I feel bad that I kind of hoed him on it. He'd be like a year plus sub because he was like an OG supporter and shit. But like I said, he just pissed me off at the wrong time, and
Yeah.
like I perm banned him, and it wasn't until he reached out to Secon and they wrote a beautifully worded novel for me. Like this was easily 3 paragraphs of just why PSAX was in no way in the wrong, why I perceived it wrong and how I should have perceived it, and how he wanted to be free because he just fucked with the movement, man. And I was just like, damn, bro, you really had Sekon read that to me
Damn.
on a stream, just right then and there, man. It was beautiful. Like it was so fucking hilarious at one point. Like it's kind of funny that that happened and that this is what it had to come down to unban the man, but it was actually just so well written shit. I just said, yeah, I'll unban him. Like,
Shout out
holy fuck.
PSAX.
I
Shout out
didn't know it was
Secom.
like that, man. So like unban PSAX. And like he said, and then became friends with them. Yeah, I actually like PSAX. Everybody was just like in my stream and shit. Even the other night, someone said, "Hey, man, I thought we hated PSAX around here," and I said, "Yeah, we hate PSAX around here, but he's all right
All my
sometimes, you
homies
know."
fucking hate him. Yeah.
Yeah, we fucking hate P-Sex, but he's all right. We like him.
Oh my
Hate the
god.
fucking guy, but we like him. Like, yeah, this is really funny. The
Damn.
line between banter and trolling, honestly, how it's conceived by one party or the other via the fucking internet and no punctuation in limited chat characters, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's between banter and trolling. Because everybody thinks I'm just out here to cause a scene, that I'm yelling, I'm just being a dickhead trying to speak over people and shit. And like what I said earlier is it's just something I enjoy doing. If people like me through the however they perceive that, the stigma that I'm just this weird, loud, fucking angry motherfucker or whatever, shout out.
All right. Shit.
Yeah, that's a great question, P6.
Milky asks, should keyboards have permanently stuck caps lock, and why is it a yes? Is yours?
Yes.
Is yours perm stuck? Like, can you make a
Nah, dude.
mistake?
Yeah, but I don't. I've made mistakes.
Like, there's
Um,
some things that just can't be capitalized. Like,
there's
yeah.
Oh, if you mean just like in like General Republic where everybody can see everything I do, like I said, I still text my family, my moms, my grandma, everybody in caps and shit. But like I've only ever messed up on Twitch or per se like a Discord once or twice, dude. And
Damn.
literally the homeboy Corky, shout out Corky, he fucking one ticked it for me. He just said, bro, ain't nobody. He said, ain't nobody trying to see you out here like that, King, or something, and just one tick the shit for me,
Fucking
bro. Like,
homie.
yeah, like it. Nobody saw
Damn.
it. Not a
Damn.
single person but Gorky saw me put like one or two fucked up lowercase letters in my shit, dude. I was like, yo, shout out. Like,
That's
shit,
humble.
when you think you're a human finally, someone comes and saves the day, bro. No, I'm playing. But yeah, that was cool as fuck.
All
But yeah,
right.
I definitely have fucked up once or twice, but I'm usually on mobile too.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's so
Oh,
ingrained into
shit.
my
Yeah.
muscle memory, my thumb hits double caps no matter what. I might see the keyboard light up with lowercase and I double caps or whatever. Double tap it to get caps again. Like I can't not.
That's insane.
Insane. It's actually insane.
All right. Dirt Nerd asks, why is Dirt Nerd so goated?
He's so goated, bro. He's just so fucking different. His build is just so different. He's just goated.
Okay.
Yep.
Shout out Dirt
That's
Nerd.
I think that's the answer he wanted. So
Okay. Boogard asks, what would be your ideal Raids 3 future PVM content? Ideas for rewards. Guess we kind of already covered this a little bit, but what do you think about rewards? Have you had any in mind, that things that you would like come into the game?
I'd like to speak a little more on like the actual concept of Raids 3 and less what the like rewards and shit is. How do you feel about if more so of this game was actually flicking like the Inferno? Off ticks, things that aren't. If you're camping this prayer and clicking yellow, you can't die. Like I'm so sick of that shit in this game right now at this point. Like if you have enough yellow in your inventory, you could do anything in this game. Like it's just kind of cheesy. Like I love the Inferno because of you have to be like on a time rhythm, like a rhythmic pattern of just oh fuck, range, mage, melee. Range, mage. Oh, I killed that. Now I go to this other side. Like I'd like to see more shit like that within raids,
I th-
especially raids 3.
I think
I
we're
want to
gonna
be
get
able
that.
to variate like types of damage hitting me. Maybe it's hella fatal. If I fuck up on that mage shit, I hate being hit a 70 and I fuck up every now and then. It definitely happens.
Yep.
But I think that's good. That's motivating to know that if you fuck up, you will be punished, and like the game needs more of that.
Yeah. I think Raids 3 is gonna be pretty
Movement
tough.
is very important. I hate Sodasek the boss, but I really like the concept of the maze that everybody must be in sync.
Yep.
There's very little time that you could be behind or ahead realistically.
Yep.
I fuck with it.
Yeah, I'm fucking excited. I think. Well, you know what? I'll answer ideas for
The
rewards.
rewards thing. Yeah, yeah.
Rewards. I've already talked about. I've already talked about the special ring. If you guys want to hear more about that, go check out the Tasty Cast. But I really want this other reward, and that is the new wand. It's a charged wand similar to a trident or a sanguinesti, but it's a 2-tick attacking short range wand, and it'll be basically like the mage equivalent of a blowpipe. So it'll be better than a sanguinesti DPS wise, but you can't use it everywhere because it's short range. It's like a
Would
four.
this be in any way like a meta for Raid 3?
I mean, I don't know if you'd use it. I don't know what the hell they're gonna have for Raid 3 meta. Like probably Tebow or some
You think
bullshit.
that would be good though? Like if you were to get this piece of equipment to benefit you further in the new raid specifically, like would that be more driving for people to want to learn it and camp these items and shit?
Like, yeah, no. I think like if I'm understanding you correctly, I think what would be cool is like a Raids 3 room or whatever, like a boss encounter that does shoot out a bunch of shit like Nilo, where it's like a bunch of different
Yeah,
monsters, but there is magic attacking, and you have now this wand that fucking 2-ticks them, And so it's
that'd be
something
sick.
that's like crazy good item, but
They got to do something with magic.
yeah, like
It's pretty good, but it's not as good as it
you
could be,
can't
even with the release of Nightmare Stabs. It's just not what Mage could be,
exactly.
honestly.
And this would fill like a bunch of niches because yeah, you can't use it at chambers like soloing because you don't have the distance. It would also be really
Could you
fucking weird.
manipulate that somehow? You know, people like Molgo and Port Kazar and all these kids would find a way to make that work.
Oh yeah, no, that's the exciting part is there is ways to get
Yeah,
around it, but
fuck yeah.
I think a 2-tick attacking wand, not a fucking giant ass lamppost, fucking nightmare staves that look like lamps, or just any other staff that has like a bat
Yeah,
on it or an owl, but like a legitimate wand. Like just give me that shit, a charged wand, and honestly, make it charged with wrath runes or like soul runes, something that we don't fucking use, like some runes that need some usage. I was thinking soul runes and lavas. Make lavas great again, man. Just have us
yeah.
shooting out fucking lava out of a wand.
I think you mentioned the lava thing on the lane cast. You were just
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
everybody got hundreds of thousands of fucking lavas at this point. Make them useful.
yeah. No, I just think it would be dope for a 2-tick staff or sorry, a 2-tick wand to come into the game, and I feel like it would fill some niches and be a very good reward. I'm also a huge fan of that spec ring. There was also one other idea, but I can't think of it right now.
I'm not really sure in what way the game needs the power creep. I feel like Melee's getting a bit stagnant, and what was Mage, we all know, is stagnant. It's like it's just been kind of outdated even with new released items. I don't know how they'll power creep this game though to keep new shit interesting like rewards. It has to be beneficial to more places than one to be good. Um, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to
Like I'm
see.
thinking this like little wand that you're talking about would be fucking incredible at like Zora or something, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
would it be better than like a Tebow or something? You just fucking mage the shit down on green phase hella fast. Like I feel
Yeah.
like it'd be really good. It's a cool idea. Like I'm sitting there thinking maybe like I said, the tick manipulation thing, or hit it with this and then switch to this for 2 ticks and then another 2 ticks, like Molgoat or somebody. These kids will find some shit out at Chambers and like
Yep.
just new metas and shit would be so cool to see right now.
I just find it very bland that like our only charged staves are all like 4-tick attacking. Like, come on, like give us
Yeah,
some variety. Give us some short distance attacking fucking wand. Like, it'd be
it
so
does
goddamn
seem that
dope.
like all the weapon tick recycles are getting a bit boring.
Yeah. But
Blowpipe's dope.
they're very easy to balance because any faster ticking weapon gets exponentially more powerful with any armor upgrade. And that's just the way it has to be because you're getting double DPS over a 4-tick attacking weapon when you have a
True.
2-tick. So it's just
Shit, dude.
very hard to
RNG
balance.
plays into that. It just by default could be better.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
insane.
okay. Swang asks, "Are you actually an uncle?"
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like I've got like nieces and nephews and shit. Pretty wide family spread throughout like the country and shit like that. And
I
I'm
got one
his
niece.
uncle. I'm your uncle. I'm everybody's uncle. I'm the uncle of Twitch, bro. You know what I mean? Yes,
God, I
sir.
want you to get that fucking username now. I had no
To me
idea
too.
it wasn't taken. You got to get that.
It's got like it's got like 50 follows, 100 something views, dude.
Um, yeah, no, I have one niece, just and God, it's kind of cool being an uncle, but I haven't seen my niece since she was like 6 months old, and she's like
Like
three and a
I'm
half now.
I'm sure people haven't really like broken down on it. Like his question's as close as it gets, I think. The whole uncle thing came from just being like once again the same way I am now. I was telling you earlier, like I'm all for seeing people win. I want people to self-promote, want to see other people do good. Like back when I was doing music and et cetera and touring and doing other shit like that, people just called me Unc because I was always like someone they could come chat shit to. I was just always around. Like, the uncle at the barbecue or some shit like that, just the OG. Like, it's funny as fuck, man, but it's stuck. And I really like it. Being like, uncle is just the shit.
Yeah, that's sick.
And it's pretty, it sticks, man. Like people remember the name, like I said, whether they like me or not, they'll remember the name.
Yep. Okay, RSGF asks,
Legend.
I want to know what inspires Uncle besides Catgirls, or she wants to know what inspires you, and then what besides Catgirls factors bring him joy and motivate him through his life. Then we have one more question from her, but we'll cover the first one first. What inspires you, and
Mm,
what brings you joy? I know. Well, I can already fucking guess it. Music.
exactly. But what inspires me? Kind of adds in addition to the last one is that just like, I've seen a couple of my homies do this shit and become very successful and they're still happy doing it. It's inspiring to keep like not only grinding the game, but grinding the goal of streaming,
Yeah.
doing it for selfish reasons of like of my own, just wanting to enjoy the stream no matter what. Like I said, loud music, raids, Tob, just whatever the fuck, man. Like just like I said, successful homies of mine that I've seen do it from the ground up is great. I want to eventually, like I said, get back into other hobbies of mine, maybe go to school and shit like that. So there's hopes of like something better as
Yeah.
well. It's inspiring. What besides cat girls? Shout out. Like I said, man, there was this one time right on Twitter, I just said, because like I like anime girls, I like 3D women, I like the cosplay women, all that shit. My Twitter's definitely not friendly for most people. I told T Papa, I tweeted him and I said, "Yo, T Papa, so, advance apologies for the timeline, man. Please don't ever leave my Twitter open around your wife or something." And he was just like, "Oh fuck, bro, I might need a password, dog." Like, fucking love that guy. But like I don't know, like I said, women are beautiful. I think it's great that they use like either sexuality or just like the looks that they enjoyed or whatever to feel empowered and shit. And so at one point I tweeted, "Shout out all 2D and 3D women." And this man Exilth, he replies to me and says, "What about 4D women?" And I said, "Yo, send me a link." And all I know is Mofo cropped that shit and sent it to Whale and it's been in the slideshow since. He one tick the crop on that bitch, dude. I said, "Yo, link," or something like hit me with that link, bro. It's too funny.
Oh my
Like,
god.
joy and motivate me. Music, um, like I said, seeing other people happy, as cheesy as that sounds, like people come to my stream and it's weird as fuck. It's a weird stream. I looked at it the other day from the third party perspective of seeing my shit on mobile or something real quick when I ran to the kitchen, and I was just kind of like, this is a weird fucking place, man. But like, if it
Yeah.
makes people happy and they come in, they could feel like they could chat shit with me and be like, "Yo, so and so's going on," but I'm just like reclining, vibing or something is great. Brings me joy for sure. What motivates me is just like, my family's worked dummy hard their whole lives and shit, and they're kind of at jobs they don't really like still to this day. And I want to like not in any way like flex or whatever, but I want to like make it that far by doing something I don't hate.
Yeah.
Like you said, you never thought you'd be here. I never thought I'd be here.
Yep.
Shit, even years ago, I never thought I'd be doing what I was doing then. Like, it's just always have found an alternative way to like, I don't know, seek happiness and try to like make money in a career and a path and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out Alyssa, man.
Yep.
She's a fucking legend at this game.
She is.
Literally, me, Zertnerd, and M16 took her on her very first raids. She was wearing the Void with the 12 fucking brews. And then months later, she's better than all of us in solo stop.
Yeah. No, she's a
It's
fucking
actually
gamer.
impressive, dude.
Yeah,
Like
no.
literally months, like 6 months, 7 months later, she's soloed up. Where it's like, God damn, what are we doing, bro? We're all still dying in 3 mans. Like,
Yeah.
God damn.
No, she's very
Also, what is the most positive impact of RS? The community. Honestly, the community, bro. I've made friends here that I never would meet otherwise, and that are like actual friends. You know, we might not see each other, we're not dapping each other up, hanging out at parties and etc. But we all meet together. We're all there just to like be together in game and etc. and shit like that, and it's great. I think everybody loves this community, bro. Even Little Dad, like Little Dad, you said you didn't know him, is the godfather of OSRS Twitch.
I've
He
seen his
was
name.
he was the backhand man, the carry of all of Let2's raids, even if he wasn't the best topper because of how fucking funny and how much he brought to the streams was, dude. Like Let2 and him would just sit there, they would die laughing, cracking up for 6 to 8 hours a night every night. It was immaculate. And then Little Dad was like pretty much the first playlist to be all rap in RuneScape that I knew of, still know of basically. It's like him and Jimbo that only play rap, like some crazy like hype shit, man. Like I don't know, it's cool. Like he's the godfather of Twitch. Everybody knows him. He said the other day he was just like, bro, I'm honestly done with the CS:GO community and how toxic everything with these FPS games are, and I just want to come back to RuneScape. I miss the community. And it's huge. Like honestly, that's fucking huge. It's years since he's actually actively played, and he's still thinking about coming back and raiding with Secon and Casey and Chemistry and me and fucking Hootie Tootie and just anybody, like all the boys.
That's sick.
Yeah, dude, he like I don't know. That puts like a definite reassurance that this is probably the best community.
Yeah, no, 100%. I don't even know any of their gaming community. I just already know that the
I
old
don't feel
school.
welcome in some of them, man.
Yeah,
Like I said, I went to the anime community the other day because I love that shit. I like watching the art. People draw like the women or like ninja samurai war scenes, just digital
yeah.
editings of like background effects, like buildings and shit and etc. And the one night, couple nights ago, I was just typing like I normally would, and the mod comes at me and was just like, "Look, clown, you need to stop typing and capture your banned." And I said, "All right,
Damn.
bro, chill the fuck out." And he just banned me. And then I got unbanned and came back and just said, bro, you're cringe. And they just said, don't call the mods cringe. You're cringe and ban me again. I was just like, bro, like, I've been here subbing to this man that draws this art for like 3 months. And one of the mods had an issue with me and now I'm burned. Like, yeah, that's like what multiple people have asked. My bad. I'm choking on some coffee right now. Multiple people have asked, like, do you see posing issues and shit by doing this? And I definitely have. Like I said, I definitely get looked at and people are like, yo, this angry fucking clown, get him out of here. Like,
Yeah.
he said most people get banned for all caps in these larger streams, and I was just like, damn, I guess. Like, fuck, man. I know if I went to XQC or something, I'd probably be banned, but not just some art dude, 200 viewers. Like,
Yeah.
like it's sad to try to close off communities because of something so stupid.
Yeah. Okay. Mofo, he has a like a
Like
twit
a
longer or something.
like a giant photo.
Yeah, he says you can't even read it on my end, but it says
Oh, come
what
on, bruh.
what is it like to be able to miss? A lot of streamers seem to try to fit the mold of success, thinking they will achieve it themselves. You have been successful doing your own thing while not being afraid to speak your mind. This is respectable and a breath of fresh air. Have you noticed times when staying true to yourself has been difficult or off-putting?
I like his very first statement because as we all know, Mofo cannot miss. The man could be down two arms, 3 point line, somehow still make the shot. He's fucking insane. The man does not miss. Um, a lot of streamers seem to try to fit the mold. Honestly, so true, man. I see it all the time. People are just like playing the Jace Face playlist, the Drum and Jace, whatever, the Liquidity mix that just dropped because it's the newest, hottest thing in the world. A lot of the same kind of like content is recycled and just done by like, hey man, sub raids every day, etc. I don't know. It seems like I get what he's saying. Like it seems like it's just you have to do what people have done prior to be successful. And I kind of disagree with that. Like I was saying, I try to do my own thing. I'm not a very solo inclined player. but I do like the Inferno and shit so much because it's so difficult and it's just like a breath of fresh air. I get to do something by myself that I feel I'm okay at and that's really good, whether people like watching it or not. You know, I don't, I'm not a solo cock streamer or a group come here and join me all the time kind of guy
Yeah.
just because it's popular. Um, Thinking they'll achieve it themselves. I hope everybody gets success, man. Honestly, like if anybody's doing this shit and they're seeking success and they're putting the hours in, you gotta want to see them win.
Yeah.
You've been successful doing your own thing, with not being afraid to speak your mind. This is respectable, breath of fresh air. Much love, appreciate it, mofo. Have you noticed times when staying true to yourself has been difficult or off-putting? Yeah, dude, like you guys have no idea. It's something so little, just the all caps thing. I get everything from fucking just arguments to abandoned streams to shit one or two times, death threats, people bagging on me in Discord and shit, like random messages because my Discord's completely open. Anybody could find me and message me. I don't do the don't message me option in any Discord or whatever. Like, I don't know. It's definitely caused some issues, but like I said, I just kind of laugh it off because it's not worth my time. I don't care. I'm not, I don't know. I'm not out here trying to like befriend every single person or be the most appealing thing ever.
Yeah.
And and if that's like that's what I'm saying, if that means just staying true and like minding my own business at the end of the day and not paying it any mind, that's what I do. And it's so many like real people appreciate it too is the thing, dog. Like I said, I'm here with you. Chunk is one of the greatest people I know. He's the fucking homie, supports me in what I do entirely. One of my favorite streamers of all time on Twitch, Shamana. He's just an OG fucking streamer, dude. Like he made the original Kiss a Home emote. Shama Dab, Shama Kiss, the two dudes just going at it like and shit like that. And his streams just always been so based, bro. Like when I was banned for my name change of being Uncle Bitches being mass supported, he like added the free Uncle emote to his chat. It was every single day. He just, hey man, free my man's Uncle Bitches. He did absolutely nothing fucking wrong. Like he used his voice every day. Same with Whale. For 90 days, Whale had hashtag free uncle is his title. The day I
Damn.
popped in his chat with a hey guys, he said, no fucking way. Is that it's him? And he just changed the title. Uncle is free. Like he
Damn.
said every day that I will not delete this title until my homie is fucking free. He did nothing wrong. And like I'm saying, it's just crazy to think there's so many people out here, like genuine fucking great people that ride with me, even if I am like a bit different or whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
or have this quote unquote gimmick as people see it and shit like that. It's just beautiful,
Shout out
you
Whale.
know?
Goddamn. I had no idea.
All the homies, everybody that's posted here, I honestly love them all, bro. It's crazy. Like, I know almost every single one of these people. And I appreciate that because these are who I'm talking about. Ignoble, Dirtner, PSX, Jimbo. We had like a fallout at one time, but I really respect Jimbo as a person, and so we're friends again. Like straight up, it was just kind of like a hey man, misunderstanding. Let's hug it out type shit. Um, yeah, like Tasty and shit. Tasty's the fucking future of this game. May he
Yeah.
help
He's the future of
guide this
Twitch, dude.
fucking
He's
game.
beyond this
Like yeah,
game.
yeah, it's true, 100% true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? May he help guide this game to somewhere good. Shit, people have started playing this game because they're like, yo, like you a lot, found you on YouTube. I'm a noob now. Like I just made an account and shit. Just like, god damn.
Yep.
It's crazy to see. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of all I've got from Mofo. I said I really like Mofo.
Shout out
And I want to
Mofo.
see that man get partnered and shit too because he
He
puts the
will.
hours in. He's a
Easy.
likable guy. He's fucking insane at this video editing and all that shit, dude. Like his new video with Tasty,
Yeah.
check it out.
I did.
Great. Like actually fucking really, really like different edits than most people would do. It's not the typical blur the background RuneScape video, whatever. It's
Yeah.
sick.
Mofo's a talented dude.
He's sick. He doesn't miss. Mofo doesn't miss.
All right. Adwam asks, what did you do to Yagex to get given the worst RNG in Gillinor? Shout out Adwam. I got my
I love
Adwam egg
Adwam.
shirt while they were
Do
available.
you?
Yep.
I think I need to buy one off the man and have him send me one or something for all the referrals. I
I
mean,
will admit, it makes me feel so uncomfortable wearing it in public. Just a man's half face on my fucking t-shirt. Like,
I want one of the variation I made of the egg hard, where it's like that egg with the trihex afro.
yeah.
Like I use it sometimes as like my F12 button. It used to be the meme of like when someone accidentally flashed a plugin or like the laying in bed, while Zarpus is getting soloed wham streams of put up the egg. And so I've got just like a giant egg heart on a scene. It's so sick.
Oh my
Um,
god.
what did I do to Gegex to get given the worst RNG in Galanor? Rumor has it my first words out of the womb was fuck Jagex. That might have something to do with it.
Jesus.
But no, I'm playing. I'm playing. I do feel cursed though sometimes in this game, man. Like
But you
it's
got an
not
early Tebow.
RNG of way I don't get a Tebow every raid. It's just like I feel when things are going good, they just go disastrous oftentimes. And it does kind of like change the mood, man. Like I said, I'll just be killing it. Jazz music's playing, saxophones are going, you're just vibing and shit, and then I just get stomped out 6 rooms at top, or I'm going for a Zuck task, and 3.5, 4 hours into the stream, I still haven't gotten a task. Like, it happens to Rocket, like my boy Case Ace, one of my favorite people, the shout out Case Ace. He himself said a long time ago, he said, bro, I go to school, I got a full-time fucking job. I don't have time to come home and do 4.5 hours of skipping every day when I want to stream one task. Like,
Yep.
it just sucks that that shit happens. And that's more so like the RNG is just like me having a bad day or just literally not accomplishing anything that I set out to accomplish that day is what I think he's getting at. Also, he's seen me do a lot of Inferno. I've watched Wham do hundreds of Infernos. He's watched me do like literally all of mine. I've learned everything I know from him and Pink and Neen and Resh and Mez and Jimbo and just all the fucking boys, dude. They're just all insane at the Inferno. Um, he's like literally seen me killing it, man, doing the best two tick I could do, like to my capabilities. Miss one flick, 70-48. Just, bruh, like I
So
don't tank,
unfortunate.
man. I never tank, bro. Have you ever seen me at Soda Sex, AB?
No.
If you've ever been like in a stream when I'm going into soap, bro, I walk in, I hit the
You
hammer, I say, oh fuck yeah, 50 melee, 48 mage orb, instant range one, six
Dude,
ticks, dead. Like,
I have
bruh,
okay, so
that's all I can say some days.
speaking of bad RNG, I have never tanked a Zook hit. I've probably died from Zook, I think probably 10 times. Never tanked it. But
200
I see
KC, I've tanked 9 hits now, dude.
I've
Nine
ne-
hits and 200 KC.
yeah, that's like my luck, I guess.
That's a
But
good
dude,
ratio,
do you
actually.
see
Like,
people
better
like
for
dude
me now.
okay, I don't know if you remember the famous Adwam like wall touch. Like
Yeah.
he just
Absolutely, dude.
ran to
That's
the other
Adwam
side.
is one of my favorite people. Not only am I his lawyer and a good friend of him, etc., but he's just such a good dude.
He's such a good dude.
Incredibly talented in his humor and just like he low key is kind of originally the don't give a fuck about anything streamer
Yep.
as far as RuneScape goes. Like that man's vibing with the pink light behind him, wearing a fucking robe as a poncho, just chilling, bro. Like it's just having a great time.
Love the man.
He's so sick.
Okay, we're like just over halfway. Jesus Christ. We got some like
Perfect.
funny stuff, so some of them are pretty
Yeah.
quick. But what or would love to see some thought on both of you on third party clients, what Jagex needs to do about maintaining some order in that respect. I think we kind of already went through this, but you can't it's inevitable at this point. We can't go back to the older times. People want old Wildy back. People want all this old shit back. It's like we we're in a time now where
I'm definitely on like the more black market side of the shit, and I see what is capable and what is done and shit. And don't get me wrong, there's some features I use, like I said, people don't agree with. Mostly quality of life. I don't like the numbers. I don't like bullshit on my screen. I don't like shit telling me where to go, where to stand, any of that dog shit that's like
yeah,
actually against the rules that they full on come out against. So seeing clients like that blue light dog shit and OpenRS sell like OpenRS, dude, they sell literal bots, man. You pay $100 a month and the game plays itself for you while you're at work for fucking 24 hours a day. Like,
yikes.
it's disgusting, man. I definitely want to see something done, although I support the client side of it. I know the people directly that make the client I play and shit like that, and it's great. Like some of these features are immaculate, but anything that does seem too broken, I just don't want to use, man. At risk of knowing, like, one, I could be banned, two, it takes away from the gameplay. And then, like I said, then you got other people out there, like, bro, my boy actually did use that open shit, and he was a PK. It puts a box above the other person's head to simulate a one tick double Gmaul. and you could hotkey it. Fucking click an H
Jesus.
and you just do drop the person. Like it's disgusting, bro. There's so much wrong with this shit right now. But one, like you said, it's too far to really go back. Most of it is undetectable. Not not the open shit though. They claim it is, and people are permed daily on it, and they just block them and kick them out of the Discord.
Yikes.
That's cringe as fuck. Um, but yeah, like I said, I do think Jagex needs to take a step on it eventually, and hopefully they go about it the right way. You
Yeah.
know, maybe they do add low RAM, add like I use one that's like a Nilo highlighter in my NPC highlighter indicators thing. I've got one specifically to check like each of the three boxes, just whatever role I am. It's just quality of life. I don't have to type in Nilocus fucking Toxolobos or whatever every time
Yeah.
and shit like that. Just little things like information plugins. There's one, people know it is socket and shit like that. Could show specs. It's abusive for like mazes and nightmare alting and all sorts of shit like that. But the plugin itself, I feel, should be in the game. Like that should be a RuneLite feature to know when your homeboy hit a spec or if he needs avenge or how much prayer they have and etc. Because it used to be, it was done originally through Discord party, and all of that shit was fine at the time. So it's just crazy to see that like things that used to be in the game are banned now.
Yeah.
Like prayer reorder. Chungus touched on this topic yesterday. Like I only ever really used it to put my offenses underneath the respectable prayer, like the rig directly under range and shit. Like this was years ago though. I loved the X kind of prayer that you have to do at like Nilo Boss and Inferno and shit like that. But like Calvino flicking kind of style.
Yeah.
So I'm completely fine with that not being in the game, but there are a lot of people who would want it. And he says he believes it was only voted down because it mostly benefited PKers. Honestly, like there was like a bout between PVMers and PKers a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was all fuck their updates.
I'm trying to think because I do remember that prayer reorder was kind of a big topic.
There's more broken plugins on Plugin Hub than there is on Uncle Light. I'm not kidding you, dude.
No,
Like
there.
the numbers, the shit that removes
Yeah.
click boxes of combo runes, the
I'm
shit that tells you where to stand, the shit that tracks your
I am
fucking
too
bank.
I am too unfamiliar with how many plugins there are. You seem to know a little bit more, but
Absolutely.
when I think of RuneLite plugins, approved ones that are not against the rules, and
Most
but
of this plugin shit is so borderline though, dude.
oh
It's
yeah, no, no,
unreal.
no,
Like,
I completely
Temperos
agree.
played the game for me, man. Swang had a couple numbers on his crabs. Temperos told me where to stand, how long to stand there, and fucking if I was gonna get knocked down or not or whatever. Like what the fuck?
Yeah. Okay, so again, unfamiliar with. It's not like I've tried every single fucking plugin hub one, but there's some that aren't really
I do
borderline, but
support it, though. I'm glad to see the game
yeah,
growing in that way.
yeah.
Quality of life.
Yeah, quality of life's amazing, but yeah, there is a where do you draw the line? Because some of the time we might not think the line is or that line is a good position. Because remember when I don't know if you not like you ever fucking thieved ham members, but they
I did.
banned they banned left
Used to love it.
they banned left clicking ham members. That was a bannable offense. Like you'd get banned for doing that, and then they just made it an update. Now it's just quality of life. It's like
Yeah, all you had to do was like turn off your attack options, and they like redundantly added an update that was surpassable.
yeah, but it was like just bannable if you tried to left click it. Like you could menu entry swap it
Holy
with
fuck.
RuneLite at the time, but you would have been banned for it. But then all of a sudden they're like, okay, whatever. So there's nothing.
Yeah.
It's really hard to say where the line is because they also banned like this is back when they just basically banned RuneLite for a time. Just any
Yeah.
plugin basically. And menu entry swapper, like it was hard to play without. It was like actually painful to play without it. And it's like I don't wanna I'm it's so hard to say because it's like I would definitely rather have if there was only two options, have no plugins at all or have plugins that are like, you know, borderline game break. Obviously,
Agreed.
if anything plays the game for you, that's bad. Like that's
See,
obviously
once
bannable.
again, like I said, there's so much of that, and I don't support it. Anything that takes away from actual skill in the game, or just like quality of life, man, maybe swapping around some deposit and fucking withdrawal options and etc. You know what I mean? Like, that shit should be fine.
Yeah.
The crab hitboxes thing, they're a problem. That shit should be fixed on its own. Like that should be done just, not for the sake of like because it's been done by a plugin or whatever the fuck, but because it's just needs to be done by the game
Yeah.
to be playable. And you know what I mean. We were talking about the one specifically at like the purple crab and red crab and shit earlier,
Yep.
being just as large
Huge
as
clip
Verzik.
box. Yep. Okay. Let's get through some more of these. What are some of the biggest struggles you have with streaming at late hours and just in general? Problems with Twitch life and work balance, etc. Also, I'm not cursed. Love friend zones. Or
So I gotta see. Yeah, I think he is cursed. You know what I mean? Like I'll be having a great raid, everything's good. I look over and there's a hey guys from that man, and I get quadruple flight at bloat or something. Like, it's just I think he's a bit cursed, man, honestly. I like the guy. I tell him all the time, like, yo, you're nice and all, but like, bro, you kind of bad luck. Um, what are some of the biggest struggles streaming at late night? I do feel that I don't take the most opportune times to stream. But as I was mentioning earlier, I like to be in pretty much all the boys' streams and shit. Like, it's not the smartest choice of me to grow my channel this way or whatever the fuck, but I like to be around supporting others. And, well, my internet's the best at like 10, 11 at night when the servers chill the fuck out. People have hopped off the game, all the bot farms are sleeping or just not on. Like, so, like, I do play at some pretty weird hours, and I do feel it affects the growth of the channel. But it also, like I said, it's kind of what I've been doing forever, and
yeah,
it's just what people know me for. So if I go live at 10 p.m. or like 1 p.m. or something, it's not unnormal.
yeah,
Shit, I did a couple daytime streams recently. They went okay. They're pretty good, but people also popped in and were just like, "Damn, bro, it sucks that you're like live when I'm at work, and now I have to miss this or whatever the fuck." And it's just kind of like, "Damn, that's like a regular. That's the homie right there."
yeah. I've switched my time zone so many my streaming schedule so many times, and like
Really,
you can't appeal to everyone because like I
this is
started
true.
off streaming early mornings, and then I went to like degenerate hours where I was streaming like 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. and
What is your
like
schedule right now? You go pretty much as like I'm ending after doing like the other night. You were just like, hey man, around this time tomorrow. I just thought, bro, I just did like 9 hours or some shit. It's 6 in the morning. I just hosted the boy. Fuck no,
see,
like
that's the thing. I don't know what other people's schedules are, but yeah, like I've switched off. Like I've even done like late mornings, afternoons, evening streams, and like you just can't appeal to everyone. Like you're gonna just
yeah.
you get
So
new
that's
viewers,
kind
but
of the
then you're
freedom
pissing
of it
off
though.
your old viewers. You know?
Yeah, like with where you're at right now, that's the freedom of it, dude. You're just doing whatever the fuck you want. And the people that are gonna show up are gonna like make the effort to show up.
Yeah. I it could be I could definitely have a better schedule and it'd just be better, but
Same.
I'm very blessed to just be able to go
I
live
also
whenever.
don't really like the idea of feeling like I'm getting like spoon-fed other people's viewers and raids and et cetera
Yeah.
and shit. And I mean, I know that's good for channel growth, but could also stagnate the numbers and shit. I just don't like the feeling of it. Like, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy when somebody raids me, but I'm not like, oh my God, Tasty or Chungus or somebody just ended, I'm going live. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? I just don't care. I try to stick to my schedule. If I miss a host from the boys or something, like it's fine. I'll see them when they pop in,
Yep.
you know? It just feel I don't want to feel like leechy, kind of want to just work from the ground up.
Yeah. Okay. Qneeks. I'm always gonna shout out this man. Fucking
Dude, Qneeks,
he's
fucking Qneeks G7, my guy.
I fucking love this guy.
He's
Uh
sick,
and he's gonna get partnered any day now. Like he's
100%.
fucking good. He's just good ass streamer, good ass dude, humble.
He's a prime example of what I was saying earlier with like Sick Nerd and Mofo and Tasty and you all mentioning like it being good for the camera. That man's smiling,
Yep.
laughing, fucking jumping around, like you know what I mean? He's a
Such good
prime example of
vibes.
that shit.
Such good
Yeah,
vibes all the time. I
yeah,
he does like you said about Mofo, he doesn't miss. I go into a
yeah,
stream every
exactly.
single time. It's exactly what I want. Like exactly what I'm. It's
And it's
he's
not
like
even so
McDonald's,
much
man.
that like
He's like McDonald's. You go to McDonald's and they don't fuck your order up. There's a lot of fast food places that will, but McDonald's, like you know exactly what you're getting. Now, obviously, there's like occasional hit or misses,
yeah,
but like
they're pretty much robot trained there. They
yeah,
they got it down,
yeah.
man.
He's
Um,
McDonald's.
he's McDonald's. Oh shit.
Okay, he asked, how did the man get so fucking good at the Inferno? Will he coach my Zook when I get there in 10 years?
Um, yeah, like I said, I've been blessed enough to just have friends very, very talented at the game. They sent a lot of Inferno. I studied things they did. Me and Zertnerd, we like both sold all of our raids gear ages ago, man. This is a couple years ago. Like Inferno was relatively still new. This is before the exact guide, shit like that. And we sold all our gear to buy like a Tebow or like combined money for, a Tebow
Yeah.
off our boy Heem or something, man, and just like tried to get good at the Inferno until we got capes and shit. And this was like Charles' guide before he deleted it and Pot Up Sun. And, we just like kind of saw all that shit and was just like, damn, dude, really the only way to get good is to go in there and just
Yep.
keep doing the Inferno. We got capes. We thought, damn, this is sick. Let's go to 416 and flex and shit like that. And even the whole time, it's still to this day, I'll be at Tom with the boys, like having a great time, or I'll be out at CMs or doing something, and I'm just thinking, fuck, man, I wish I was in the Inferno right now. Like, it's so addicting. And I'm not even fast or anything. Like, I'm not on Mez or Crunt or Adicon level or anything like that. I just enjoy being there.
Yeah.
It's like I said, the mechanics are good enough to be repetitive, or not repetitive, but like good enough to have repeat value and can just play it all the time, whenever.
What's so crazy is that there is no reward to it, especially after you get the pet. There's no
Yeah,
reward to it, and yet it's the most tedious bullshit to even get a task, and yet you still are addicted. That says a lot about
agreed.
how quality of an update that was.
Honestly, shout out Kieran for that shit.
Oh yeah,
And like I said, shout out the boys. They taught me everything I know, and it definitely like feeds into the damn. I just want to go get better. Inferno is the one thing that like until you're Adicon or you're Jolanine or Resh or Kelvino, all hail Kelvino. That's my like when you click on my channel, the rules is like no racist shit. Please don't post links. All hail Kelvino. Honestly. And only a few people have noticed that. The one kid said, "Hey man, your follow rules said shout out Kelvino, shout out Kelvino," and they just hit like the immediate follow. It's just like hell yeah, dude, that guy's
damn.
sick. Um, but yeah, like I said, I've just been blessed enough to like know that there's so many fucking things you can improve on to maybe one day get like these guys, and there's only one way to do it. So. I get in there and I try new things. I die. I get another task. I go in, try out some new shit. I've been actually trying to go for PBs lately, so I do more risky flicks. I run out knowing that if I fuck up one or two ticks, I'm dead. Like, you know, it's cool. I like the punishing aspect of it. Like I said, I
Yeah.
think Raids 3 should have more of like, well, you fucked up a flick that was projectile distance, 45 damage or
Yeah.
something like half an HP bar. Just I
Yeah.
think the punishing aspect of it is good. He says, "Will I coach his Zuck in 10 years? If the man could somehow Zoom call me on the moon when I'm up there with my Uncle Coin, bro, absolutely."
All right. Chungus.
Thought,
Sorry. Go ahead.
oh, I've seen the one directly under that. Thoughts on Barry 0314?
Oh, I see it.
Holy shit, dude. I would refinance the house, break the kids' piggy banks.
What is
Uh,
what's Barry? Is that a person?
I- I'll link you, dude. She's fucking
Okay.
immaculate.
Okay, I know, or I don't know who she is, but I can already. Okay, now I know what we're talking about.
Yeah, she's fucking incredible. I
Christ.
don't know if you can see like any of these VODs or anything because they're like sub only, but
Oh wait,
um
shit! I should probably hide this. Shit. Oh, good. I fucking
no,
one
no, it's
clicked it.
Twitch. Dude, she's like a Korean idol, pretty much,
Oh
to
my
like
god.
all of Korea and shit. She's just like this cute, cheerful, happy woman, always dancing, smiling, sometimes in like provocative outfits and shit. It's just always like a happy time there. And honestly, like I said, thoughts on Barry 0314. Me and him always say, like, just he said one day he was like, bro, I would go bankrupt, find a way to make more money, and then give it all to her again. I was just kind of like, yeah, pretty much that. Pretty much that. Like I said, break the kids' piggy banks, turn the swear jar upside down type shit, bro. Send it all. She's sick.
All right. Chungus says your best estimate as to how many people have asked you for an Uncle Plus beta key.
Between the first message, everybody ever in my fucking chat asking, "Hey man, what client is this?" Exclamation client, and how do I get it? Several hundred,
Jesus.
like 500 people, probably 350 through 500 people have been like, "Hey man, how could I get it?" Homies that I do know have made mention to me like in DMs or just like, "Hey bro, I'll give for it." I'm not trying to sell no shit, and it's like my boys thing. If they want to get it, they could get it, whatever the fuck. Like, um, yeah, like roughly, like literally, like 350 to 500 people.
Jesus. Okay, Blowpipe asks, how has
Shout out.
COVID affected the growth of your channel, and how do you plan to sustain it once people start spending less time inside, yourself included?
Man, I made mention of it earlier. Remember I told you Jimbo hit us with like the most realistic fucking question of all time?
Yeah, did we already
That's
cover this actually? Now I'm
this wasn't on the stream, no, but like
okay.
I
Oh
was
yeah, that
just
was
kind of like,
prior.
damn,
Okay.
dude, Jimbo hit me with some shit that was just hella real. How has COVID affected the growth of the channel? I mean, it's sad to say that like this all brought people together on the internet, but at the same time, I think that's good. It's like a coping mechanism that is somewhat healthy. It's not harmful in any way, realistically. So, we all have benefited from people being on the internet more, finding that they like Twitch, that they fuck with Sae Bae, that Tasty Stream is the future, that Chungus is a god at the game, that Jimbo's speeding the fuck out of Infernos, etc. Like, I think it's great that this has like, been a coping mechanism for people or whatever, as fucked up as it sounds to say. Like, shout out Twitch. It's where people come together for just, reasons unknown, and that's sick. As far as me, myself included, I'm not sure. Like I was saying, I'm hoping that I end up accomplishing everything I want to and
Yeah.
just continue to do what I'm doing, even if it's not the greatest thing ever. Like, at the end of COVID, when people are all back to normal day life and shit.
Yeah. Who knows when that's truly when normal life's coming back? Because
I would honestly hope sooner than late, but like, just who the fuck knows? Like you
yeah.
said,
He also asks, what are your favorite or top three moments while streaming?
damn.
Well,
That's such a hard one. I was gonna say like
I can answer first if
obviously
you want.
the nib pet one was really really cool because like I was playing a really banging song and I said, man, you know what? Fuck this. And like our metronome plugin has Resh going dick, 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 I'm off dick, like whatever. And so I turned that on and at 48 KC when I do the Resh meme, I get the pet. And so like that was one of the funniest things ever. I sent it to him and he just goes, IZ 48 serious love. Just because like if you know how it happened, he like lost his hardcore to a 48 at Arma.
Oh my god.
Um, yeah, so like it's just this meme that's been haunting, just not haunting it, but it's like a meme. It's just been around since that day. Like it always appears, it's always around. He's, it's just really funny. And so that was one of them. Um, I'm honestly kind of an off-stream Andy, which sucks to say. There was this one time, like how I got the Tebow is I did like a 14-hour stream. We didn't see a single purple at Tob, CM, Cox, fucking anywhere. I ended stream, did one more CM with Dirt Nerd and K Kona, and I got a bow.
That's so
Literally a
unfortunate.
14-hour stream, fucking nothing. Ended, did one more raid because the boys were like, I'm geared, bro. Come in, Tebow.
God.
Like, so, I've missed a couple of
Yeah.
opportunities, which would have been like really, really hype. So I might have to come back to that question on it. But realistically, man, it's just like top three moments of my stream. Can't really think of like, let's see, clips. I don't know. I don't even know how to navigate Twitch anymore. And this fucking platform keeps changing.
I don't know what my top three moments are, but I know one of them is definitely when I got my third age plate body.
Really?
Just opening a fucking casket and seeing third age on stream. It's like such a rare occurrence. And I couldn't believe my eyes. And that's where like the Sae Bae Poog emote comes from. Like
Yeah,
true happiness, where like I actually got something, not fucking sitting here for 9 months achieving nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just I miss getting something I really want.
bro. I'm hoping they fucking free you soon, man. Like,
Fasani's
you know
Nightmare
the
is going to be a very nice uh, a change of pace for Nightmare. I think it's going to be a more punishing, more just fast paced Nightmare experience, and I think it's going to just help me for the final part of the grind. Hopefully, I'm close.
Do you think the rates will be increased by any means?
Yeah. So on the poll blog they posted this morning, they are thinking. Obviously there's a higher chance of dying because you're going to be in the more hard mode, but they're saying roughly 20% faster will be like the item chances. And they're adding a new
Holy fuck.
teleport that'll be closer to Nightmare and stuff. So
Are you serious?
yeah,
I know you for sure read it. I was gonna say, did you see Lake's tweet where he's like, "Bro, I spent roughly 6 fucking days running to that boss."
Yep. Nope.
God damn, dude.
We're in pretty similar boats. He's done more. He obviously got to 4200 KC. Um, but yeah, I feel his pain with a lot of. I know what he went through for the most part, and yeah, it's pretty ass.
Is there anything you wish that they would improve upon on Nightmare, like, or what they would have improved upon already, or something?
If they had just released the boss initially with double the drop rates that they are now, so everything's twice as common, that would have been fine. And
Even like Inquisitors and Maces and shit,
yep,
because you
every
got to
single
like,
dude.
I know we don't care about it as irons, but
Yeah.
like that kit was a bill and is now like 390, 400 mil for a full Inquis. Like that's fucked.
But the thing is, the armor's not even that good. Like
It really isn't.
it's so niche. Like it's good for seeing. Like it's best in slot at a couple places, but like if it would hold its value a lot better if it was actually fucking best in slot everywhere. You know, like obviously that's not good for the game probably to make it best in slot everywhere. But if it was actually a really good piece of armor, it would have actually held its price. But it's the fact that it's barely used anywhere and it's squishy as hell. It's like tier 30 defense armor. It's not that amazing.
Are the
And
stats really that noticeable? I've only ever seen
bruh, wearing
like
two.
speed runners and shit use it, and see, I'm talking like Olin Leahy and Lake and them, and they just don't really take damage. So like,
Well, it depends on certain places, like Chambers, for example, and Nightmare. It's good to use Inquisitors because, like at Ulm, you're only gonna take a certain hit anyway if you're praying correctly. Like,
yeah,
and with
and the
Nightmare as
numbers are
well.
fucking massive, yo. Hitting 60s and shit with
Yeah.
Lance is
No, and
pretty
those are the
insane.
places where they're good, but like for so many places, it's just so niche. But if they had doubled the drop rates, because right now currently, if you wanted to hunt like a
They're pretty
harmonized,
shit, man. My boy Smork told me don't ever fall down the rabbit hole of Nightmare, and
don't go there. Dude,
yeah, I know.
if you wanted to go grind out a specific orb, it takes 600 hours if you went rate. That shit
Fuck's
shouldn't be
sake, man.
600 hours. That shit should be 300 hours. And I think a mace being 400 hours is overkill. It should be
And
200
I very
hours.
much agree with Lake, and I think many people had this point hundreds of times before that like, could y'all please just make it less aids to get there? I agree on that. I don't
Yeah.
even do the content, and the few times that I have, I almost lost interest on the way there.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's dude dying at Nightmare
yeah,
and then having to run back all the way to reclaim your shit and then teleport out and run back all the way back to go back is like
that's
that's a
pretty
nightmare in
fucked.
itself. And they're adding a teleport
Absolutely.
for that. So
That's good. That's shout the fuck out, man. Like once again, quality life. What do you think about like on the new poll, before we get back to these questions, the new poll, the one about the bats in Inferno, the bloods at Taub, and in the I've always thought this should have been the way it was anyway, but the spec regenning after you leave a chambers.
So I voted no to the spec regenning after Chambers. And the reason I
Really?
did, I was totally fine with it. But because they made it an arbitrary thing where as soon as you pass a certain proximity, your spec goes back, I hate that. Something with my OCD that just hates when things have to be like arbitrary. Like, oh, you're going to get your regen spec, but as soon as you like dip out of here, we're just going to fucking send it back to what it was. Just make it so when you leave a
I
chambers, your
thought it was
spec
when you
restores.
left chambers it was 100 is what they proposed.
That's
Like,
what they say, but according to the actual blog, it said, but if you try to like use it if you try to like regen your spec and then go somewhere else, it goes back down to what
that
it was. It's like
sounds
why?
terrible.
Just make it
Yeah.
so. Because I would have actually voted yes to it, but because and I know people are gonna fucking hate me for it. I already had some people in my chat flaming me for it, but if they had just made it so when you leave a chambers, all your stats are restored, specs
Yeah,
restored, I would
man.
have been fine with it.
I
But
see why they don't want to do it because Desert Amulet 4, obviously, that's just like, oh wow, now that's dead content, but most people don't ever get that anyway.
yeah, I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure I have all the stats on my main, and I've just never thought, oh, I want to go kill KBD for 22 hours to get a fucking head on rate and go get this amulet.
Yeah,
So like,
it's
I guess it devalues that, but I agree. It should be when you leave. I thought that's what it was, which is why
yeah,
I was
no,
saying I thought it
that's
should
what
always
they
be like this. When you leave, you should have 100% spec. Ferox has that shit.
yeah.
How does Chambers not have it?
Yeah. Now, I apologize to anyone that fucking hates me for voting no to it. It's gonna pass anyway, but
This is true.
I voted no to it just simply because of the fact that when you leave that area, then it goes back. I just
Dumb.
something with my mind just hates that. I
Yeah,
couldn't tell
it
you why.
sounds dumb.
Yeah. But no, the other things I vote anything that encourages like
Like less
praying
punishment
correctly.
for good gameplay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think the bat mechanic was great. Getting rid of stat drain if you're praying correctly because it's a three
Because
tick
most
attacking
people
bat.
do flick it. You could pray against mage and still flick a range. Same with if you've got a bat and a melee, you could guaranteed flick between the two.
Yeah. And then the blood spawns. Anything that encourages.
Should have been since day one,
Yeah.
man. I even last night I top a lot again because I'm in the hunt for the scythe right now. I'm thinking, yo, Top CMs is coming out. I'm at like 990. Want to grab a scythe before that shit happens. Um, dude, blood spawn maiden just makes you not want to top some days, bro. You walk in, somebody's in blood, five of them appear out of the ground. You get ran over. Your homeboy, that's the major, dies, and you're just like, man, the fuck am I at Maiden for right now, bro? I could go do some giant mole or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you just don't want to be at Maiden, bro. So if they fix that, I think especially learners will have a lot better time. Not only professionals and soloers and speedy teams and shit, but even learners.
All right. Tansfang asks.
Shout out that guy. I got a funny clip to show you about that guy, bro. He tried to get me a shout out from like the future woman of my dreams, whatever, from Korea, bro. She pulled up my page and was just like, "That's you for the try soft try hex emote." Oh, dude, she's like, "That's amazing. He's a rapper." I was like, "Oh my God!" Like, it's the funniest clip, bro. Shout out Tansfang for that.
All right. He asks. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts about how they don't spend enough time on the updates for OSRs and just always seem to release very basic quality of life things. We should discuss how and if they need to spend more time with the future of the game, like PVM. RS3 has endless Oh God, I'm not reading the rest of his RS3 bullshit,
I
but
think we have kind of touched on that one,
yeah, we
and
have. But
it's good to have both things. Yeah, we need more updates, but I mean, if they can somewhat keep the current player base happy by making less shit aids, I guess. I don't know how to really phrase
yeah,
that otherwise. Just
I'm
making things we enjoyed less off-putting. That that's good.
yeah, I'm a
Quality of
huge
life
fan
is
of
great.
quality of life.
Absolutely.
They do need raids 3 though.
RS3
3 years for a new like really huge piece of content. That's a bit overkill. I agree.
on his
But
RS3 topic, I feel that it seems appealing, but I like the style of this game still. I don't know.
I
I
do
like
and
the play style of OSRS
yep.
more than RS3, even though it looks fun and like, I see Ari and Hayes Canadian and Gladius and Secon, everybody enjoying themselves. Like that kind of wants to sell me on it, but at the same time, it doesn't look like my kind of gameplay style.
Yeah.
I've
And
never
the
played it though. Maybe I would love it, is the thing.
yeah, there's beauty in the simplicity of OSRS. Like
It really
raids
is.
should be very, you know, focused, like you got to concentrate and shit, and there should be crazy mechanics. But I still love the fact that I can just go to a boss or just go to a monster and click it. I don't have to do fucking special attacks on shit on a Slayer task. Like I can just chill. And that's kind of the beauty of RuneScape is there's still just straight up simplicity, where it's just you just click the thing. But you need both, you know. And
He
I
also touched on how do we feel about implementing virtual levels.
hadn't
I
these
mean,
already
they
been
do have
implemented.
it on the high scores, so
Yeah,
like I don't feel it's necessary in my stat. There's a plugin hub for that. If you really want to have 112 out of 99, whatever the fuck, you could.
yeah. That's has already been implemented. I don't know what he's asking.
This is true,
Because you look up anybody on RuneLight, it already shows there. Or is that?
right?
Yeah,
No,
that's an automatic thing, right? I didn't.
yeah, yeah. Like we
Okay.
looked up Calvino earlier, like I said, and the man he's going for like 126 skills and shit. He's gaming.
What a beast.
It shows the virtual levels for sure.
All right. Uncle Benny says, Uncle Light on my titties till the day I die. Any thoughts?
100% the truth, man. Uncle out of my titties till the day I die, dog. I love the homie that does this for everybody and the reasons he does it. So Uncle out of my titties, bro.
Whale asks, solo Olm when?
Yo, whenever he
Bro,
wants to teach me, or whenever I could get a hold of Chungus or Rocket or somebody, I just want somebody to be there and genuinely rip into me and tell me
Yep.
what I'm doing wrong. Not,
Uncle,
hey, sweetie, you're doing good. I want to know that I'm just not good at clicking home on tick. Like, and I'll solo it, man. I want to learn new content. I'm the Inferno top guy. I would love
yep.
to try something that gives me a new challenge.
Dude, you are going to fucking love Chambers. It takes a bit.
Everybody I know says it's so fucking hype, bro.
Yeah.
You start getting good, you just fucking love it, and I'm just like, damn, that does sound like what I need in this game right now.
Yep. Dude, just go for it. Spend some more time off stream. Like
Yo,
just
I got a bow and I fucking spooned a lance the other night. Like I have
oh
no
yeah.
excuses anymore. I don't have a torm, but like I have no excuses anymore. Like
Bruh, like you will literally love it. It's gonna take some fucking effort. It's gonna take some actual critical thinking because Ulm
I
is a
might
little
Sae
fucking
Bae
weird.
rage, boom, my desk a couple times, but you like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a process to learn, and I'm all about it.
Watch
Fuck
some
it,
Lake as well. Lake's been doing a lot of
dude.
CMs recently. Obviously that's
I
CMs, but
I've honestly haven't watched Lake as much as I should. I used to. Like kind of back in the day, Bazam, Shadow, all the boys
yep.
was always there. I'd always just love to pop in and just lurk on the man, being fucking tick perfect at everything he does.
Yep.
Honestly, Lake's a freak at this game.
He's so
And his
good.
dedication is respectable, bro. Like when I've seen him actually say, like, hey, so many thousands of hours, etc., and I got the mace and I'm finally like happy with where I'm at right now, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, I've always had the joke and it not be a joke of hashtag free Lake. And I say it about you sometimes too. I'm just like, yo, man, free Sae Bae. Just want to see that man progressing in his clues and doing whatever the fuck he wants to actually do in this game. Like, the Lake can go
Please
do
help
whatever
me.
he wants now.
Yeah. Now I'm Lake is actual like is literally a beast. Some like I feel
He's
like
top three, dog.
I feel like he doesn't get enough credit because not only is
Would
he
you place him that high up on the echelon of shit? Is he's like top three
he's
still?
so
Like
fucking talented and he's actually got like best of both worlds where he can grind as well. He's not just like, "Oh, I'm going to go like
his demeanor too, man.
yeah.
Like he's just all around a pimp, bro. You go to the lake
Yep.
stream and he's just the most reclined motherfucker, dude.
Yep.
Same with like Pink Clay. That's a whole nother reason of why I think that man is actually the fucking goat
He is
for
so
all the things
reclined.
he does and then just how he carries himself, bro. There's not a negative bone or a bad energy in that man's fucking body, dude. It's insane. Pink reclined in the chat. Kabila.
The next thing Whale asks is also why this man type in all caps but speak in all lowercase.
That's hilarious, man. That actually is one of the funniest ones. I was looking forward to answering it, and I don't have like anything prepared, but he knows the answer, man. The Trirish smoke time, the Jow smoke, the fucking like I said, coffee. Like you would think it would geek me out, but in a way, it just puts me in like the sensation of ease and shit. And I mean, I really don't have it all that bad. Even if I'm having a shit day and I'm at Tob or whatever the fuck, I'm streaming, having a good time. Like I don't really have much to yell about. I don't get angry or anything. Like
Yeah.
that's what's funny is everybody perceives like all caps as yelling,
Yelling, yeah.
angry, low like
Pissed off.
low
Yeah.
education or whatever the fuck, etc. And I'm just kind of like, man, I'm just chilling. Like I wish people would just understand it's like a character uh mystique or something like a trait at this point.
Yeah.
Shout out, man. Fucking love Whale. Like I said,
I fucking
he's
love
one of
him.
the real ones for sure.
Dude, having him on the cast made me appreciate him even more than I thought I could appreciate him. It was so fun. It was such a pleasure fucking talking to him.
He's a smart motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
And I do see that he's got like a great future ahead of him, streaming whatever he feels like. It don't even have to be Rooney, bro. This man, he threw down some Pokemon streams. People love that shit. He even went into the Pokemon section and got new people that were just kind of like, damn, this guy's playing house music. He's got a great attitude. He's playing Pokemon.
What a
Shout out.
king.
Like,
All right.
yeah,
Lopsy is
the
asking.
god of Twitch.
Lopsy, shout out Lopsy. When is the
I want,
Go
can I
ahead,
make
go ahead.
one? Yeah, I was just say, can I please make one request that you do a Sae Bae Cast with Lopsy?
Absolutely.
He's
Absolutely.
just he's next level, man. I actually met Lopsy. Like he came to my hometown, pulled up on me. We went and ate at my favorite Vietnamese spot, which I'll answer Benny's question now. The go-to order of the Vietnamese that I get is we walk in. Uh, the people there love me. I've been going there for like 7 or 8 years with my uncle. They know the order. I could come in with my cousin, my homie C Ugly, any fucking random homie from anywhere that comes and visits me, and they know to make two, three A's which is it's a beef brisket with rare steak, jalapenos, cilantros, lime, Thai
Oh,
basil,
fuck. That sounds
like a
good.
pho, like a rice noodle pho soup. A couple of pork banh mi's with like cucumbers, carrots, jalapenos, and a fish mayonnaise. Two coffees, two Thai teas. And like I'm about to take Tasty there eventually sometime, bro. But like, yeah, Lopsy is a god. Man literally just said, "Hey man, I fuck with you heavy, and I'm trying to meet up with you someday." And I said, "All right, let's do it." And he actually came through on it.
Damn.
Like, and he's such a cool dude. He's who he is on stream IRL. And he said the same for me, bro. He was like, "Yo, man, what am I looking for?" And I said, "You're looking for like an 8 foot tall, light skinned crackhead motherfucker. I'm in like a black t-shirt in the corner." And he walks in, he just goes, "Yo, Unc." Just, hey, bro, what the fuck is up? Like, it was great,
God,
man.
that's
Like,
awesome.
he was just so chill too. Nice guy, dude. He loved the food so much because he had never had any Vietnamese food before. He tipped him like
Damn.
crazy, bro. He was just like, "Yo, I like this place." There's like 10, 20 bucks to the fucking people that worked there. I was like, "Bro, what?" Like, that is king shit, man. And
He,
he's the most supportive motherfucker on Twitch, man. Like, anybody that would ever come at Lopsy has a problem with me and literally anybody else.
yeah, Lopsy's a fucking
Straight up,
king.
he's a king.
He asks, when is the Uncle House tracks being made? Can Lo- can can he be a vocalist on them?
Have you heard this man hit the notes, bro?
No.
We listened to like well, during the start of COVID, like I said, I spent more time in my Discord than ever just to like make new friends, and I was banned, so like I'd streamed in my Discord as if like it was just a normal day on Twitch with mixes in the chat on the bot and shit like that. And we listened to like a lot of, his name is Rue. We listened to like a lot of Rue, a lot of Lee Reynolds, shit like that. Looks like these crazy house techno mixes, man. There's this one song, it's just like, "Have you ever felt like you've been hurt before?" And then the guy in the middle of the song hits a yeah. It Lopsy nails that shit, bro. And he like anticipates it in the song, gets all close up on the mic, nails the note, man. And like we have so many songs where we do that shit, man. Like I have signature songs. I don't know if it's like Jamaican or some other shit, but I got a song called Uwumna that we play at Zarpus because the fucking chorus is just like CBS Zarpus. Yeah, CBS Zarpus. Like it's just like I don't know what the fuck they say. It's so good though.
Oh my
And
god.
like me and Em, man, me and him just spent like the literal whole fucking summer, like 5 months just listening to mixes, finding new artists we liked, etc. That's why like I guess the playlist is so classified and I don't give it out is because we work hard on it. I work hard on mine, he works hard on his. And at one point he did give someone the playlist, like a streamer we're not too fond of, won't really say the name. And the motherfucker acted like he did it all himself, bro.
Oh yikes.
He was just kind of like, "Yeah, man, glad you enjoyed the jams. This is my playlist, etc." We were just like, "Bruh, what?
God
Motherfucker,
damn it.
that literally says Lopsy playlist. Like, what?" Like, yeah, I don't know. So that right there, like I said, I don't really want to give away like the key ingredient to my stream
Yeah.
that makes it so
It's
different
like giving out the Big
when
Mac sauce, man. You
all
can't be
there
doing
is
that.
like a lot of D&B, a lot of trance, some rock and roll streamers, there's a couple rap streams now, but there's like such a different vibe that like Lopsy, uh, Uncle,
Adwam.
Adwam, dude, he fucking loves some Sean Johnston outfits, man, and he finds the craziest shit too. Like same with him. We spent summers together listening to music, just finding bangers.
That's sick.
Like we all like love music for sure. It's top five priorities for all of us three, like for sure, Wham included.
That's sick. I got I I listened to house for a bit on my stream. I was in a little house phase. I was in a little techno phase. I stuck to trance though. There's something about
I
trance
like
that just
world music too. Like it's not even so like I said, I listen to like shit where I don't even understand the languages, bro. Like
yeah.
Jamaican, Vietnamese, Brazilian. Whale sent me, dude. Shout out Whale. Back to the topic of shout out Whale. This man was out partying with his friends the other night, like actually out having a good night. Said he heard a song, had to stop what he was doing to send it to me because it was the most Uncle Cool shit he had ever heard. And he sent it to me,
Fucking
and I added it to
unit.
the playlist. It's one of the most Uncle Cool shits I've ever heard. Like,
God damn.
yeah, just the fact, like, no weird shit that he was like thinking about me like that. I guess he was just kind of like, "Damn, bro, I have to share this song to Unc because he would appreciate it. It's just next level," and it is. I thought that was so sick, dude.
All right. T Papa Slice is asking, what is the actual process you go through to find music? What are you looking for in the song that makes it to your stream? What combat? Okay, wait, and then he goes into raid stuff. But yeah, I'm curious. Like, what? Like, you obviously have your own taste. Is there something specific that needs to like that just hits right, where you're like, all right, this is a banger. It's being added,
It's
or what?
mostly the cohesiveness of it. In most songs, you could feel the raw emotion from whether they have like a lyric or a voice or not. Right now, the shit I'm listening to, it's called Moonwalk, and yeah, bro, like I'm mez cooling over here, and it just feels like it's taking me away to some other distant land. That it has enough percussion, the atmospheres and the reverbs are just right. The drums echo a little bit to give you that sense of like just spacey fucking air around you and shit. Like I don't know, I'm very much like a person with a trained ear for the shit, and I love bass lines. I love synthesizers. I like drums. Um I used to play drums like a lot. Played for like fill in on a couple bands, did whatever the fuck tours. I learned jazz because I really thought jazz drums was like next level. And they still are. Jazz drums, like those people can fucking they call it chops. Those people that play like jazz drums can chop shit up, dude. Like it is fucking insane how much technical shit goes into something that sounds so simple. And just little things like that. Like I really like there to be a theme to a song and for it to feel like it's actually taking you into whatever like idea they have. And some days like I said, I wish I could just not have to talk, bro, and just put the music on and let it just speak.
That's the
Because
beauty of partner, man.
so much
Do
good
whatever the fuck
music
you want.
and no like I like music without lyrics, bro. Some kid the other day just said, "Hey man, why the fuck you not listen to music with lyrics in it?" And I just said, "I don't know, man. There's the occasional few, like a couple hundred of these songs definitely have lyrics, but I'm listening to a drum beat. I'm listening to snares and the bass lines and cowbells and saxophones and this instrumentation is fucking immaculate, bro. Like the fact that people are so talented in so many avenues of art is fucked. Like I was saying, I watch like anime artists and shit. I don't know how they do that, man. I watch digital editing. You got people like Mofo that are just naturally good at everything they do. Fucking just like people that make movies and edits, people that make music, artwork. Zertner's like a tattoo artist. He's really fucking good at drawing, honestly. And even he said, like, remember that girl I was telling you about
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was like, she's an artist, and then she went to the hot tub stream. He like popped in on her to see what she was about or whatever, and he just goes, dude, her fucking like color scheme and the things that she does takes fucking 10 plus years to master.
Damn.
You know, like he
Yeah.
straight up just said, I can't even do that. Color theory is out of my fucking league right now. And I was just like, damn, like that's coming from someone like he said that is so goaded to recognize other people is like skill level and shit is insane. But yeah, like the actual process of finding music is like I said, just knowing underground artists or artists that you like, finding like the songs, going through and listening to mixes. Spent most of my years going to concerts, even like house shows and shit. I never thought I liked that shit as a kid. I still won't listen to like EDM or dubstep or whatever the fuck that shit's called. I don't like any of that. But I've been to those festivals because they have like house artists and shit on the bill.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, man, like I said, I've just kind of listened to everything. And I've found many of it through just like having an open mind. I think people need to listen to music start to finish. Like when you asked earlier, like, is it a process? It is, because like I won't add a song because it has 25 seconds of a good part. I'll add a song if all 3 minutes made me feel like something,
Yeah.
anything.
Well, shit.
House music, bro, them songs are 9 minutes long, and if not all 9 minutes are slapping, bro, it ain't going on. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the issue with trance is you got these like
So
11
true.
minute 11-minute songs, but then
I
like the
love that you skip the outros now. You're just kind of like, yeah,
dude,
fucking
it's
skip. Like, yeah, I don't want to listen to no
it's
fucking 4 minute outro, dog. Like,
exactly no it and it's because the outro is not even good. It's like just banging drums in your face for 2 minutes. Like God, like just I'm trying to
what?
enjoy this, but it's really hard. Like there's some outros that are really good. They're very rare though for trance.
I'm listening to jazz right now, man, and it sounds like Erica Badu on the beat or something, and it's great.
Okay, Dicko is asking, what are your current iron goals?
Is that the whole question?
Yep. He has a
Oh,
couple other
um,
questions, but I don't know if I
yeah,
I, I don't
okay,
know if I
that's good.
want to
That's good.
ask what your favorite anime is. This is a Sae Bae Cast, but we'll ask that as well afterward.
Honestly, anime is underappreciated, bro. I know that sounds like a weeby weird response, but like it's just so underappreciated. Like the levels of art and like like I don't know, the same thing as I was saying earlier, the levels of art and how much they put into like making a scene have a feeling.
Yeah.
Music. angling, lighting, fucking modeling, etc. is insane. Favorite ones probably old school shit like DBZ. Fucking literally Hunter x Hunter is probably one of the newer ones. Jujutsu Kaisen. That Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was nuts. There's so many, dude. I've literally watched thousands of animes. Donda has put me on to shit that I don't even know what it's called, and they're great. Current Iron Goals. I really want to solo raids, man. I think I want to get good at that shit. Not only because it's like I need items there, and I want to have more content for Twitch, so I don't have to always rely on like having a team or having a
Yeah,
task or going and skipping and shit, but
it's
just because it seems
exhausting.
like I've never really been good at it. Like somebody asked earlier, what do I struggle with in this game? And it's definitely solo raids. I've done hundreds of infernos, done thousands of tobs, couple hundred group raids. I've never felt like that I did good in a solo chambers or that I knew what I was doing in a solo chambers. So that could be huge.
It's just gonna
I,
expand your confidence with like
I've
more.
recently been doing like some God Wars and shit. I went and tried like, Zami had no idea what I was doing. Like I said, Connor Osrs came into the call in my Discord, just chatted shit with me, told me how to do it. About 5 kills in, I was murking it. It was just like, wow, dude, it's actually pretty fucking cool. Like it's something I've never done. I never killed Zami outside of mailing that shit with like two homies as a
Yeah.
noob 3 or 4 years ago.
Yep.
And that's where the Iron Man experience kind of comes in. When someone asked that earlier, is it's so cool to like know that I can only depend on myself in this game and that it's rewarding.
Yep.
Sure, I go dry as fuck on a lot of things. Everybody does. Sae Bae included, Lake included, like just some of the best players, They
Yep.
just we grind it out until you fucking get it, I guess.
You're
I
gonna
got the
fucking
same
love.
mentality about well, I used to have the same mentality about the game. Like I used to really, really love this game. Not saying I completely hate it, but it was more of like a passion project of like getting to end game. And now that I'm 3 or 4 years into end game, it's just kind of like I have to set larger goals,
Yep.
you know. And
And
I
dude,
kind of like that. Almost unrealistic goals keep me not as burnt as I could be for sure.
chambers are gonna keep you so occupied, and
I agree. There's
you're
so much to learn.
yeah, no, trust me, man. Like I'm gonna get you back on the Sae Bae Cast in a year when you've already completed chambers, and we're gonna be looking back
And
and
I'm
be like,
still doing
man,
it. Huh?
we're like, man, remember
And I'm
when you
still sending.
said, yeah, remember when you were still learning this shit? Now it's just like now you're a master at it. Like, dude, it's
Man, we all know who the gods of that shit are, bro. There's Jubu and
dude,
Chungus
you're
and
gonna become a
Moko and
god though. That's the
Addy.
thing.
Like,
Like, you just gotta fucking send it. You just
have
gotta.
you ever seen Chungus take a crystal?
What do you mean? Oh,
Have you ever seen that man
take.
get
Oh,
hit by
head
like a
phase? Are you talking about like?
falling rock?
You're talking about like a
Yeah,
head phase?
yeah.
I mean, I've seen the rare few, but he's a
Oh,
fucking
okay.
beast at he's a beast at dodging.
You're
Not
supposed
gonna
to say no, bro. No, I'm playing. But
lie.
yeah,
I
dude,
know I'm supposed to say no,
he's
but listen,
so
I've been
fucking
watching the
crazy at
cold
it.
one and I've seen his deaths, but I won't talk about him. I've seen his deaths though, so I can't just straight up lie. He's still a
Yeah,
goat though.
true, true. Hey, unlike Tasty, who I've never seen die, I guess Chungus can die.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Nah, Chungus is he's
Current iron goals is definitely learn chambers. I don't know. I'd say maybe try court, but the 4 kills an hour thing doesn't sound motivating to me.
6.5, and it's gonna
Oh, 6.5. Like
and with this new update, it'll probably actually up to about 7.5. We'll see
for
though.
real?
Yeah,
What's the update?
they're making it so Corp doesn't regen full health
Oh,
every single
you
time.
you mentioned that a couple casts ago. You said that's it's like how it should have been, dude. I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah,
That would have
but
probably eliminated a fuck ton of problems as well.
yep.
Like,
We'll see, however, how quick because they instead of it regenning to full health, they said it's gonna have a quick regen. So we'll see how quickly that regens. But there's already meta. I was talking to GE Challenge about it. How you can actually only instead of doing the 3 Dragon Warhammer 20 Arc Light 200 BGS damage, you can actually start doing 3 Dragon Warhammer 7 Arc Light and 400 BGS damage. And because all that extra BGS damage is going to carry on like for when you actually start the kill. So there might be some new metas
so
coming
it
out for that
might be
update.
like an actually, I don't know, fucking what, 75 defense versus whatever.
I
Like
mean,
it could be much, much lower than current rates right now, or no?
well, Corp, I mean, there's different ways to kill it. Like you can either just kill it where it's like only like half its stats are drained, or you can do it when it's literally just a chicken. But you're still gonna keep it just as a chicken. But we'll see what its HP is when you actually start it. It probably will be at about 75% ish, I'd say. when you actually start. So
That's still pretty good.
yeah,
If it's an improvement, that's still pretty fucking
any
good.
improvement's fucking nice for Corp.
Absolutely.
So we'll see. All right. What's the origin of the honestly so true emote? And why are you always yelling it in chat? It makes me scared. That comes from Steebag. He's scared.
Um. All right. So I want to make a joke and answer the second half first. Shut up. Honest. Shut up. What do you call it? Number two. Honestly, so true is an emote of Jixie. If you guys know who Jixie is, he's just this very like chill, stonery kind of motherfucker, man, and he's just always having a good time. And I think what was happening is like I hate taking photos of pictures like of people, which is why I one, like I said earlier, don't want to stream with a camera really ever, and two, I just don't have one for that reason. But like this man just hella reclined back, man. He almost went horizontal, as you can see in the slant in the emote itself. He was damn near horizontal, and somebody said something in chat, and like one of his favorite things to say is just, honestly, so true. And I was just like, that's the face of honestly so true. It's just that smile, that squints of just like, hell yeah, man, you can do whatever the fuck you feel like. Like he's such a cool motherfucker, bro. Like
Damn.
he's designed a couple of whale emotes, couple of whale emotes. He's doing Tasty's new emotes. Like he's just this guy that's like talented at art and shit.
That's
And
sick.
his streams are a good vibe. It's cool to see, man. Honestly, so true.
Okay.
Everybody loves Dixie.
Tony Gunk is asking, do you think the next few bosses to be released will be more solo focused so people can grind out pets efficiently like Saragnis, or is there still a demand for group bosses like Nightmare? Nightmare's not a group boss, especially now with Fasani's Nightmare. Do you think all skills should be his other question is, do you think all skills should have a Redwoods version where you can progress through them
What do you
AFK?
think on the second half? And then we'll go to the group solo debate.
Do I think skills should have a Redwood? They
Like
already do.
maybe not exactly redwoods, but do you think those should be more of like, let's say, fishing tot for RC, something that's incredibly hard, extremely lengthy, or like I don't know, even smithing, man. I've had people come to me like, man, this is making my shitty smithing grind good because I fucking hate this skill, and I'm sitting there like, it's pretty bad. I would say I don't hate smithing that much, but it's pretty slow. Like, what if they added a mini game or something? Like,
I am against mini games. I'm not against mini
I'm
games.
kind
I,
of against
I
mini games too,
I'm against mini
for sure.
games if they become the skill, like Winter Todd, like where it's
Really,
like the
because
skill is
fishing
now
Todd is good, man. It's like
fishing Todd's amazing,
comparable
and
to
fishing Todd's
Barbarian, and I fuck with that because I don't like Barbarian. I hate dropping shit.
no
I
no no
don't want
no.
to be there.
And I agree. I mean, Temperos is perfect because it doesn't become the skill. It's like it's like helping the skill, like the overall skill. It's like you're not just gonna fucking do Temperos to 99. I would assume maybe some people do.
I think you can,
I
honestly.
mean,
Like
you
it
can,
gets
but it's not
pretty
like
good, especially if you don't go for points. It's like 90K an hour,
like
chilling.
who what Iron Man or what any player. I mean, there's obviously some players, but who burns normal logs like in a line anymore? Winter Todd has become the skill. Now there
Yeah,
wasn't really much to that skill in the first place, but
yeah.
um
It seems so irrelevant that I have no feeling towards that one. Like, I
yeah.
mean, it's fire making, dude.
So
Who the fuck has lit a log for 4 years?
I'm totally cool with mini games coming out as long as they don't become so good where that
Thoughts
they
on
become the skill.
imbues from Soul Wars. I did not know this was a thing the other night until Zertner told me. He just said, "Yeah, baby, I'm just gonna keep killing all these dumbasses, bro. Easy Slayer helmet view." I just said, "What?" He said, "Yeah,
I
like you
actually
could."
have zero KC at Soul Wars. I don't.
Me too.
I haven't done
I
it yet.
never played it.
I haven't done it yet. I've
I
never
pulled
done it.
up on day one and it was all of Oblivion and all the fucking Fatality and all these PK clans and everybody was an absolute max ACBs, Ellies, and I just said, "Yeah, I'm not gonna have a good time here," and I just left.
Yeah, I never even went. I was at Nightmare. Been a Nightmare for too fucking long.
You've been at Nightmare for too fucking long, bro.
Yeah.
Free Sae Bae. Not exclamation. Hashtag free Sae Bae in the chat.
I think Fasani's Nightmare is my freedom. We'll have to see. I'm taking a break from Nightmare because I'm waiting for
Is
that
there any
shit to
visual
pass.
changes? Like, will they make it crazy, like, corrupt gauntlet or whatever?
I don't. I doubt there'll like the actual environment will be changed, but there are going to be some
Yeah.
new special attacks that Nightmare does.
I
So
think that the environmental changes are good. It
I
like
think it does.
signifies
Yep.
that you're doing something different, more challenging, whatever. I think it's like great as a viewer on Twitch to see like a slight change between
I agree that would be cool.
either version, whatever.
We'll see. They might just make
That'd be
the
so sick.
just make a different color scheme for the floor. Like that alone would help.
Back to his original question, I would love to see, like I said, maybe not loot share, but I would love to see bosses that really aren't like a raid, maybe that have a fair chance for everybody to get something. Like I thought that was cool about Nightmare. Do I do Nightmare? No. Do I like it? Not really. Do I think it's cool that everybody involved has a chance at a loot? Absolutely.
Yeah, and I really wish Nightmare had
Absolutely.
actually encouraged more like higher team sizes because it basically caps at 5. As soon as you go past that, it's just inefficient, which is
And
really
once you go to
sad.
five, it's like, why are we here? And the raids are worse, and it's not much more help.
Yep. No, they if they had made it so 80 mans are like decently efficient, obviously
Holy
solos are.
fuck.
That'd
You
be
remember day one 80 mans, bro? That was the only nightmare I had really done until one night, me and my boy Pepe, shout out Pepe, he's a god.
yeah.
We were just like, yo, bro, I'm burnt. And he said, yo, bro, get a blood theory, bro. And we go nightmare, dog. Because he's like from Russia. And he was just like, bro, we go blood theory. And we goes nightmare. I was just like, yeah, yo, let's send it. We had a great time just trying to figure out duos.
Yeah.
Would it have been efficient? Could we have camped it like that? Not really, but we like fucked around and had blood fury and
Dude, Blood Fury
just
makes that shit
checked out.
so easy. Just
Yeah, hell yeah.
just camped at 99 HP basically just chilling. Especially if
I
you have a
might try to do
Sanguinistic.
the solo top again also, like back way before the Blood Fury. This is like a year ago, and roughly like before I started streaming and shit like that. Chungus, like I said, he has been a huge influence to me not burning out. Like honestly, he's kind of like a mentor or like a sensei or some shit. You know what I mean? Anytime I'm feeling down or that just like shit just isn't gonna happen, Chungus is there to just be like, dude, keep grinding every time. He's
Damn.
just always there, bro. He's a fucking god. Back in then, like back when I was trying to do like the solo top shit, I finally got past Nilo. Finally somehow started living Soda Sex, not getting stomped out trying to ticky, and then I got to Zarpus and I gave up. But with the release of Blood Fury and how many people I've seen do it with like the method of only using prayer and healing, I think I could do it. And like, having people like Chungus that are masters of that art say they believe in me, let alone like probably show me some shit. He taught me how to crap the pop, like not crap the pops, pop the crabs and where to stand and how to do all these like maneuvers and shit. I think I'd give that a try too. So like next steps would be maybe solo top on the main, definitely solo chambers on the iron because I need items there and I want to have things to do that could like bring joy to old viewers and bring new viewers in and things that people could help me on and shit. Because like I said, I want to have like coaches for it because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I read Addie's Paceman. It still doesn't look like English to me. It makes more sense than it used to, but it still doesn't look like I could go and just execute that on my own. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So just those things. Like, I want to do more difficult content that's solo driven, but I don't want that to be what the game is about.
Yeah. It's just hard to balance because I mean TOB did it well where solo is just
Oh,
at the
good.
verge of impossible. What I mean,
Yeah.
Blood Fury made it a lot more viable. Well, not viable, but just like
It
people can do it a
it
little bit
kind of made it
easier.
cheesy.
Yeah. But
Like, I
like
don't know.
TOB
Like,
did it well where it's like you just do it in teams. But it's so hard with any
yeah.
other piece of content if you don't make it like basically impossible to do it
And
without
see,
another
that's
teammate.
really, really cool. That's what I'm getting at is I would love to see more shit like Tob. And more so like the loot, I guess, at Nightmare. Like I said, the way it rolls, that anybody that's contributed X amount of time and damages, etc., has a chance.
Yep.
I would love to see more of that in the game.
I think we will. I think Raids 3 is going to be
Absolutely.
team
I,
based.
I think that's where it's headed, man. I think they know that people want, not to go back to the RS3 thing, and like I said, I've never played it. I think people want something like Nex or some boss that we could all just go and fucking
That's what
mash,
Nightmare was supposed to
basically.
be, man, but they fucked it up. And
Yeah.
I'm still salty about it. But yeah. Okay, so we're approaching the
Son of
4 hour
Fishes is
mark.
pretty good.
We've been dude, it's crazy. Every single cast.
Yeah.
It feels like it's been 10 minutes. And we're approaching the 4 hour mark where the fucking file size can't even upload almost.
Yeah, I've been having a great time, bro.
Yeah. Well,
I like Son of Fish's question.
go ahead.
If you want to read that one out.
Oh yeah, I see it right here. Uh, do you think the polling system is good for the game, community's health? Do you think polling divides the community for no reason? And do you think the game would be better without it entirely?
What's your thoughts on that? I have a little bit of like
I've
ideology behind it, but it's not huge.
I've talked about it in other casts, but I think the polling system's good simply because we have community input and they're not just going to put something in
Do
the
you
game.
feel that there should be like tiers of it?
I
Because
think
my whole point, I
yeah, go
agree with
ahead.
Chungus on, is that if someone has 9,000 hours in this game and someone has 100 hours in this game, we probably shouldn't have the same chance at changing the future of the game. That's
Yeah.
all. Like,
Yeah.
it seems that
Um
there should be tiers for veteranized players, and just people that know what they're talking
I've
about. And
I've
maybe
been
they don't have the best interest,
I've been
but
a
they're
fan
experienced.
of like player councils like that would take, you know,
What's an example of that?
so I'm thinking like these actual like things where Jagex gets these communities together and decides, a few players that can be the spokesperson for
Oh, absolutely. That's
like
sick.
people that are super have invested so much time into the game, very passionate about it, and they get actual councils together where it's like, okay, we got the
We
PV.
need more Lakes, more Chunguses, more
Yep.
Sae Baes. I know they don't like Adwam, but we need more Adwams. We need just people like that to be the future of the game. People that play every day, people that know the game inside and out. Like
Yeah. They need, and they
that's
they kind of
that's how
already
we
have
grow.
those because they don't really have them. They kind of just listen to content creators and stuff. But
Yeah.
I think it would be really good if they
I
had
think
these kind
most
of
content
councils.
creators have like the fate of the game in their interest, and then not only like agenda or what would benefit them. So that's good.
Yeah. I Most of my agendas, yeah, they're obviously relating to what I'm currently doing a lot of the time, but that's just how it goes. It's not like a PK is gonna be like, oh, release this PBM thing. Like nobody, you're gonna be advocating for something that's healthy for the game, but it's something that you also do. So, but yeah, I think polling the current system we have, yeah, it's scuffed, but it's. I think we'd be worse off if we just got rid of it. So there's obviously better alternatives, and I think one of those is those kind of like player
I
councils where people are
I think it's
talking
somewhat
together.
healthy. And yet I do think it still divides the community. Like I'm for one of those things you said and against the other, Loki. Like
Yeah.
it's just yeah, like I was saying, it just seems that like players that don't really have much time in here do have as much of a voice as like say you, me, or Chungus or Kelvino or somebody. Like it just I don't know. I feel like there should almost be tiers of like content
Well, here's the
or
thing about a person
things
that's
like
played
that.
for 100 hours is like you'll see on Twitter they'll post an update, and then the top likes and stuff on things that need to be fixed are people that have prevalent like they're just well known in the community and they have like they're very passionate
True.
about the game. Like you'll just see something where it's like they'll pull something or they'll literally update something and then somebody high in the community was just will say, "Hey, this is busted," and they'll fix it.
Do you know how much time we have left on this?
We got 10 minutes, and we
10
should end
minutes.
before that because 4 hours is the absolute cap.
Okay, okay.
So
Let me scroll through and read a
go
bunch of them real
go
quick.
ahead, yeah.
Shout out Hootie Tootie. Fucking love that guy. He's one of those other people where like they're just so talented at everything they do. He says, "Do you think RuneScape can succeed as an esport with a fun and interesting events? If so, do you think PvP is the way forward for such events, or would you like to be interested? Would you be interested in other events, PVM, skilling, etc.?" EVscape replies a question mark. Um, Shout out EVscape. That's the boy too. Much love to that guy. I don't know if RuneScape's really cut out for esports in its current game state. Would love to see it evolve into something as such, though. Or even if they did give us some shit, the skiller thing, like didn't they used to have that? They used to have like a skilling event made by Jagex and people would get together and shit like that. PVM, Deadmans are great. I mean, not PVM, PvP, because he mentions that too. Deadmans were great. PVM, like, it's so much saturated with clients and shit that pretty much without it wouldn't be as interesting, I guess. Sad to say. T Papa says, "Would you upload the podcast? Please include the link to the GoFundMe where we could help Unc get a new keyboard and toggleable caps lock things." I'll give you the GoFundMe for Vietnamese food and cat girl research funded by Elon Musk. Shout out. Gravity Salad. I like that guy. I call him Garlic Dog because his profile picture is the dog with garlic on his head. He says Uncle Cool music is sort of its own genre. Most people that are a part of the community can feel what it is, but how would you describe an Uncle Cool banger for people that don't know? Benjamin replies, top tier topic. I'd say it's just something that is immersive. The music itself pulls you in. It doesn't need lyrics, or if it does have lyrics, etc., they make you feel something, and that's great. I like bouncy, bassy shit that just makes my head bob because it puts the rest of the body into like a state of trance, and it's great. I hope other people feel that way. What is life of philosophy? How are you so swag? Big fan. Um, get money, kill nightmare. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just saying. No, that's
Please,
saving.
no,
My
that's
bad.
not
My
my
bad. Get
motto,
money,
please.
fuck bitches. Don't play it. Don't play it. Just do what you want to do, man. Like I said, people need to do what makes them happy, and if they aren't happy, they got to figure that shit the fuck out. How are you so swag? Shout out Little B. Big fan. Shout out. Um, and then for shout outs, like I said, shout out Sae Bae for having me. Shout out Pink Clay, Adwam, Corky, Resh, Chungus, Ignoble Solid, Lopsy, Ali, Nine Rain, BF Rocket, fucking Puggin, he's a god, Jolin, Big Mez, Phil 2, all the boys, man. Sekon, he literally helped me shape everything about this with the Uncle Cool emote. Could not have done it without that man. I
Hell
don't know
yeah.
if I'd have an icon or a face without him. He's fucking so sick. Shout out Tasty, Adicon, Kriskies, Creel, Deo, Fat Clouds, just McNeil, Lizards for being the grandfather of cheat clients, Jao Nib, he's a gamer, Naka, all people, man. Literally, shout out everybody. Shout out Smork. Shout out all the boys, man. Like I said, we're gonna make something of it, and we're just gonna keep sending it from that point on.
Fuck yeah, man. Damn, you got all the shout outs. Whenever I ask for that, it's just like, oh shit, I can't start shouting people
There's
out.
so many more
There's
names.
so
I
many,
literally
yeah.
cannot name everybody that I
Yeah.
fuck with heavily. Prezus, P-Sex, Nabe, Unique, like what I mean, just all the boys, man. There's so many people that are active in the community right now that are good at what they do.
Yeah.
Even if they don't stream with it, they're just good at being themselves.
Well, Uncle Cool, I have fucking thoroughly enjoyed this. We've been talking for an hour before this, now a 4 hour cast. I have loved every minute of it.
Me too,
Honestly,
man.
dude, I've like you
I
came
didn't
in.
know what to expect,
Yeah,
but like I'm very happy with it.
I'm. They always go this way. I fucking love them. At the end of every cast, I'm just satisfied with it, and
You do a
like,
good job, man.
well, I
Straight up, you're
appreciate it,
doing what you
man.
want to do, and it's sick. Listen, I'm happy to be a part of it.
Hell yeah,
Have
man.
you ever thought of one, like I said, maybe with like Lopsy, maybe BF Rocket? He's very talented at the game.
We got a Sae Bae cast every single week, and shit, there's gonna be a lot of people on it, and Lopsy, BF Rocket, they'll both be on it, 100%.
Not the biggest fan of his community, but I do like him as a person. Like I know people have been asking for Coxie, and as you said, he said he might not be able to talk for a couple hours.
Coxie,
That man could talk, bro. Like
I
he would have
listen.
a great time on this show.
I want
And
Coxie.
there's so many people that like him that it would do really well.
I want Coxie on the cast. I love Coxie to death. I want him
Yeah,
on. He had said he's nervous about being able to talk for so
I
long, but
was nervous, and I love talking,
yeah.
and I was nervous.
But look how it went. 4 hours. Felt like nothing.
Easy clap.
So yeah, I want everybody on it. So but we got plenty of time. I'm not dying anytime soon. I'm living forever. And we got a bunch of weeks left. So
Hell yeah.
we'll get some people on. But
Oh, I forgot in the shout outs. Shout out Inferno Daughter. Shout out Whale. Cannot forget the man. Shout out Little Dad.
we're gonna right when we end, you're gonna think of like 10 more people. But
Oh, absolutely. Those are like I'm saying all people that have helped like where I'm at. Those shout out all them.
Uncle, thank you very much for being on. Absolute pleasure. We'll have your
Yeah, man.
links in the
Neutral.
description. Guys, go support Uncle. Like, get him to that partner level so we can yoink that sexy name, just Uncle. So
Hey,
I'll
in the mixes. I want to release mixes.
yeah, I will have your links in the description. Twitter, uh, Twitch, Discord. What else?
That's pretty much it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, man.
Go follow him, boys. And
Maybe eventually YouTube. We're looking into branching out.
okay. Anyway, guys, go give him a nice juicy follow, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.
Peace.